I feel bad for Felicia.
Ruby's family stories.
But I was like standing in the doorway whenever she started that story, and I was like, oh, time to
You're
go
like,
check on Raxus.
Oh my god. I feel so bad
Oh,
for
you
my
guys
cousin.
hosted this at your place? Oh,
Yeah.
everyone got to come over and tell you all about it.
She is the only, like, my mom is crazy, but she won't make you feel like, she doesn't do that. Like,
Yeah.
My aunt was the only one who was just being, like, just totally weird.
Yeah.
It was so weird to see her after 10 years. I'm like, she's still as much of a weirdo as ever. She's, like, perma-fried from drugs or something.
Did you have
I
your
guess.
sons yesterday?
No, they're with her dad this week.
We have them for Christmas then?
Yes, well, I have them the Wednesday that school gets out until 3 p.m. Christmas Day. So as soon as I pick them up on Wednesday, we're going to Dallas, and we are going to Six Flags and Medieval Times and the aquarium, and we're staying in the Regency, that hotel with the big ball in it, and we're going to go to eat and just... It should have a blast. I can't wait.
That'll be
to
fun.
go.
It really will.
Jesse, who were you? Who's
I made them
walking
Thanksgiving dinner on Sunday, though.
Yeah.
Her
And
aunt
barely
her
appreciated
aunt's
it at
son.
all. I put so much work
same
into
house.
it.
God.
Because they wanted me
why?
to.
Yeah.
Like,
She
we were
said
going to
it's
go to
one
that
thing.
anime festival.
It's what?
Oh, yeah.
And it cost
thing.
$105.
Yeah.
So I told them, I said, if we go to this, we're not having Thanksgiving dinner
Her-
because I
her
can't do
daughter-
this
her
and
her daughter
buy
and
all
her
the
mom
ingredients for
just
Thanksgiving.
all walk around
That's
naked.
fine, Mom. That's okay.
the
I don't
house.
care.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, my son was
And
like, I'm
it's
kind of
not
just
weird, it's just
disappointed
a
that we
little
don't have
Oh my
Thanksgiving.
God.
You were
Disappointed?
like-
Is that the word
Yeah,
he
it
used?
was.
As soon as I
Wow.
brought up, I walked away.
And I said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I went to the store, I
Did they
made
put
a
some
homemade
clothes
apple
on?
pie, we made chicken and mashed
I
potatoes
just-
and stuffing,
I
macaroni and
left it at that.
cheese and
Yeah.
chocolate
Walked
pie,
away.
and they were just like nitpicking at it.
Oh
And I was
my
like,
God.
I guess
It's
it's
really
the thought
weird.
that counts.
Oh no. I would go nuts.
Yay, children.
I know, that's what they do. I was like, I think that they just care about the idea of the Thanksgiving, not the actual food.
Yeah.
The apple pie was the bomb, though.
No apple pie for me.
I don't really like it either, but made it from scratch and it was super good.
So, last time were the adventures of Crib and the dinosaur. Have you
Did
heard
we
about
kill
this?
the dinosaur yet?
Yes.
Yes, it is dead.
Oh, we did?
Well,
Yeah, you
no,
can.
we actually didn't
Oh,
kill it. It
someone's
left, it
gotta
ran
catch me
off.
up.
You gave us a spoiler. It ran off and hasn't rejoined with us.
Well, you did kill
It
it,
died.
then you brought it back to life.
No, that's not
No.
what you meant.
Sorry,
Is that
Bill.
1 HP? They brought it back to life to 1
Oh,
HP.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Cause-
Soren
Yeah, but then
finished
it
it
ran
off.
off and we never found it again. We continued going
Isn't it
because it ran
alive?
off. And
So-
It's alive right now.
Someone's got to catch me up from
I
last
thought it
time.
was alive. too.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
thought it
still
was
alive.
and
It
it was
is, as
HP.
far
I
as
wasn't
I know.
here.
And
last time.
Crib, it was finally like dominated by Crib. But it was so
Dominated
mopey,
it.
and it was just like at 1 HP, and he's just like, yeah.
I think we left off after he killed that caravan of
Yeah.
that family
Yes.
in the caravan.
Yeah,
Well,
dang.
Family in a caravan.
No, you guys,
Jesus.
we totally left off after that. The
Yeah, it was
dinosaur
after.
ran off, and we picked up and continued traveling, and it had
Where was
never
your phone
rejoined
at?
with us. An entire day went by, and it had never rejoined us. Because I remember us leaving after that. But I don't know. It's whatever you recall.
All right, DM, you would know.
Gold.
All right, so
Yes, it ran off to hunt and never came back.
someone catch me up.
So you got to Neverwinter
We have a
and you
dinosaur.
did some shopping.
Yep.
And that's where we actually left off.
Mm-hmm.
Dinosaur and shopping. Is there anything else I need to know?
So you remember, were you here for that ranger that had the T-Rex as its
Yes.
pet? Okay.
I killed
So the session after that, they sought that thing out,
Mm-hmm.
blew the whistle and sought it back, and then Crib spent forever trying to dominate it and make it like docile to him.
Yeah.
So when I
even
say
with-
forever, I mean like that was most of last session.
Even with
was-
The entire time.
even with the whistle, it wasn't docile.
So all the whistle did really was kind of daze it and make it susceptible to that kind of stuff.
Gave you advantage.
Yeah, it gave you advantage on
God
it.
dang, this is like art.
So
Dinosaur taming.
It didn't go well.
it didn't go well. People were grievously wounded. And finally, Crib had to kill it. Well, I say Crib, but it wasn't actually Crib that landed the final blow. But then Brandon's character brought it back to life at 1 HP with, what is it, Revivify or whatever spell?
Yeah, Revivify.
So, after it got brought back to life, Kriv basically, did a big macho thing in front of it, blew the whistle, and the thing was just bleeding and nearly dead, so it finally, succumbed to him. So then the next half of last session was the adventures of the party and the dinosaur, as you had to... So it did not take commands. It didn't understand, spoken language, and was incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
And so it had just completely given up, and so anytime that it needed to eat, Kriv had to find some way to convince it to go eat. But obviously it's a giant 20-foot tall Tyrannosaurus Rex, so it got into much hijinks trying to eat.
Such as eating a caravan, a whole
Well,
family.
nice
And a whole
family
family of
that we
people.
talked to beforehand.
Oh.
Tried to warn them about it.
We did try to
I
warn
had
them.
linens. Megan's character wanted me to get all the linen.
Because I wanted to make
Go
a
into
bow
the
tie
linen-
for the
Go into
dinosaur!
the linen business.
No, I wanted you to get the linen so I can make a bow tie. Because I
God.
wanted to make a bow tie for the dinosaur. I'm sorry. Or a bow. We were trying to figure out if it was a boy or a girl dinosaur. And I wanted to make appropriate, fashionable bows
It's only logical.
for the dinosaur.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, after it ate the caravan, I don't actually remember how it got sent away again. I think it just got hungry again.
Yeah.
They got
He just
hungry.
sent it off to
Because
eat.
it had to eat about 3 times a day, full meals 3
Yeah,
times
and
a day.
we woke up the next morning and he
Yep.
wasn't there.
That's right. That's right. You had a dome, and they left it outside the dome because it wouldn't fit in the dome, and nobody sat outside with it outside of the dome. And then something rustled in the woods, and it stomped off and never came back.
And we left to
And
get
you
away
left.
from it.
Yes.
Because nobody but Kriv wanted the dinosaur.
So,
it went off in the woods and just ran away.
Kriv, I guess, has chased after it because he's not here anymore.
Okay. He's gonna go
So,
find that dinosaur.
He's looking for his mate.
He's searching for it.
His mate. I hope not.
I hope he mates with the dinosaur. That'd be adorable.
So you
It would give
guys,
us the answer on whether or not it's a girl.
so you guys made it back into Neverwinter finally, after your original trip up to Mirabar to help the incredibly angry Jarl make a deal on behalf of Luskin. That was your contract. You were successful, and now you've returned to Neverwinter to turn your contract in. If you recall, there was somebody sent to kill you, a ranger who
With the
the
dinosaur.
dinosaur belonged to. You told him, since you basically defeated him, to go kill someone instead. Do you remember who?
the
The
girl
wife
who-
of
Yeah.
our old landlord.
Yes. You basically convinced him to go kill her instead, and you would pay him 5,000 gold. You are supposed to meet him in 3 days outside the north gate of Neverwinter.
But we killed him.
Yeah, I killed him.
So we can't meet him in 3 days because he's dead.
Oh, I forgot we retconned that.
Yeah. Right where we... Because I left him alive at the end. Because I was just super tired. And I was not
Yep.
thinking as a Tabash's way. So as soon as we started...
Was that was the time afterwards though, wasn't it? Or that was the time before last time?
Yeah, we left
Before
off where we
the
were going to
dinosaur.
leave him
Left
alive.
off, but then he killed him.
At the beginning of last
when
session,
you weren't
Jesse
here.
basically said, I wouldn't have left him alive, can I kill him? And I was
Yeah.
like, sure, whatever.
That did happen.
And we took his whistle. And his...
And that's how you got the whistle, yeah.
God dang. Okay.
So anyway, you're in Neverwinter. The season is going cold, although Neverwinter, it's never very cold here. But even here, it's a little cooler than it was last time you were here a couple weeks ago. The
Serious fish.
city's hustle and bustle is dying down a bit as the trading season is coming to an end, and things are just a little more chill than they have been lately. So, what do you guys do?
Is there anything we need to buy, like food and water?
Water supplies, food supplies.
If you don't have any,
Oh no, I've got plenty.
I got 8 bats to eat.
I'm gonna go peruse around the general store. I'm gonna see if they have anything that looks exciting. I mean, I know it's not magical, but just anything that might help me out on an adventuring
So you're surprised to find when you get to the trade district of Neverwinter that a lot of the shops are closing up for the season. There are only a couple of general stores left open. So there's one that looks kind of run down, and there's one that looks very sort of high class
I'll
on
go
the
on both
north
of
end.
them, actually. I'll
Which
go on
one
the cheap
first?
one first.
Cheap one first?
The one that looks a little shady.
So you duck in there. So this place is basically a shack that has been slightly reinforced, but it seems to do good business because there are several people in here shopping aside from yourself. So you walk in. There are many racks and shelves of goods of all sorts. Lots of ropes, and even in the back behind the building, you see a rickety old wagon that seems to be for sale. Is there anything you're looking for in particular?
No, I'm just gonna look around at the supplies and see if anything just stands out that might be helpful or useful. I'm just gonna...
So you notice one thing. This shop appears to sell potions of healing.
Ooh. What kind of healing potions are these? Regular healing?
pots.
Well, so basically it's a sign on a crate full of blue vials that says potions of healing.
How much does it say they are?
Each is 75 gold pieces.
Is that the 1d4 plus 4?
2d4 plus
What
2.
page can I look on to see what other supplies they have in here?
It's kind of hit and miss. I'll tell you what they've got.
Okay, what?
They have all the standard boring stuff. They have, like I said, potions of healing. So the guy that runs this shop looks to be a fairly rugged but kind of young dwarf. His beard is nowhere near as long as you would expect for a dwarf, so he must be
He's
young.
useless. If his beard's not long.
So it looks like they sell lots of mining gear that is not something you typically see. He seems to sell he has a series of scales, like merchant scales, like for weighing things. Let's see. He sells some plain-looking rings. He sells iron spikes.
Iron
And-
spikes.
Behind the counter, up on the wall, displayed prominently, he has a spyglass.
What are these iron spikes?
They are literally spikes of iron.
Okay. I'm gonna buy some iron spikes.
Okay, you get 10 for a gold.
Oh shit, yes. 10 iron spikes.
I'm coming sulking into this store too.
And what I'm gonna ask
So-
about that spyglass.
I'm also with her.
Why would you
Yeah,
do
he
it?
probably would
She
be.
hasn't been around in forever. She just sort of strolls
No,
in.
her.
Oh, sorry, I
With
thought you
me,
meant
yeah.
Ruby's character. So Alicia and Saren, you guys are in there shopping.
I want to be in there.
Okay, everybody's in here.
Oh my god! No, you guys are all copying off me.
How would I try to identify these
But I
healing
need linen,
potions?
so I can
Hold on a
See if
second.
they're real?
Hold on a second. So everybody's in the in the shop all of a sudden.
Before
And-
that, I'm asking about that spyglass before they all get to come in and.
You're just getting ready to go ask about it when they walk in.
God.
When Fauna shows up,
Seal mom.
like Fauna walks in and the place goes quiet.
Why does it go
I go,
quiet?
Fauna!
because I'm
pointing at
very,
you.
very pale now.
Oh,
I'm
that's
very, very skinny now.
As soon as it goes quiet, I say,
Yeah,
oh,
you
look at that
stop
spyglass.
eating.
I point at her and go, Fauna. Because I know
Fauna?
your name
Do
and I can say
look
it.
at her. Do I recognize her as Fauna?
She looks a
or do
little gaunt, but yeah.
Okay, I do know your name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, well, so you left. That's okay. Everybody leaves.
Huh.
And you turn to the shopkeeper and say, I need black mascara, black eyeliner, black clothes, and black hair dye.
Whoa.
He says,
It's Chadette.
Yeah.
I got ink.
Will that dye my hair?
You put enough of it in there, I bet it will.
I'll take it.
Oh.
Alright, it's 10 gold for an ounce.
We're gonna have
10 gold
half
for an
that
ounce.
here.
10 gold for an
Whoa.
ounce.
Ink
I
is
don't-
expensive.
I don't
bet
care.
it is anyway.
I'll
Is
do
it
it.
squid ink?
We have Chad
Would you
Part
like to
2
ask?
going on.
Yes.
So you
What kind of
approach
ink
the-
God
is it?
dang it, you guys! I have a task here, and you're all just coming in. Hey, what's this? What's this? What's this?
He says, this is the finest ink on the West Coast.
Lies. I tell you, it's lies.
It doesn't matter. I'm taking it.
It's probably just 5 gold per
I'm
ounce at the other
I'm
place.
gonna check him out. Can I roll an insight?
Yeah.
21.
21. It seems as though he has no fucking clue where this ink was made or where it came from, and you think he may just be reselling it.
I'm gonna try deception.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna make up some story about, and I'm gonna look at it really close. I'll ask him if I can hold it, if I can check it out.
He agrees.
I'm gonna say, no, this ink is from the southern coast.
Terrible ink trees down there.
Subpar.
Roll your deception.
15.
They got those entries there.
He says, No, I'm quite sure it came from the West Coast. The finest, flowers.
I'm gonna
Went into the-
start explaining details. No, you can tell by the texture here. See?
He says, Yes, well, it's ink, it'll do the job.
I'm gonna snatch it and say, doesn't matter. We're all gonna die anyways.
Whoa.
Very true.
Fauna's got a little. Whew.
You're gonna
Like
take
that.
it.
going through some teenage angst right
Yeah.
Suddenly on the loudspeaker, Linkin Park starts playing.
Yeah, I'm feeling that's what I'm
Rolling in!
feeling. Okay, so I'm gonna say enough. What's the spyglass, sir?
Let me look at those healing potions.
He says, that's me pride and joy. He says, I acquired this from Yes, I actually got it during my adventuring days.
Can I roll to see if I think
That's
he's just
what I'm about to
bullshitting?
say.
Inside.
Inside.
Oh, damn.
I didn't get it, so you probably
17.
know.
So, you got what?
17.
17, you got what?
25.
25. 25's enough. You guys think, oh yeah, that's really cool.
Oh,
You
Oh
are-
no, what's happened?
What are you doing?
You can't see the board from back there.
Oh, let's see how it changes.
It's too far back.
You are like 100% sure that he's making this shit up, and actually you can kind of tell that he's hiding the fact that it's low quality.
Oh no! I
Not
don't know
gonna say
that
a
though, so
fucking
he's
word.
telling
Aw.
me.
He says it
I buy
came
it.
from the crypt of
You should
an
identify.
old king
I
of
buy it.
Am.
I'm buying it.
It's 1,000 gold pieces.
Yep,
Shit, what does
that's
it
worth
do?
How can we like appraise this thing?
He says,
Well, I
"Here's
should
what you
see
do."
things far away.
He grabs the spyglass. He says, "You extend it out, and you can look into it, and you can see miles in the distance.
I'm gonna ask if I may try.
Absolutely."
I'm gonna insight on
Wanna
the
try?
miles bit. 22.
22. That is what a spyglass does. You have no clue if this one will do that, but he seems to be telling the truth about spyglasses.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Talking
So
about
you're in a
like the
building
stunt
right
photo
now,
of a
so it's hard to
spyglass.
see just how far extra you can see. You
I'll
kind
ask
of look,
if- I'll
and
ask
you just
if
see the
he'll-
wood texture of the...
If he'll come with me and we can open the door so I can see out.
He says, look through the window, lass.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. You look through the window, and there's a building right next door, so you still can't see very far.
I tell him I feel a little suspicious about this. There's nowhere I can get a good test of it.
He says,
And its power.
look at the sky.
I'll try.
It's blue.
Sir,
You can see the
Can I
ticks on
praise
I
it.
have to hand it back for now.
Can
so
I
I give
praise
it back
it?
to him.
Roll a wisdom check.
I think it's so worth $1,000.
She seems
1,000
interested. He says, I assure you, they use these sorts of things on the open sea.
These sorts of
I
things.
encourage her to buy it. There's no way I'm spending 1,000 gold. So even if it did what
It's
it was
much
supposed to
worth
do,
I'm gonna go through all the same tests that you did, looking outside
Yeah.
the window and looking up.
I'm
and I'll
gonna
be
tell her that also it's really worth it because as far as my character knows, it is fucking worth it. Like I'm just playing into it and telling you how worth it is.
It's so worth it, I don't think I should own
I hand it back to him
no,
and go,
I
no,
don't have
thank
enough
you.
gold. So.
He says, you're missing out. You're missing out. He hangs it back up.
I tell him, hold it here for me. I'll
Hey,
be back
you need
for
to
it.
appraise it. It might be magical.
Appraise it?
Or not
I will
appraise.
appraise it. Or
How do
well,
you find out if it's magical?
You can do Arcana.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
Or
roll
cast
an
detect magic. But
I'm just gonna roll an Arcana to not upset
Can I do an
him.
Arcana?
20.
I'm actually gonna re-roll and
Not
use
auto
my
22?
Tides of Chaos for it. So.
does that trigger
Wow,
wild
it
magic?
does. It will trigger it, and I still failed.
I rolled a
like
22 on
Fucking
Arcana.
wild magic.
22. Given your examination of it, you're pretty sure it is completely mundane.
This will be the starting one, and this the second. So
You got
starting
22,
lighter.
didn't you?
63. So immediately, I cast a fog cloud centered on myself.
So,
That's a great thing to do on a
I
shop.
just immediately
you're standing
happens.
having this discussion, then all of a sudden this thick fog just starts emanating from Alicia. Just
24 sleight of hand.
Oh my
I'm taking
God.
like 2 potions.
I love it.
I'm so
I'm
embarrassed.
gonna
I
I'm going to
leave
use my
immediately.
spell
you got it.
to get rid of the fog.
I drop to the ground and just cover my head.
I leave immediately as soon as I realize what's happening. I'm in shame and I leave.
Before I leave, I want to ask: do you have any small?
People
like,
are freaking
How can you
out.
find them?
I'm not
That's
scared
Like,
at all.
what's going on?
Is
What have
the
you
shopkeeper
done?
scared?
Grab the things. Don't let them run away. People are starting to grab for stuff.
God
I'm
dang
gonna-
it!
Do I
As
see
soon
a
as it
small?
happens, I'm gonna cast destroy fog,
Yeah.
destroy water.
Okay.
I'm already out of there. I'm fucking out of the shop.
So
I'm just-
You're like a
the
little-
fog goes away and everybody just kind of
You're a
freezes.
hero right now.
And all of a sudden you see like several people with arms full of goods making like dashing
oh my
for the
God,
door.
You're such a hero. Call these dudes out.
The dwarf is like grabbing for an axe and starting to run out. Everybody just kind of
She's on the floor whimpering.
Yeah. And he says, "Put the stuff down."
So I was gonna say, yeah.
People kind of go back and daintily put everything down back where it belongs.
Now I can
He
see
says,
your trick.
"Now get out before I call the guards."
Is he talking to me?
No, he's talking to everybody else
Okay.
doing stuff.
Before I leave.
Did
be
you
like,
try to steal stuff?
No, I'm gonna be like,
Oh.
yo, where they at?
Ah! He just makes a angry grunt at you.
A noise.
Where they at?
Ah!
He starts barking at
He
you.
points at the door.
Well, I didn't try to steal
Ah!
anything. Sorry.
Come on.
And then I leave.
I want
He
to
says-
buy something,
Did you try to steal?
He gives you a look.
Didn't you buy some ink?
but I decided I need something else. If that's okay,
Ah, what do you need?
like a really small dagger.
He looks around.
Do you have
He
a
looks
kni-
at you.
Do you have a knife that's
He
got
looks
bonuses
around.
against wrist?
He looks at you. He says, he pulls out what looks to be a flat, dull knife and says, "I use this to butter my bread. I'll sell it to you for a copper."
That's a steal.
Can't be sharpened.
He pulls out a sharpening stone and he starts sharpening it.
He's sharpening a butter
That'll
knife.
do. The more pain, the better.
God. I'm gonna go into this
On
new
second
store
thought, make
before
it
any
dull.
of them find out
More
about
dull.
it.
Okay, it's 1 copper.
I'm going in before any of them find out about it. I'm gonna try and just sneak into the new place so that
Oh.
So you're
not
doing
all
that.
of them
Before I
find
leave,
out.
I wanted to ask
I'm
him
already out the
something.
door.
Hold on 1 second. So,
My pockets are
Check out
full.
those potions.
Just be
so he looks at
quiet.
you and he says, "Ah, you're quite the savior, man. Elf man." He says, "What can I give you from the shop to make up for it?"
I want the spyglass.
That's the best thing he has in there.
Maybe one of the healing potions. Can I just look at it?
You don't want any of those.
Oh no, they're just
God.
blue.
That's why I wanted to check them out. I knew that there's something
They're
wrong
just
with those
great
goddamn
drink.
healing potions. No one ever just has a whole stash of healing potions.
I guess I'm gonna put Emperor.
Oh, you don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
You better get one.
Oh, you bought healing potions?
Oh
He
no.
sleight of handed them.
As
Oh.
soon as the
Oh,
fog
was it?
cloud went
No,
up, I was like,
I forgot I put.
Oh my god, you're gonna take them one day.
Sarn's just gonna say, no payment necessary, and just leave.
Okay. He's just kind of left standing there like,
What? You should have got that spyglass.
okay.
Can I look around for cloth?
Yeah, he's got
Like
like
linens?
he's got like rolled like bolts of cloth and stuff.
Where's the prettiest one?
Most of the stuff's kind of
Is
plain.
that guy with the
Do they have
man
anything
bun and
pretty?
mysterious
Not
man
really.
D&D law?
Yeah.
Anything in a nice
I
color?
told him no.
There's
Why
a
would
sort
I
of
ever make
dull
this guy
gray.
lie?
I'm the mod D&D all.
Do they have like a cream color?
It's more of like an off orange.
That'll do. I'm gonna
Okay.
pick it up and go. How would I ask this?
Yo, where they at?
How much?
2 gold.
Okay.
God, give him like 200 because you don't know.
No. No, I've kind of learned numbers. Like I think I can count up to like 100
Wow.
at this point.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I can only count to 10 in Spanish, and I took 3 years of it in university.
I can count to 600 in French.
God.
So.
By the end of this campaign, she'll be able to speak common.
Oh,
Okay.
God dang.
Let's hope so.
What's
Right.
happened to you?
I need a lot of it though.
I mean, it's a full like bolt.
It's a lot.
I'm trying to think of how I'd ask. Like how big?
It's probably about that wide, that tall, wrapped about that thick.
Ooh, that's a ton. What are you trying to make, a house?
A house.
I mean, are you trying to fabric a house
A
with
linen
this?
house.
A linen?
I'm gonna ask him because I figured he'd know more about fabrics. Dinosaur.
What?
Pretty.
It's 15 yards.
Around.
What?
Dinosaur.
What?
Thank you.
You're welcome, lass.
Now I'm going to sneak into this other place before anyone else catches on to me.
Okay. So you try to walk into the other place, but the door is actually locked.
Is there anyone inside that I can see? I'm going to look through it.
So you peek into the window.
Uh-huh.
You peek into the window, and you see a well-dressed noble person having a conversation with the guy behind the counter. The noble person has sort of jet black, short hair. Looks to be a young man, probably.
Oh, yeah.
And he looks to be having a very stern conversation with the shopkeeper.
Can I recognize him for certain? Because my family has obviously entertained many nobles because I'm from a noble lineage. So
Roll a history if you have it.
Aren't you a noble in Neverwinter?
I am a noble in Neverwinter.
At advantage, I suppose.
Okay. 14.
14 is good enough. So, you don't necessarily recognize the person, but you recognize the clothes and the colors as being the clothes of the Jensen family.
Oof. Yep.
Isn't that
Knew
the
it.
people who are trying to kill us?
Yep.
Okay.
They're the ones who hate us because the bad lease agreement gone wrong.
I don't think they hate us because of the lease agreement. I think they hate us because we killed
one
his
of his
son.
sons.
Oh yeah, we killed one of his sons because of a lease agreement gone wrong. So it's all the start of it. I'm gonna actually go and try to hide behind the side of it to see when he comes
Now
out.
I'm gonna walk
then.
up to the door before she walks away and try and open it.
I'm gonna try and tell him what's going on.
No.
I'll tell him what's going on in there and that it's the Jensens and that.
I'm gonna take a peek for myself.
You peek in. You stealthily doing this?
Well, sure.
Did you
Why
mean to
wouldn't
do
I?
it stealthily, or did you just peek in?
I mean, why would I?
I think you
peek?
just peeked in.
I don't know why I would peek any other way.
I'm not saying you're gonna slap your face against the glass, but were you necessarily trying to be hidden?
Yeah, no.
Okay. So as you're kind of peeking in, he turns around
Oh,
and sees somebody peeking in. Not necessarily like you don't think this person identifies you or anything, but they see that somebody's peeking in. The conversation inside stops.
we gotta listen for it. We gotta hear what they're saying.
So it's quiet now.
I'm gonna see if I recognize who it is. I guess, to be fair. 12, 16.
So you don't recognize the person, but it does appear to be, you kind of see the man's face this time. So it appears to be a young, probably fairly good looking man with a short, like a very short trimmed beard, almost kind of a goatee. and he just seems very fresh-faced. He can't be any older than like 16.
Whoa, fuck! I didn't expect him to be that
16-year-old with a beard? God damn.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm thinking.
It's a short beard.
It happens.
It's a short beard. You also notice as he turns that he does appear to have a sword at his side.
Any kind of recognizing, though? Do I recognize it's Jensen related?
No.
I tell him,
But
though. I
she
told
told
him
me.
before you looked in that he is a member.
Looks like a Jensen to me.
I'm going to go hide beside the building to see if there's any way I can hide. Is there any way I can stealth, although I don't have that skill?
Yeah. Yeah, you just roll a next check.
Yeah, as everyone else is leaving the other one, I'm going to be all like, Jensen boy in this one.
That's going to be a big 4 for me on stealth. I really think I'm real stealthy beside there.
I'll look over at you.
Can I try to re-hide now?
You're trying to hide,
Why are
but
you
you're like
stomping?
You're like creeping along the glass, and you're like smearing your face along it, and making this loud squeaking noise.
After he looks at me, I'm going to see if I can re-hide. I got a 4.
Oh, yeah. No, you get my attention immediately. You get
God.
the, like, worst look
Can I
ever.
retry it?
Let's get the door in.
God.
I'm still looking for my black supplies, so I'm gonna run up there and be like, "Is this store open or what?"
Yeah. I mean, you're...
Everywhere she goes, you just hear
sad.
this angsty music playing.
I'm just gonna bang on the door and be like, "Hey,
We handguns for
God
you.
dang it, you guys are not coming in there yet. I've got to
I'm
hide.
coming up in there. I need my black eyeliner
They're not
now."
going to recognize her.
Well,
So-
you called it out to
Yeah,
me that I'm
not
hiding
me.
very poorly.
I'm your
so
way
I'm gonna
in.
retry.
So you're basically smearing your face against the glass, trying to be stealthy. He just turns completely and looks right at you, and he seems to recognize you. Actually.
Shopping district in Neverwinter. Of course
Still?
he's gonna recognize me.
So he's just sort of staring at you. Do you stop? You see that he sees you, and it's so obvious.
I see that he sees me. How much longer do I have to go until I get to the side?
You have
of the
another
building?
3 steps.
No, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna just keep
He
going.
yells out, "Wait, stop!"
God. I'll stop and just stand like
Do I
stock
overhear
still.
that?
With your face on the glass, she's
Yeah,
like,
I'm just
He,
gonna stop and stand
He
stock still.
rushes for the door. You guys hear it unlock, and it swings
20
open.
stealth.
Okay.
I'm just like, oop. I'm going to keep an ear on, though.
I'm gonna say it's about time.
He looks right at you.
Well,
Oh,
Are we
fuck.
stolen from this person?
No, it's the Jensen, one of
the
the
people who were
Jensen
trying to kill us.
the
family.
Jensen boy.
And they spotted us.
He's the
They're
one
in
we
a
beat
shop near us.
No, it's
Or
the
kill.
younger one.
it's
Looks
his
to be
brother,
about
I guess.
16.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Damn.
We'll kill him too, I guess.
So did he come out of the shop?
I don't know what's going on, so I'm just gonna look at this guy and be like, oh, hi.
I assume the worst as soon as he locks eyes with me. Whenever I'm trying to be stealthy.
So he just sort of stands tall and looks at the gathering hiding outside the shop here. And he says,
Hi.
God.
"Well, how interesting it is that I would run into you here." He says, "I actually have an invitation to extend to each of you." He says,
I say, who are you? I'm gonna try to make it seem like I don't know. I'm gonna
Roll
try to make it
deception.
seem like I've got something wrong with me. God dang it, no.
That's too
17.
"Nope, he doesn't seem to buy
God
it."
damn it.
He says,
I'm cringing like crazy over here over you.
God,
He says-
I've done so many wrong things.
"Anyway, Ms. Iberia, I have an invitation to extend to each of you. You see, I know that you've had a falling out with my family. And, well, I have actually been tasked with improving relations between my family and yours.
Sense motive.
Oh no. I wish I
And-
could, but
Well, I've been instructed to invite each of you to a dinner as soon as you can possibly attend."
now I'm gonna sense that because I'm just thinking poison. Poison,
18,
poison.
that's
God damn it. This
So you
dice
put
is
just
gone for
crap.
me. Yeah, I'll let you
Yeah.
dice.
18.
No idea for me.
You sense some repressed anger, for sure, but it does seem to be a legitimate invitation to dinner, and you don't necessarily sense any ill will in his invitation.
Other than just the gut that I have.
Yeah. He says, "Yes, in fact, since you're in town now, I hear that you have a pending contract with the Adventurers Guild. I would encourage you to go turn that in and get your reward, and then perhaps we can meet tonight.
I don't like how much knowledge this guy
No.
has, like what we're doing.
I tell him, our families have a bad history. Do you really think this is wise?
Well, how else shall we repair the relations between our families?
I feel that your offer is not given with the intention of repairing.
Well, you see, I've already spoken with the rest of your family, and they have agreed to dine with us. I was merely hoping that each of you would join us as well.
Doesn't your family
My-
already hate you?
My father, even. No,
Of
I
course.
just kind of ran away.
She was gonna kill them though.
But my father.
Of course.
Yes, I'll be there. I
Good.
say very certainly. If
Well,
my
will each of
father's
you be
going
there?
to be there,
I can't come unless I have proper attire.
they'll be here.
Oh, I would of course expect you to dress accordingly. This will be a high-class
Well,
event.
where can I find the supplies?
They will be here. I assure
Would
him.
we know if the records?
Brimble just kind of walks up.
Would we know if the Adventurers Guild like releases any kind of information, like what different groups are doing currently? Like,
Roll an intelligence check to see if you can remember.
oh, oh god.
Did you roll awful? I've been
Yeah.
rolling awful all night.
Intelligence 10.
10. You have no clue.
Dang it! It's almost like 25, but it rolled over.
He says, I look forward to it. After all, I believe there is much damage to repair. I, again, would encourage you to dress accordingly.
We will.
Is this one the one that has difficulties with our language?
IMG.
I'll take that as a yes.
She does, yes.
Yes, please inform her to dress accordingly. This slut attire that she wears now is far too inappropriate for such a high-class affair.
I
Did you just learn some
understand.
new words?
No, I'm personally offended by that.
She's
It's adorable.
Where will this dinner take place? At my family's home or yours?
No, of course you will meet us at our mansion,
Yes.
and we will dine at 6 o'clock sharp.
We will be there.
6.
We thank you heartily for your offer.
Of course, of course.
About time.
Goodbye. Good day, sir.
Farewell. I would encourage you. I would stay out of the slums, Ms. Iberia. It makes your family look quite inappropriate.
It's all
I
there.
don't know. I'm going to hang my head at this because I don't have a good excuse for
What?
why I've been hanging
As
out
soon
in
as
the
he says
slums.
that, I'm just gonna question his
Could you
whereabouts
taste
right now.
What is that?
He kind of walks off.
Louisiana
I
spice.
think I tried that.
Well, I'm looking
His
around
name
to see
just
where I can
tastes like
find
a
something.
crawfish
Now
or
I'm going to
something.
gather everyone up and I'm going to say, let's run to the tailor. The new
like the
new clothes for
aftertaste.
all of us. We
I
must
have
be
nice
dressed very
clothing.
nice.
Do what?
I have a
Walk into
fancy
the
costume.
Tastes so
Can I not wear my
Shop.
fancy costume?
Okay.
I'm going to make sure it doesn't look slutty. 'cause
Can I
that's
put
what
on my
he told
fancy
me.
It's like a
costume
real
for her and see if
Food
it...
aftertaste.
Let's-
So,
Sorry.
Tavash just walks into the shop now that it's, well, open-ish.
Well, I'm gonna say, give me just a second. I'm gonna close it and lock it.
Okay.
Lock the shop?
The shopkeeper is back there messing around with something. You don't see what immediately. You close and lock the door. He says, wait, what? Whoa.
Again.
What have we done with the shopkeep?
Jesse locked him in his own shop.
The second person
What
that
else
came
have
and
you
walked
guys
in
I'm
done?
gonna
there.
turn
No,
around
we
and
haven't
give
been
him
in this
mean
shop
mug.
yet.
He grabs a sword from under the counter.
Where's my intimidation? No, shit.
Oh God.
That's a solid 4.
So what do
Real
you say?
intimidating.
I'm just trying to mean mug him.
No. You look a little stupid. You drool a little. He says, are you okay?
I feel sick.
He says, please unlock the door. I have business to attend to.
I'm gonna go. Okay. Anyway, I'll wipe my drool and I'll say, "Oh, what was that about?
I'm sorry?
You were just talking to that Jensen."
Yes, that is a business associate of mine.
What was all that about?
Why?
Why
He
were the doors
just
locked?
walked
What
in
are
this
business
building.
associates
Oh my
about?
God, this random guy.
We were discussing business matters, sir. Would you like to buy something?
Man, my intimidation fell through.
You're
It's
so
falling
bad
apart.
right now. You're so lame. Just
Like-
walk him in.
Ooh. I'll open the door and walk out.
Oh my God.
I'm going to try and gather everyone up and take them to the tailor.
I already have
Okay.
good stuff.
I go
So-
with
All right,
First,
can
I'm gonna
is my
I'm
costume
gonna
slutty?
sample hers to make sure
I have
it's
a fancy
appropriate.
I
costume.
have royals.
I
Here,
love
I'll
it.
show.
And
Okay,
royals.
I have a
Royals clothes will work.
super cute sparkly costume,
That's a little slutty.
a fairy costume.
That's very slutty.
Very slutty.
Wait, what's
Fancy
the thing? Are
costume.
we trying to be slutty?
That
Do
one's
I have
okay.
a slutty
I have
dress?
a yellow and
We
pink
got
silk
no,
dress.
that's-
You have to
Problem
dress
is that these are
very
all
nice. We're going to a
costumes.
family
I have a
dinner
pink and yellow
with
sun.
my
It's a
family.
slutty-
That's not
little-
appropriate.
slutty
Very
gala.
little
Okay.
blood.
But is my fancy costume
Fancy
good
dance
enough?
clothes.
You wear your
You don't
fancy
think so.
costume. Oh wait. Okay, we'll get you Royal's
Ugh.
costume. He'll wear his
'Cause it's a
royal
costume,
clothes.
right?
I'm gonna wear
All I have is
sweats.
armor.
It's meant
I'm
to
gonna
look
wear
like nice
sweats.
and
I have to
like a
have
costume
something.
that would be
Yeah,
suitable
we'll
in a
get you
nice
something.
fit.
Do you have a Royal
So it looks good
Oh,
at like a distance, you know,
yes.
We're
like
going
when
to
you're
a
up on
royal
stage.
family
But when you
dinner.
really look
Royal
at it, it's not
You do not.
well, like put together very
You
well.
do not. You don't have any.
So,
What do my fancy vamp clothes do?
yeah, you think so? You'd look a little
Vampy.
well, you look a little bit like a count, but yeah.
Yeah, that'll do. So we
They're,
need
oh,
clothes
I'm
for
sorry. These
these
are
three.
really fancy vamp clothes.
Hey, by the way,
You'll be Count Soren.
that second fancy shop, the door was locked.
This is
Had a
really
Jensen
friend.
dude inside of it.
Who?
Jensen boy.
Jensen.
The family that wants to kill us.
Oh.
And they just invited us to dinner and we agreed to go.
Oh, well, god dang, we're getting poisoned.
Her entire family's going, apparently.
Yes, my
And they're all
entire
gonna
family's
die.
going, so
It's
We
I-
gonna be
might
a
want to
red
go
wedding
ask your
If they're
family
even really
first.
going.
Like,
You
go
understand,
see your family and be
like,
like, did they
The
actually
Jensen
extend this
family already
invitation
doesn't
to
like
you?
her
We can't
family,
go yet.
Yeah.
We can't go
as we
yet.
already.
We gotta
figured
get
out.
clothes for
Alright,
everyone.
we'll give
Yeah.
clothes for. Well, no, we don't need clothes if we're not going to the dinner.
Oh, we do. Because I feel
Why would
right
we
now
go
I'm
to?
convinced that we're going to this dinner because he told me my father was going to be there, and I feel this need to impress upon my father
I have a
because
theory.
I
I put on
kind
my
of
really
failed.
fancy vamp clothes.
I failed
Just
in
in the
my
street?
academy.
Just start
No,
down.
don't put them on right now because we'll
Can
get
I
to
do
a
an
I
fight.
don't know if I
investigate
wanna
to
have
figure out
like
if there's
this,
anywhere that I
or
could get
I have
nice
No.
clothes of my origin
No.
that would be
You're gonna
like.
wear neither.
No, those are
What do we
definitely
think
the
Things-
hats I
clothes
wear.
I'm
Stefan would
used
do
to.
in this
Please be
situation?
that one.
Hold on.
Justin.
What now?
Can I do an investigation to see if
They
there's
look
anywhere in
like
town that would
someone
sell
else's
Not that
clothes.
one.
That one's got
attire
big
from like my
That
region
one.
of the
Sweet
world where I
little-
can buy like
Unfortunately,
a
you don't
nice.
think
Big.
so.
I can't do an investigation to find out at all.
Yeah, you can
You're
roll.
gonna
If
screw
anybody could
This one?
possibly
That's
make
what
it.
Grimble's wearing.
Or this one.
I rolled in
The
one,
first
not a one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was
no.
good.
Okay.
No,
He's just got such a big feather.
Does my brain
It's just-
explode?
a little bit.
It's way
What?
too big.
Whoa,
Oh, that's
I'm
beautiful.
gonna get a hat like that.
peacocking too hard, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna take us all to a tailor shop, and I'll find one that's open. If none of them are open, I'm gonna knock on the door furiously to
What
get
time of
someone
day
to
is it?
answer.
I rolled a Stefan.
It's about noon.
They should be open, but a lot of them are closed because it's coming into the winter season. So a lot of the shops are closed.
Okay, so give me 1 second if you don't mind.
We're all gonna get dressed very nice, and I'm
I
explaining to
might just show a
everyone.
bunch of people my
I'm
winter
like
in the
suddenly
street.
trying to teach courtesy to everyone,
Yeah,
what
'cause
to
that's
say
the
as
other
they
guy.
serve the dinner, how to
Stefan's
bow to
cool.
people, who's your lesser, who's your equal.
Stefan gets everyone's phone number.
Suddenly
and
trying to
sends
teach
them
everyone
dick pics.
this.
Yep. Yep.
And she's
That's
not
the
understanding any of it, so I tell her, okay.
Okay.
That's, you might do.
Hey,
No, you can't.
Okay.
You can't do that.
do I know okay? I do not know
Maybe I
okay.
sent him a drawing
You do
of
now.
I'll
what I
add it
did
to yes
myself.
and no.
Yes, no, okay.
Yes, no, okay.
You go and you rent an artist to paint you as you.
Stefan might actually help everyone get their clothes together.
No.
Okay,
Oh, did you roll a Stefan?
Yeah.
so
Oh boy.
what would you
I'm
do
so
in
excited.
which case?
Well,
What
I
about
know-
changing your clothes in the street?
So if I roll the 1, I'd be taking my clothes off right in the middle of the street.
Okay,
But I rolled a 20.
so
Maybe I'll take someone else's clothes off in the middle of the street.
so I think what that's going to entail,
You'll buy everyone's clothes.
Yeah.
you
I feel like Stefan would help everyone look nice.
Yeah.
you guys
I think so,
you guys
too.
look away for a second and then realize that Sarin's just gone. You don't know where he went. He just seems to have slipped away.
I'm going to try to look
Sarin,
down
you
and
find
see.
yourself in the nicest clothing store in Neverwinter,
Oh,
in the Nobles
no.
District.
God dang, how did I
The-
get here?
It's full of exotic silken fabrics,
Exotic
Elven-
silken fabrics?
Like
elven
a
fabrics,
God, I hope I don't have the urge to run my sword through these.
stuff that costs like adventure, like magic armor kind of gold. So you walk in, and normally you think that the snooty old woman running this place would have turned you away because it isn't like you're dressed for this sort of thing. But you walk in and exude an aura, an aura of confidence. You walk in, and she says, "Hail, my lord. How may I serve you today?"
Lord.
I need clothes.
Indeed. For
Hey.
what? For what event?
What was it? A dinner party?
A dinner party
A
with
Jensen
royals.
dinner party.
A royal dinner party.
I won't mention names.
I don't name drop. That's douchey.
Just a royal dinner party would work.
Because they don't have a good reputation, the Jensens.
I'll say
I thought it was her family.
I'll say a
Jensens
dinner
were, like,
party.
No, because the guard was
My
all like the
family's
Jensens are
Iberia.
bad news, like they're bad people.
They're at the other city. But this is the Jensen city.
I mean, they probably hate him more than
What's the DM on this? Because I'm confused.
You don't know.
ask him.
I'll say I need clothes for a dinner party. Do I feel like
Of course.
as Stefan, do I feel like my vamp clothes are good enough? Because they're fancy.
You actually feel like they more than suffice. And in fact, you kind of feel like you could probably procure similar quality clothing for everybody. Including
Please do
Crib.
this. Oh my god, please do this. It's incredible.
God dang it. Stefan backfired.
If you happen to see any clothes of like nice like Eastern origin,
I like how this is
you
a
can pick one up for G.
pretty true.
I'm gonna be so
bipolar
judged when I tell her how much gold I have.
She says, "So you're attending a dinner party?" "Yes.
Yes.
Of course we can provide you with the highest quality fabrics, my lord.
I think I do it on credit.
Is there an account open?"
Put it on the
Say you pay
Jensen's tab.
everything in full.
No.
Yes.
do it on
You don't
credit.
think you're going to
Do it on
say
credit.
you don't think paying it in full would be a good idea
Okay, no. Okay, so
because you don't think you're going to have the gold.
How about you let the Jensens pay for it?
I
That
was
seems like
about
a
to give him
Stefan
the
thing to do.
Jensen's name.
Oh shit.
She's waiting for a response.
Oh god dang! I don't know what Stefan would
Put it
do.
on hers. Her family. You know their family name
It's
too.
Stefan. What would he do?
Sorry, bud.
I don't remember her family name.
Iberia.
Hello.
Iberia is mine, but
Yeah, Stefan doesn't remember it.
oh no.
No, I'll open an account.
Oh, look at them skidding.
Good, of course. All right, and what is
Looks like
what is your
someone
family
brulee-
name?
No,
bruleed it.
it's actually not that bad today. It's decent. For a cat, it's
Someone
decent.
took like a burnt marshmallow and like smeared it on there.
It's got a weird
It's
smell
been
to it.
way
Yeah, something
worse
about Poe
before.
stinks.
Yeah. You
He's
smell
got
like-
fish
it's
breath
almost got like a
today.
skunk.
Not even a fish breath. It's kind of
Smells
skunky.
like steamed fish breath to me. Extreme fish
You got
breath.
some skunk.
I actually heard a thing. I think it was
I
from
don't
my
think-
dad about
I never
whenever
came up with a family
animals
name
have
for
a
Sorry.
fishy smell with their breath. It means they need to have their anal glands.
Yeah,
expressed.
someone else said that here. I think it was Jesse. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One of you told me that at some
probably
time. in the
Me,
past.
yeah,
So,
like my dad's like really old dog gets fish breath all the time.
I don't know
and
that
Oh.
they
he has to take him to the
didn't do
vet
express
for it.
until they've already expressed themselves.
Brandon expresses Harvey's all the time.
Post had fish breath for about 5
Just give him
years.
a
Can you
flick.
express his anal glands?
Give me some gloves and a mask, and I'll flick them.
How about we let you do that sometime? It'll just be perfect.
So
Way
what's your
cheaper than
family
that.
name?
Here, let's look
That
up
vile
catfish
smell.
breath.
It's the worst. That is the fucking worst smell.
Cat has
It's
fish
so
breath.
unique though.
That's
Yeah,
a pretty
see-
common
see
search.
what it-
It's very pungent.
Oh,
it's very.
is usually
Nothing
the
else
result
is
of a
like
bacterial
deception.
infection.
Well,
Okay.
he's had one for
Stefan
5
is
years or
so
so.
good.
Ever
Low
since I
advantage.
got him.
What are you disputing about?
Oh,
Apparently
this is
he has
bad. I've got a
halitosis.
+0 to
Oh, well,
deception.
yeah, come on.
That's a made-up disease, though.
That's a bad one.
Post had halitosis
That's a worse
forever.
one. Didn't think it could get worse.
Rolled
You
again.
know, the
it'll be
Listerine
even worse.
Corporation coined that term.
Which one?
Really?
Halitosis. That didn't exist until they made it up to make people self-conscious.
I also heard that Listerine does absolutely nothing but dry your mouth up.
Yeah, apparently he has a
Worse.
bacterial infection in his mouth.
It's not surprising.
Well, he's had one forever.
It's probably because he can't clean himself, so he's always licking just nastiness.
I guess he's okay if he's had it since I've got him. I mean,
I rolled.
Okay,
Like
it apparently
bored.
could also. I'm WebMDing your cat right now. It's horrible. He could have pharyngitis, gastritis, or even kidney failure.
Maybe it's
So-
all.
Kidney
You might have
failure,
all three.
I don't think so because it's been for like
His
5
kidneys fell
straight
a long
years.
time.
He's like
so.
a grand slam.
Poe's always had nasty fish breath. so I don't
Four
think
total is my deception.
Okay, so what did you say your family name was?
Jensen.
She laughs and thinks it's a funny joke.
Thank God.
She says, "Ha, of course. But what is really your family name?"
What is it?
Are you making up a name?
I don't have a last
Just
name.
say that your name is
Oh,
Arden
where are you-
Jensen.
Where are you
You
from?
could be my
Do you
last
know of
name.
any,
Well, you
like,
don't
even
know it,
history yet? Do you know anything about Neverwinter?
Where was I from? Waterdeep.
Oh.
I like to imagine she asked him what his name is, and he's in like just sweating, looking around, like trying to like.
I mean,
Just
you
roll
have
for
a
some
family
water,
name,
Davian
so
names.
it's not like
Yeah.
Aren't you a noble in Waterdeep?
No.
He's not noble.
I came from a temple. I lived a life on the streets as a youth.
Okay. I'm so used to being a noble every time. It's very out of the norm.
Tight mouth. That's your surname.
No.
Because you lived on the streets as a kid.
Siren Crazy Pants.
She's just waiting here for your name.
time has stopped because he knows his own name.
I'm trying to think of it.
God.
All right, we're taking a vote right now.
Did you not write down your last name?
No, I didn't make one.
Oh. Who doesn't make a last name?
I didn't
I-
make one until I found it up there.
I always make a last name. It's like the second thing I do.
There's mine.
I was never given a last name.
I guess it is possible you wouldn't know your last name.
You could use my last
I've
name,
never
but I
had
doubt
one,
anybody
so-
over here
I was
has that
abandoned
last
when I
name.
was a child and left.
Yeah, if you lived on the streets, then you may have never had a family name.
Oh, that's right. I remember now.
Do you?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
He did. He forgot again.
No. Was it Sarn? Who did I play while Sarn was not dead?
Like 5 different people.
No, I played
The old man?
one person during the
He's
other.
an old man. I don't remember his name, though.
Was it him or what? One of my characters
Oh, yeah.
didn't remember a lot of stuff. It was the old man.
So you didn't remember.
All right, 30 seconds. I'm gonna pick something.
29, 28, 27,
Madden.
26.
Not Madden.
No.
Sarn
give me
Madden.
Madden.
Yeah, he's
No.
a fantasy John Madden.
No. Anything but
I
Did
need a
Madden.
you watch the
surname.
Razorback game? Ugh.
I watched some of it at work.
Isn't that what your dad had on?
First half good. Second half
And
bad.
see how it was going?
Reposted the hot tub again.
You gonna buy it?
Oh, you guys reposted the hot tub?
I mean, it's been up for sale for months on end,
He's
so
gotta lower the
3 or
price.
4 months.
He's gotta take a
so.
hit on it.
Every
Oh,
2 days,
absolutely.
Austin.
Did he ever sell that watch that I sold him?
Huh?
Every 2
I don't
days,
know, actually.
Austin
Remember, he tried
bumps
selling
it.
it more than I gave it. Than I still gave it to him for.
That's an awesome
Yes,
tactic.
the board
That's a
stream
very
was
That was a
still
douchey
on.
thing.
Yeah. One time I sold him a laptop that he
God, I'll
resold
never
for twice
forget
as much.
this. Yeah, he sold it for literally
'Cause
twice
I gave him a
as
good
much.
deal on it because
Yeah.
I did too.
He's
I
a
was
friend.
like,
It's a
I'll cut you a
friend.
friend deal, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't expect him to turn around and try to then pawn it on
I
Craigslist.
know. I tell him how bad that is, but he just doesn't think it's
We
rude.
all browse like Craigslist and
I
stuff.
know. He just like he doesn't think it's rude.
I had to go
try
with
tell
him to help him sell the fucking laptop.
as he's making a profit, like
God,
Yeah.
I
That he
just
didn't
like I
let me
try
in
to
on.
explain. He's like, no, it's not. That's not rude. Like they don't think it is, and I'm like, yeah, they do though. He's
Yeah,
like, no,
it's-
they're just not. Like it's not
let
rude.
him know we
though.
don't think it's rude.
I do. I've told him several times. I feel like that's super rude, but he doesn't like. It doesn't click with him.
Can I tell her another fake name?
You can try.
Do I get advantage on the second try?
No, you're not feeling very confident right now.
Okay.
Your confidence is shaking.
Just
I'm
tell
gonna-
her that
I'm
she
gonna
doesn't
try
need
again.
to know who you are, but that you have
For
the
Jensen,
money.
you're gonna try again?
No, I'm gonna try a different name.
Okay, what name this time?
Oros.
Okay. Is that just a name you pulled out, or
Yeah, just a random surname that I generated.
go ahead?
God dang it! 3.
Get out of this shop. What are you
She says-
doing?
Sickos looking funny.
As I, can I start to react as I see her face?
What do you do?
To be honest, I can't share my name with you.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's important that you.
She says,
Because I don't know it.
she says, I see. And why would that be?
I'm only in town for a short while, and it's best if it stays under wraps.
I cannot open an account for you unless I have a name, sir. I also would not open an account for a man only in town for a few days.
Oh, but I'll send the money.
I'll mail it to you.
Why couldn't you just make up a name?
I could.
Yeah, what's taking
Or just
you
not even
forever
do
about
this. Just go somewhere else, or
I can't. I have to do this.
you
All right.
have to build credit.
I'll tell her. Well, what am I supposed to do now? I've already told her I'm only in town for a few days, which is true.
Kill her and take the clothes.
No, I'm not going to kill her.
no
Take the
way.
clothes.
Tell her that you're from a very prominent family. She probably
Wear her
recognizes
as
you,
clothes.
but that you
Yeah.
should not speak of it
That's
right
a
now.
Kardashian thing to do.
But that you have the funds to pay, and ask that she hurry up with your order. That's what I would do.
I think it's been long enough. You gotta try and
I'm
roll
gonna-
and see if you're still Stefan now.
I'm going to tell her.
See if you can get
It's,
that one.
it's shaking.
God, what if you rolled a 1?
God.
He rolls in there all smooth and he's like, fuck it, just kills her.
Oh, put that butt down. You got
I could
halitosis.
do
You got
that.
some kind of disease, okay?
Poe's got butt-tosis.
Oh, you're gonna die soon. They've all told me you have a serious disease. You're not normal, although you purr every day. You're dying.
Purring just means that his heart's beating too fast.
You're
Yep.
dying.
Yep,
That's
sure
what I
enough,
meant
that's
to
what it
tell you,
means.
purr.
Purring just means that he's happy that the end is coming soon because he can't take living in that fat body anymore.
Oh, listen, you're dying. I'm sorry. I didn't want to tell you. I
Yeah,
didn't want to
dang.
break it to you like that.
Ooh,
All
right.
Harsh rounds.
my.
What?
I'll tell her my actual last name.
Which
that
is...
I found, but I didn't want to give to her. Aldaeth.
Spell that for me.
Aldaeth.
Okay. I'm sorry, sir, I don't recognize that name.
Do you need to recognize it?
In order to open a line of credit for you, yes.
God dang, they're only giving money to their friends here. Mm. Well, I don't think I have enough gold to actually buy all of
Do not tell her this.
No, I'm not telling her that. I'm
Oh.
just thinking out loud.
How much gold are we talking per article?
Probably a total of 6,000 gold.
For everybody or for one person?
1,000
We
gold
need
each.
one,
So for one
2,
person.
3.
1,000
We only
gold.
need three.
Oh, okay.
3 people.
Can't we just rent like a tuxedo or something?
We only
like-
need 3 people's worth of clothing.
Yeah.
Because she and he
He
have,
doesn't know that.
and I do as well, have noble clothing.
He only really knows the one,
Yeah.
so it'd be 5,000.
Can I have?
Why are
I'm
we
looking for
dressing
a
up to get
clothing store
murdered?
that will have
This is
something
so
that I want
stupid.
to wear. So could I have wandered into this shop?
Yeah,
that
can we
he's
just
in?
like start looking for a shop to buy some clothes at?
Hold on
Like
one
I
second.
don't know where he went.
A second hand.
Despite how long this has taken in real time, it's only been about 30 seconds in game. So.
Oh.
Can I try to persuade her to open an account anyway?
Absolutely.
I'll tell her that
Rubber hand.
I'll make a large down payment.
Wink as you say it.
Roll it.
I rolled a 1.
Can you
She says-
re-roll with anyway?
She says,
I'm jingling like a gold in my hand.
God, a copper.
Flip it in
her,
A copper? You just have a copper?
I've got a whole fistful of copper. I'm shaking at her.
her attitude shifts considerably. She
God.
says, I'm sorry, sir, I don't believe we'll be opening an account for you today. Is there anything else I can do for you?
God. You've ruined
Will
this.
the clothes be free then?
Sir, I don't believe you can afford clothes here.
You've ruined this. You've ruined it. You ruined it. R-U-I-N-T.
Just be lucky you rolled that 1 on this roll, not a personality roll.
Don't they bury people in really nice clothes?
Well, I can't really do anything.
We could go get some.
I don't think we're going
God
to dig
dang
clothes
it.
out of the
Brent's just digging
graveyard.
out a skeleton, dude.
Just,
Is there another clothes shop that is maybe not as fancy?
Yeah, there's a couple steps down.
Okay, that's where I'm headed.
You just walk out.
Will those be sufficient?
You're
Like
gonna
ones
say-
that are not quite as fancy as this
just
place?
turn around and walk out and say, "Good morrow."
Your confidence has shaken, so you say it a little awkwardly.
You say good morrow. It's great.
Yeah, that's awkward already.
I wave as I'm
Whatever
leaving,
the dude's
too.
name is
You
officially
accidentally hit your
gone.
hand on the door.
Sarin is definitely back.
I'm so embarrassed of Sarin.
Sorry, it's just shaking it.
What is the name of your alter ego? I always forget.
Stefan.
Stefan is definitely gone.
Okay. Meanwhile, there are other shops in the Noble district that would sell
But they had fine
appropriate clothes.
silk at that point.
Ain't no one going around looking for Sarin.
No.
Sarin just
It's only been
disappeared.
30 seconds.
No,
About a minute now.
it's been about a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I got turned down like 6 times in a minute.
Hey,
She was rapid firing.
I mean,
turndowns
yeah.
on me.
You
You
basically
were
walked
rapid
in
fire
and
that
said,
awkwardness.
You basically walked in and said, "I need clothes," and she was like, "Okay, we'll open an account for you." And you were like,
I rolled on my advantage. I rolled a 4 and then a 2.
wow,
That's your awful dice
I
out
don't.
here.
All of my dice have been rolling horrible tonight.
Okay.
We're gonna
So there's another step. There's the next step down from that place.
But that place had nice silks. Nice exotic silks.
You can go in there if you like.
Oh, I'll go
I don't know
in.
the difference, so I'm
What-
just gonna go into the
First
nicest
off,
looking
I'm
one.
with everyone else, so wherever they're going, I'm gonna go as well.
Okay.
I'm just
So
gonna head
with
straight towards
her,
the nicest shop I
I'm
can
with
find.
Grimble. Grimble doesn't
Okay,
have
you're
any
not
five
with
of
clothes.
you.
everyone at once.
I am too.
The
I
five-
love them all.
The 5 of you go to the next place down.
Okay.
G goes into the place that Sarin just left.
G, I'm gonna call her back to me.
She's not
But-
paying attention.
I want to go to the nice place.
God
It's
dang
pretty and
it. Okay,
shiny.
I'm gonna wait for G to come out of there.
So G, you walk in, and the lady turns and looks at you and says,
We don't serve
Dress?
that kind here.
she points across the street.
I'm gonna look around in the shop real quick before I leave. Do I see anything that
she
looks?
rushes up to you and starts kind of trying to push you out the door a little bit, like she must.
I
think
show
you're
her my
homeless or
coin
something.
purse. I show her my coin purse.
How much gold? Is it?
I have 3,000 gold.
I show her my coin purse.
She'll be like, to keep you there. Then.
She says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood what you were here for. How can I help you?"
Probably because you weren't.
Dress?
English.
Yes, we
I
have.
want to look and see if there's anything from the east in this shop.
Okay.
Eastern dresses.
It's
Ooh,
Eastern
give me this
dresses.
doge,
Eastern
wow.
Sunday.
15.
You
Eastern
find
Sunday.
a red and gold dress that kind of reminds
Eastern
you
Sunday.
of it, but isn't
Eastern
quite in the
Sunday.
right style.
2014.
But is it
it's
pretty?
very frilly and
Is
very.
it pretty?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Does it have a
The
date?
colors
Yeah,
remind you of
that
your
makes
homeland, but not the make of the dress.
I'm going to look at it and say how much.
Do you know the words? How much?
Yeah. I learned that one
She
very.
does, actually.
I know the words. How it's the third thing I learned.
Okay. So she kind of sizes you up and says, 2,500 gold pieces.
Oh God, I don't know that number.
She's only learned to count to 15. How many 15s?
Can I appraise how much it?
One.
Can I try to appraise it?
Yeah.
Would it be a wisdom check? Ugh, 12.
Sounds about right to you.
You're 12.
I'm going to say, oh God, what would I say?
Huh? You probably say, where'd they at?
Go to friend Aurelia Noble.
Excuse me?
Are you gonna charge us on my family's
I'm gonna
account?
walk, I'm just gonna walk outside. I want you to appraise it,
Okay.
since you would know the price is better.
Also, who's Aurelia?
She is.
Oh my god, that's my old character's
Oh,
name.
that's the only name I know.
It's Alicia.
Oh.
Alicia.
Well, I have it written down as Aurelia.
Ah, that's
I would
my
know her name
character.
though,
She probably would know my name.
Okay.
since she can talk to me.
So G runs up to you and, like an eager puppy, seems excited about something.
I tell her in Celestial, I found a very nice dress,
I'm
and I would
gonna
like you to
draw
come look at it.
Everyone in who does not already have a costume. So that's you and you. You guys are coming in with me. Do you have nobles costumes or a fancy costume?
Well, it can't be a costume.
Or no, it can't
I
be
have
costume.
royal
Clothing.
clothes and
Royal
fine
clothes.
clothes.
Okay, yeah, you're good. So I'm going to draw you and you in with me, and we're all going to go in with G.
I'm going to
We're
show
gonna
you
get
this
some
dress
clothes in here.
and say in Celestial, how much would you say that this dress is worth?
Dresses.
Oh, it's ugly!
You think it's very pretty.
It's like orange and white. And
It's
like,
red and gold,
Looks like-
It's very garish.
but it's not good for like.
Ugh. I'm going to introduce myself and tell her that I'm from the Iberia family, and I'll show her my... I'll show her
Alicia.
my seal if I need to.
Friend.
She comes very close to you and she says, "My dear, you do realize that your family owes many thousands of gold, yes?"
Oh
No.
You're poor. Your whole
Surely
family's
can
poor.
pay this.
They have not made payments as of late.
My family
This
is
is-
tied up with other matters. This is not an issue of gold. I act very haughty and offended that she would
She
act
says,
as though.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my lady. It's just I cannot issue any further credit to your family.
God,
You
you're
slide your
MC
card and it's
Hammer.
like,
Try the Jensen. Try the Jensen.
Woo!
the bank
No
calls.
way! It's
Did
my
I say
family.
Iberia? I meant Jensen.
I'm gonna scoff and act as though I'll
I'm just
tell her
gonna-
that I'll be telling my father of this, and he'll
Please,
be very
please
displeased.
Do, because they owe
Please tell me.
I'm gonna ask to see.
You picked the wrong
Now.
the wrong noble family to be
Say,
a part of.
Can I see the most popular,
they spent all
nicest
their money to
clothes
send her to school.
for
She looks down
and then
at
she
you.
ran
someone of my
away.
stature?
Not.
I'm going to ask you. So, is this not appropriate to wear in this town? Would this not be the fashion?
I tell her very ugly.
How do you understand
Ugly.
her?
And that's
You tell me that in
They speak
common.
Slush.
yes, very ugly.
All right, I'm gonna learn very
And
ugly.
then I just
Do I
shake
speak
my head,
Celestial?
no at you.
So
No.
she looks down at you
Mhm.
and then looks at all the clothes and says, "I'm sorry, little man, but we don't have clothes of your size."
Do you know where a children's outlet or something might be where I could?
Oh well, we could potentially dress you in children's clothing.
I don't want to look like a child though. Just maybe fancy clothes for a smaller person.
I could potentially create something for you.
Let us try.
Can I just look at a normal sized person's outfit
No.
real quick?
Oh,
No,
God.
you should
Yes.
not.
I'm not going to look.
Arms
I
will
just
be
want to
running
look
off,
at
the
them.
legs are gonna be
God,
running
you guys are
off.
all a bunch of kids. And
I have an
take you
idea.
to a nice dinner.
She says,
I just want to see what's in right now. What's the latest fashion?
of course. One moment.
I want to.
I'm like getting upset that she's like offended and grossed out.
I want to cast polymorph.
But
on
the thing
her
is-
and tear
No.
her
Oh
No.
my god!
No, I'm getting help.
I don't feel like it's gonna work out.
Was it was it Waterdeep or Neverwinter where I was like a halfling
I'm just gonna cast
noble?
disguise self and like make my clothes look like whatever I see.
Because there
I'm
were a
just
lot
gonna,
of
like, I'm
halfling
gonna bit
nobles.
torn at these clothes.
in
I
this
don't
town
have
that I
enough
was a
money to
noble
buy
in.
a dress.
think that was
and
why.
this
Yeah.
is- there's
But
no
you would
other
think
way.
Neverwinter
Disguise
would like accommodate for that for people
but I
coming in
can't
from
cast
Waterdeep.
polymorph
You
and
think
turn
they'd
her
want
into
to
a
have
frog
Maybe
and
Maybe
then
not
clothes for
just
small
skill a
animals.
dress.
What
Okay,
alignment
so
are
you've
you?
been enchanting a spell
What
in
do I
the
Oh,
middle of
God.
the store here.
Chaotic good.
I watch her
That's
do
not
this and I
good.
just drop to the ground like, oh god.
That's not chaotic.
It's for
It's
the
gonna
better
happen
good.
again.
If we
No,
don't
it's
get
not.
into this
For a
dinner
dinner
party,
She says, "Ma'am, please no."
Oh my god, you guys!
I'm dead next time.
God!
I'm using this spell.
Spell goes off.
No!
Okay, what do you polymorph her into?
A frog.
Ow.
She succeeds the save.
God.
Damn.
You do realize that we've already
Shudders.
told this woman her family
Shudders for a
name,
second.
and it's gonna come back
I
on her
hurry and
family.
take her outside, and I'm constantly
Guards!
apologizing.
Guards!
Wait,
Thank
maybe I can do
I
something
am
else.
nowhere near you guys.
You
I'm
are
not shopping.
there.
No, I'm
Oh, no,
shopping
you
at a different
do.
shop.
I'm gonna, I can do entangle and trap her in
No.
that.
Oh my
I'm
god!
trying to pull her out. I'm
So,
literally
chaos
trying
After
to
the
ensues.
pull her
guards get
out.
there, you entangle her.
Now, yeah, I
We
take a
have
quick.
a dinner to go to tonight, an expensive dinner.
So-
I thought it was gonna
Sorry,
rain.
you,
Can you guys not behave?
You're walking towards one of the other shops.
I
You
wanna
hear
look at
this
Just in case you need to
commotion.
know, never do
And
magic
does it
in a
see
store
Stefan?
ever.
You already were.
Okay.
You
the
see
worst
like
idea ever.
7 guards because there's a ton of guards in this district. You see like 7 heavily armed guards marching towards this shop in with quick haste.
Are they gonna walk
They
right
could
by
not
me?
have heard her through the walls.
Oh, she was yelling loud, and the door was open.
No.
Oh my god.
Are they walking right by me?
Yeah, they pass you by.
I'm gonna ask them what's going on.
They don't pay
dang
attention to
it.
you. They're Russian.
Hey, what's
wait,
going on?
what's going on?
You heard a call. They just keep going. All right.
I thought
So
that was gonna work.
Do we need to roll for turn order? Because
No,
I'm
we're
let's
doing
go ahead.
so-
Let's go ahead and do initiative.
No, my
Let's
god.
please do,
Do I have to
initiative.
do
I need
initiative?
initiative.
If you want to be a part of this,
You're gonna want
I'm
to
gonna
get
do
in on
initiative. Oh, there we go. That's a
I'm not
high
fighting,
number.
so it doesn't matter.
I'm not fighting either.
Yeah, but
I
it's not
need
just the
initiative
fighting
for
necessarily.
talking.
I'm not getting arrested because I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, you're gonna get arrested because we're in the
G.
store with her.
I don't have any outstanding debts or wanted to try to kill someone.
Fauna.
16.
Tibatius.
I'm not a part of it.
The chair. The table's so far
Rumble.
over today.
16.
Which of you and Fauna go first?
You should. Well, I don't know. Maybe she should. Since she cast the
Yeah,
spell.
let her do
Let
it.
her do it first.
Okay,
Probably
sorry.
more for you.
17.
Alicia.
8. I don't think there are any, but you can look. You're welcome to
All
help
right.
me if you find
Maybe
them.
if you just
Soren.
look. Yeah.
What do you do?
I start following the guards.
Okay.
Not,
Fun.
like, obviously, like, chasing after them full speed, like, wait,
You
wait!
pretend to be one.
I move with a little hustle.
Are the guards in the room with me?
They are probably still like 100 feet away.
Okay.
Out
Oh.
of the way.
Some time.
Okay. I was gonna try to talk myself out of it.
You still have some time to talk yourself out of it.
To like talk
Or you
them
could
out
kill
of
her.
it.
Turn
Say
yourself
she went
in.
Crazy.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, like, who's in charge of this city?
Who's in charge of
You tell her that
Neverwinter?
right there. Take me to your
Are
king.
you asking her that, or are you asking
No,
the DM?
I'm asking.
Something
Like,
wrong
when I
with
know
you
I've been
people.
in
You
the
don't turn
city
into
for a while,
frogs.
it's a famous
You're not
city.
entangled.
So you know that Neverwinter is kind of ruled by a Dagult Neverember.
Dagult
Neverember.
Neverember?
Yes.
A
Okay,
dang old
hold on.
never-ender.
A day old.
I was like, Dagult Neverember. That is. Maybe
Yeah,
that
probably
makes
have
sense.
that.
Also, you guys probably throw out that chicken that's in the fridge.
I threw some of it out
Mm,
today, but I'm
okay.
sure there's more in there hidden back
There's a
there
ton in the
somewhere.
fridge.
Cody, you gonna want some alcohol? Some
Hey, Cody, will you
Fireball?
will you grab me a drink of some kind?
I thought I heard someone say fireball. I'll take some
I
fireball.
do have some Fireball in here if you guys
You're getting a
want
fireball.
I don't want
Here it
any
is.
alcoholic drinks.
What kind of drink do you want?
Pretty much anything that would be easy for you to get.
A fire spray.
Fire Sprite? No, that sounds awful. Fireball needs to go with a dark
Fire
soda.
Tea?
Sure.
Fireball and
Thank you.
milk.
Fireball and milk, yes. It's like Goldschlager.
God, I don't know how that would
That's
taste.
Cody's drink of choice back in the day.
Fireball and milk? No.
Spicy milk.
I mean, it'd be like cinnamon milk.
Yeah.
It either
It's
tastes
like
alright.
almost like a horchata kind
Ruby,
of
do you need
Yeah.
some more? Better
Yes.
come over here and
It's
fill
really,
up.
it's really not as bad as it sounds.
So, how much time do I have? Like,
You've probably got about a round.
around?
Yeah, like on the guard's turn, they're going to move into the building.
It's a good 4th level spell you learned.
I already used it. It would have been good if it would have worked. It would have went perfect. So I guess I can't do 2 things. I can only do 1 thing. Okay, I'm about to decide.
You're
Could
on
they
the
have
tea
any
Fireball?
proof? Like, if
No,
she
this
was
is
killed by some
straight
kind of magic thing, could they prove it was us?
Sounds gross.
Probably they could prove that it was the people standing around with
I
weapons
mean, like,
and
what
armor.
if I was just like, thank God you came, I was calling you.
They probably know who owns the shop.
Right, like, if I killed her and I was like, thank God you came, I came to buy a dress and she was dead.
That's a roll of deception, huh?
You could
Yeah,
certainly try to
that's-
pull that, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna make a fire sprite.
Is there a back door that I see?
Now that you see.
What was that beep?
My phone. That's what my text is.
I'm Cody's doge.
We'll pull some ice out.
Melt it down.
God, it's so dirty now.
It is very dirty. She kept it nice and
The
clean.
coin or the currency?
Both.
Boom, boom, boom.
What is this BB plus rice?
I'm
plus
gonna
cheese?
turn into an animal and get the fuck out of
Oxen
here.
made.
And froze.
Yeah, and froze.
Frozen.
I'm not surprised by that. What?
I'm gonna turn into a little cat and get out of here. I'm running out the front door. That's okay.
So you left us here.
Yes.
The woman, the woman
Like
starts,
all the times you guys left me.
the woman starts yelling, she's turned into a cat!
They start stomping every cat.
Oh.
They stomp like
I'm
10 cats
faster
before they
than them
find
for
you.
sure.
What happens if they tear the tail off? What does it do to her actual
No
body?
way that they're that
Tore
close to
butt
get me.
off.
I'm faster than them.
My
Nice.
butt.
Her spine comes out.
Oh my god, that would be terrible.
Awful.
All right.
Just the lower half.
Grimble.
Oh.
Oh.
Ew,
Did you
gross.
say Gringle?
Is she still in the
Gringle.
store, or did she run out already?
She ran out.
Defend your.
So now
you
it's
guys
just you
can act
guys.
like you don't know what happened. You came in there trying to buy a dress.
I'll say, we will cooperate in any way necessary to make this right. I'm very sorry about that.
You can act like you don't even know who I was.
I do know her, but hardly.
Fire sprite?
Yeah.
She seems flabbergasted right now.
But I would like to look at some of the outfits.
So you spend your turn looking at outfits.
Do they have like a mannequin or anything that's like dressed up? Like,
Not your size.
I mean, I don't care. I just want to look at
You
some.
Oh, yeah.
You piggyback it.
So the guards rush in a line, and they kind of surround everybody in pretty short order. And they start asking questions. So first things first, the highest ranking guard, you think anyway, given that he takes charge, kind of calls out and says, "What's going on here?" And the woman, the old lady, she says, There was a scruffy looking woman in here, and she's kind of at a loss for words. I think she was a half elf, and she cast some kind of spell on me, and then she turned into a cat and ran away. She's some kind of witch.
So she doesn't even know that I know you guys. So we're safe.
So the guard says, "And what of these people?"
It's not too bad, honestly. It
Customers.
could be worse.
She says, "She came in with them, but I don't know if they're together."
Wow.
Well, she can come in with me.
You said you follow everybody.
Yeah.
She actually said she followed
Oh
everybody.
yeah, they all did.
You're like,
She
I
did
go
come
where
in with
everyone
me.
else goes.
Never
Anybody
mind.
who
She
needs
totally
something,
did
come
come in
with
with me. She definitely did come in with me. I'm sorry.
Hand in hand.
Doesn't mean that we were
Completely
together.
Not an item, but
The guard says, so she turned into a cat, you said. Yes, yes. And she ran out. Yes. Did this really happen?
Nope.
I did see
I'm
it
not
with
there.
my own eyes.
I don't know. I saw a cat.
Why would you give her up?
I assure him that I did see this with my own eyes.
Alright, I've heard stranger things of magic, so we will go seek out this cat. What did it look like?
What did she
kind of
look
cat
like?
did you transform into?
Just a little calico cat.
As a little kid.
I say many colors. I feel that it was small, but I really can't recall. So I tell him the best I can recall of it.
Do any of you have any more details?
I'm allergic.
He
I
points
can't-
to a few of the guards and tells them to chase after the cat because they saw it run out when they were coming in, but they weren't paying attention.
One of them petted it.
Alright, if one of them comes close to me, I'm gonna give them the opposite direction I saw the cat run, because I'm like down the alley a little ways.
But you don't know that she's a cat, though.
I saw the cat run out.
But you don't know that it was her. You
I
saw a cat
heard.
run out.
I mean, they heard.
You heard
They
guards,
said she
and a
turned
cat
into
goes.
a cat.
Yeah. She
I can-
screamed out. She turned into a cat. I mean, I'm
Okay.
right outside the door.
You
just
made a
little
big old
ways.
mess.
Where?
All of yourself. Good
No,
one.
he didn't.
There's no big old mess on me.
That's a big old mess.
I turned down an alley, the first one I could find.
Oh, so she ran right by me, probably.
Probably.
But then she finds like a fish skeleton, and she can't help but like
You're gonna get
chew
away
on
if
it.
you're a cat.
So
Like Heathcliff.
they spend some time looking for the cat, but eventually they come back and say, "We didn't find the cat."
I'm
And-
gonna turn back into a human and use that ink on my hair and dye it black
Oh.
right now.
You don't have like inky hair.
That's all I can find.
But you're gonna be obviously like.
Yeah, it's
Your
run
hands are
down your
black.
face.
No, that's a good call.
The
You
guards
just-
didn't-
No, it's
I
not.
think it is for real.
God damn, you're a lunatic.
Listen,
She has a bunch of
I
inks.
don't have like a 10-gallon jug of ink. I have a little bit of ink that I'm gonna put in my hair.
You don't think it's gonna run down with
No,
a bad
I
dye
don't.
job?
Not with how much hair I have. This is gonna absorb right in. I probably have like a little bit of black on my scalp right here,
Get
just
you some
like regular
fire with
hair
some
dye.
fire
Actually,
Sprite.
pretty good.
It's not
I'm
hair dye.
surprised.
It's not
that
bad.
So
Fireball
here's
and
the
Hair
Sprite-
dye,
problem.
same
So
technique.
what's
You
going
bought
on?
like an ounce, right? An ounce of ink.
Yeah.
That's
A
not
usual
a whole
bottle
lot.
of hair dye is
Oh.
like 6 ounces.
So it kind of makes your hair look dirty.
Better than
Shit.
expected.
You look like a skunk now.
Is there like some water that I can use to like?
It has rained recently, and there's a puddle of standing water in the alley
Okay,
that looks
I'm-
dirty.
God, you're
I'm
gonna get
gonna
like
use that to see if it
you're
will
gonna get a
work the
nematode.
ink.
You're gonna get a worm.
I am at rock bottom.
So you dunk your hair in this
I hope I get
filthy
ringworm.
alley.
You do know that clerics can create water, so he probably can.
Well, he's not with her.
He's
though.
not in
No,
my
great.
shoes.
Well, what's going on?
She's
She's
washing
by
her hair
herself.
with dye and like
River
dumpster water.
So you dunk your hair in
Dumpster
this
pit.
Yes.
dirty alley water,
Yes.
and it smells bad, and it's not water.
Could you not do that again?
It's probably pee.
But you run the ink through your hair anyway, and it seems to stain your hair a little.
I guess I can't.
You
really
also
ask for
smell
more
like
than
a hobo now.
I'm gonna cut off my hair with
Change
that
your
dull
clothes.
razor. I'm just gonna cut it where I have like a little pixie.
You begin just grabbing and
One hair at a time.
Oh my god!
Nice.
You're having like a Britney Spears meltdown.
I'm scared.
with this dull ass knife that barely cuts.
We have-
it like rips your hair.
We lost you for like 2 minutes, and you're like dyeing your hair with ink,
No,
and like, cutting it off.
I've been gone by myself for 6 weeks. I think that the
scalping
last time I
yourself?
played D&D was like 6 weeks.
No, what I'm saying is we
Something
just
We've
saw
gone
you,
through
and then
like
you ran
months
away.
and months of game time.
And the next time we see you, you've like scalped yourself.
I just found you guys after being lost by myself for months after you left me again.
But I'm saying,
And
in like
I
the
have
course of
crawled
3
into
minutes,
the abyss that is my dark soul.
Dark Night of the Soul. Yeah.
So you suffer 1 damage just from like cutting up your scalp a little bit with this rusty, dull ass knife.
Shit.
And her scalp is probably dyed
I gotta
black
make
now.
myself look presentable somehow.
So
My
you
God.
do a
You're
total
not going to a
hack
family
job
dinner
on
with
your
me
hair.
tonight.
Wait, I'm
No way.
gonna figure it out. I'm gonna fix it. Don't worry.
Alright, what happened while I was gone?
I am gonna fix this.
So you were here when she turned into a cat, right?
Oh no.
Okay, so she turned
I was
into
here
a
when the
cat.
guards were coming in.
Okay, she turned into a cat and ran out. The
Okay.
guards showed up. Everybody sold her out as a cat, and so the guards went to look for the cat but couldn't find the cat. So the guards came back and now they're questioning you. She ran into an alley, turned back into a human, dumped
Aw.
the ink in her hair,
I'm feeling real bad about that.
and then couldn't get it to spread all through her hair. So now she dunked her head in what looked like a puddle of water.
Was
But-
probably
It
urine.
was probably urine.
Oh no.
In an alley.
Or worse,
In an
it's some
alley.
sort of like dumpster juice.
Man, I'm in the time of need for sure.
And now she cut her hair off with a dull razor.
I'm trying to
It thinks
disguise
it looks like a
myself.
nice pixie cut, but it doesn't at all.
No, it looks so bad.
I'm
It's
trying
just
to
the
disguise
hackiest
myself.
hack job.
She cannot
Oh
go
my
with
god,
me to
I've got to
dinner.
find somebody who can
It's like
help
that
me.
dog
I need to
from
get you
Toy
like a
Story.
wig or something.
I gotta
You're
find
gonna have
somebody
to
who
go
can
get a
help
wig
me.
and all kinds of things.
I
if
was
you wanna go to
thinking of
dinner.
like,
Also, now the ink is running down
I
her
gotta
face.
find someone to help me. Who can help me?
God.
What can I do? Do I see any doors?
like fix it.
Oh, like
Oh,
Angelica's dolls. Oh yes. Oh no.
But with black ink all
yeah.
through your hair.
Do I see like anybody?
You're in the noble district right now.
Oh god.
We can't take you to a fucking dinner party.
You're not.
Okay.
She maybe just
I'll
turn
figure-
into like a different animal and try to get out of the noble district.
You can go as a rat with me and for the dinner party. A rat in my
Let a
jacket.
rat in.
This is my rat. You have to.
It's my rat.
She's gonna get you
Oh,
fancy dress and
God.
everything.
Fancy rat dress.
Hmm.
While she figures it out, can I apologize to this lady? Give her 20 gold.
Wait, why are
and
you
then-
apologizing to her?
Just for the
20
chaos
gold.
that's happened. I'm gonna give her 20 gold, and then I'll tell her that we will leave her shop.
She scoffs at the 20 gold and says, "Keep your
That's what I was
change."
thinking of.
She's offended.
I tell
Toy
her
Story?
you'll be
Yeah.
hearing from my father, and then I'm
I
gonna pull
hope
us
so.
all out of there.
I hope
And
so.
tell
He
him to
owes-
pay his damn
he
debts.
owes me money.
All right, now I'm leaving. I'm gonna go to the next.
The guards actually stop you as you try to leave. They say, "We're not quite done questioning each of you."
Yes. What do you
Why?
need from us?
He points to a stool, like a long stool. Says, "Each of you have a seat."
I say
Have I
yes,
arrived
but my
yet?
father is expecting
Yes.
me for a royal dinner party tonight.
One of the guards turns to you and says, "Stand back." There is a disturbance here.
Okay.
That's what I tell them. I
Yeah.
tell them my father is expecting me at a royal dinner party
I
tonight.
hop up on the seat.
He
with
kind
the
of
Neverwinter noble.
looks at you, looks at these people. Ha!
I'm gonna say, do you doubt me?
I do.
I'm gonna show him my seal, which is the Iberia
Is this the dress
seal.
that lady tried to sell me?
The Iberia
basically.
ring.
God, that's fucking gross. Why would I ever want that one?
Tried to
Because
sell
it
you.
reminds you of
That's
your
the one that you
homeland.
liked.
So,
That is not the one that I liked. No way. That's gross.
so he says, I'm sorry, my lady. I will hold my outbursts. However, I do have questions.
Yes.
This woman, this witch that turned into a cat and ran away. Do any of you know her personally?
We know her, but very little. She's been with us and then lost again.
Literally don't know her name.
I do not either.
Why was she with you?
She rejoined with the group only minutes before this
Sure,
occurred.
you met her in school.
So you are
I
an
met her in class,
adventuring
bruh.
party.
Of some sorts, yes.
What is your party name?
Oh no.
I'm gonna cast giant conjure animals, and I'm gonna make a giant spider.
Why?
So the guards can't leave you
Making a
guys.
bigger problem doesn't make the original problem better, though.
Yes, it will. The guards are coming to fight this giant spider.
This is-
and you
this
guys
is-
run.
This like this.
You guys gotta run when I cast giant
This-
spiders.
Running
Get
from
out of here.
Running
Black
from the
Scouts-
guards is never a good idea.
Did you
No,
say
the
your
guards
family
are
name was
gonna-
Iberia?
It is.
Just like the effing picture
Yes,
up
that's
there?
where we got it from originally. How do you forget this?
I don't remember that.
It happened so many
I
months
didn't remember
ago.
that either.
Yeah,
She
giant
made it.
spiders.
No, it was before Halloween because we switched all the paintings out at Halloween. No, it was several months ago, maybe August or July.
2 giant spiders?
2 giant
I've
spiders.
seen the Iberia family.
Please don't do that.
I am
Stop.
stuck, and you guys are
You
stuck.
made the situation.
So these
though.
I was trying
giant,
to help.
I
these
told you what I
giant,
know
like
about it, but I
large
don't really know
dog-sized spiders begin scurrying around the noble district. Scream.
I just shriek and
Chaos.
drop to the ground again.
I'm gonna run into the store. because
What do
I'm
you
hearing-
command them to do? You can issue simple commands, I think.
Can they can identify guards?
No.
Just
Stuff like go there, attack that.
go. I want them to go down the road towards the shop where these guys are in.
Terrorize.
Terrorize, yeah.
They scurry out. People start shrieking and running and yelling for the guards. Some of the guards peek out and see the giant spiders.
Yeah, I'm gonna screech to the guards to fix this.
One of the guards says, "Spiders from get them." So 4 of the guards detach and run after the giant spiders. The other 3 hang around, including the guy you've been talking to.
Just followed up.
Says, "Didn't know they were coming so close into the city.
This is very alarming.
Have you run into other problems with giant spiders?
Every now and again,
Just
they come
what
in
kind
from
of
the woods.
city are you running here?
I'm gonna ask you what they are.
I don't know. Spiders.
Do you say spiders in common?
I say spiders
Okay.
in common.
I now know spiders. I know
Okay.
so many animals now. I know demon, griffin, dinosaur, and spiders.
That's 4.
Yep.
That's about all of the animals.
That's
The
all
whole
of
animal
them.
kingdom.
I know dragon.
Those are actually animals.
I know dragon.
She points to a little salamander. Dragon!
Yeah, basically. Well, either dragon or dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
We'll see
Dinosaur,
which one I
yeah.
say. Dragon or dinosaur.
Alright, so the 3 remaining guards, the guy you've been talking to, he says, "So, what was your adventuring name again?"
We're the Grey Hand. I say it very excitedly because I feel excited for the adventuring group.
That sounds familiar.
We're pretty.
IMG.
The Gray Finger.
He says, "I don't remember you off the top of my head, but I will look into it later."
The Gray Finger Banger.
He says,
Finger bangers.
That's what we are. I'm sorry.
Banger bangers.
Banger banger.
He says,
Banger bangers. You really got to put the ang on there.
he says,
I almost drank Rube's drink.
so, why is this apparently volatile witch running around with your party?
She's not a witch. She's a druid.
She's
I could not
volatile,
even have
she's
told
crazy.
you that. She
So
has
we met her
been
in
so
school.
distant from us.
And we implored her not to do
Did
this.
I really meet her in school? Is that where?
Yeah, we met her at
first,
school.
Or did she create a new
At
character? Yeah, so I explained
Academy.
that to them, but I say I haven't seen much of her
Academy.
since then.
You ever have one of those friends that shows up in your life every once in a while and causes a lot of problems, and you just kind of deal with it, and then they...
And this is all
away.
reality from what I know of her. I'm not holding back information, so I pretty much tell them everything I know of her, but I don't really know that much of her.
Do either of you know anything?
Not as... Pretty sure I think she said.
Do you know anything?
I'm gonna translate to her.
She doesn't speak
No.
common.
Oh, I see.
Celestial. Only
Show him your
for this
picture.
one.
Show him your picture.
Yo, where they at?
She wants to know if you could perhaps locate her long lost friends or families or perhaps
Whoever.
even foes.
You don't even know who they are?
I don't-
Friends.
Friends.
They're crazy
I mean-
spider witches.
In game, no clue.
He says, I don't know.
I didn't hear a no.
Thank you.
Noji. No.
I heard
she
it now.
lied. She
says-
translated I don't know to no.
I did.
He says, alright, very well. I will allow each of you to return to your business. I apologize that we could not catch the interloper, but since there was no damage done, other than emotional, he looks at the old woman who's still kind of shaking, and nothing stolen, nothing damaged, we will be on our way.
She almost turned me into
She didn't even know that. She just knows she cast a spell.
I
on
go
her.
back and look at the dress that I liked and go, very ugly.
Very, very, very ugly. I tell
I say,
her.
wow.
The,
No.
Beautiful.
the old
No.
woman standing there kind of seething. I sewed that!
Goodbye, I tell her. Then I'm gonna go to the cheaper
No
dress
wonder
shop.
my family didn't pay you.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's what I'm about to tell her.
God, it's a good thing I didn't remember your family name. They would have charged me.
God, I'm glad you didn't know either.
okay, so you guys leave.
We'll get you a dress while we're in the
What
shop.
a mess.
I'm
You're
gonna.
gonna
I'm
have to
gonna,
fix your hair situation before we go to dinner.
Go to a
You,
barber.
I'm gonna
Buy
ask,
a wig or something.
Do you meet back up at the party?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Alicia what just happened.
You guys smell something approaching,
I'm,
and you turn, and it's Fauna.
I'm skeptical of her because she caused all
Well,
this
actually,
drama.
I look
you're
at you
pretty
and
sure
go-
it's Fauna, but her hair is so much shorter and choppy,
Oh,
and also her face is covered in running ink,
oh no.
and her hair is stained
I go,
black.
very
I
ugly.
turn my nose up and I tell her very
finest-
ugly.
The finest ink. Her hair is
I
covered
just
in
roll
the
my
finest
eyes
ink.
and try to turn it in front of my one eye right here so I can be like, ugh.
There's only a little piece left there.
Yeah,
Now we're
it's
gonna
only
go
short long enough
To
to go
the
to right
the nicest tailor building.
Actually, I have a wig. Can I put a wig on you?
Yes.
I'm gonna
here.
put a
Yeah,
wig on
it's
you.
gonna get dirty
Okay.
and stinky.
I'll use my least awesome wig.
What kind of wig is it?
I just have wigs.
Describe it to me.
Is she still
I don't
wearing
know what
that
kind of
mask?
wigs I have. I figure they go with the costumes.
What
So
kind
I
of
figured I'd have a
wig?
pink one and probably ones that aren't my hair color.
Just tell me what kind of wig it is.
I'll put a
Which
brown one
costume
on her.
does it go with?
Long hair.
Sure.
That'll be
I'll have
fine.
to buy a new one.
It's not the best wig, but
Yeah.
it'll do.
I'll pick like my least good quality wig. Definitely not my cute pink one. I'm wearing that today.
Your hair looks kind of dirty because of the wig.
Because pink is a good hair color to have in the East. Like, that makes you look fancy.
Yeah, lime green is one of the wig
Yeah, I
colors.
have heard that.
Yeah.
Let's
Yep.
ask old Sugar what he thinks about that
Yep.
one.
Oh, I remember now.
Yeah.
All
Remember
right.
Sugar was the guy who looked like a
Suga.
girl?
Suga.
Yep.
Okay. So we go to a dress
Sugar.
shop.
So you guys go to the next
Okay.
level down for the clothing stores in the Noble District. In the distance, you hear guards slaying giant spiders. So, you scurry into this shop. It's now probably early afternoon. So this place looks nice as well, and it's actually much more crowded. Like I say crowded. There's like 4 other people in here.
Yeah.
And it's run by a.
They aren't running from the spiders?
They may have run in here, probably
Oh.
know. And this place looks to be run by a couple of humans, like a man and a woman. The man is in the back sewing, while the woman is up selling things. So, you guys walk in, and this fairly attractive, probably 20s woman walks up. She says, "Hello.
Hi.
What race we talking here?
He said human.
We need to bathe you or something.
Are there strange smells about?
No. What can I do for you today?"
Hi. I'm Alicia of the Iberia family.
Oh god dang.
Oh,
You should stop mentioning your family
Oh
name.
my
It
god.
is-
Yes.
good to see you. Are you here to settle?
No, I'm not here to settle the debts. I'm sure my father would handle that.
I see. Perhaps we should have a discussion, Ms. Iberia.
Okay. I go to have a discussion
Okay,
with her,
so she
kind
kinda-
of privately.
Sorry.
Kind of pulls you off to the side.
Her family's rich.
I'm looking for a dress that is not very ugly, but I think is fashionable for the East.
Okay, hold on. So
Do you say that
she
in common?
No. I
she
said that
pulls you aside.
Yes.
She says, "So, you said your name was
Iberia, of course.
your first name,
Alicia.
Alicia? Yes, Alicia. So we've been informed that we are to stop providing account services to your family. Apparently, you owe us about 10,000 gold pieces."
10,000 gold pieces. This is nothing. My father could easily pay this.
We have sent several representatives to your family house attempting to collect the debts, and none of them have been able to do so. Apparently, your father keeps saying that he's waiting for a big break of some kind,
Oh
and that
god.
he'll pay us.
Your parents are like gamblers or
This
like
can't
They
be.
put it all on her. They spent every dime to put her in that
And
school.
that he will pay us very soon, he says, but it's been months.
Well, this can't be.
Um,
I'll speak to him immediately.
please do. Until then, I'm sorry, we'll have to ask for immediate payment for anything you buy. And in fact, we really, if you have money, you need to pay that debt.
Come on, friends. I lead us out of the shop.
I was
Wow.
looking at the dresses. I rolled a 17.
She's like,
I rolled a 17.
so you're looking at the dresses.
So-
I'm gonna pretend
I
like
need
I'm.
to
I'm
roll.
gonna
I gotta
pretend like
find
I'm not
something
with
to
them.
wear.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled
I'm
a
looking
17.
at dresses too because I gotta find something to wear.
As you walk by some of the people in the store, like,
You only look for things in the darkest quality fabrics.
I'm looking for black and hopefully like black feathers on the dress.
Okay,
Crow
one second.
feathers.
so you
I'm
managed to find a
Are you
very,
a goth?
very
Yeah.
Are
classy,
you Jon Snow?
a very classy dress that looks like some of the dresses you've seen around in Neverwinter,
But I don't think it's hideous.
but it doesn't seem hideous, even to you.
I'm going to ask the sales lady. Very ugly?
Very ugly.
No,
Like a question. No?
no,
How much?
1,000 gold pieces.
A number. I'm gonna try to appraise it. For what? Being intelligence, you said?
Wisdom
Oh, wisdom. 15.
15. It's probably worth somewhere between 500 and 1,500.
Well, 1,000 is between that. What would I say? What color is it?
It is a subdued gold dress that is made of very high quality fabrics. with sort of silver accents.
I say, okay.
Okay. She
And I
kinda,
take out what I think is 1,000 gold.
you cough up 1,000 gold. And
Okay.
the exchange is made.
I have a dress.
Didn't even try it on.
Well, I mean, is it my size?
Seems to be.
Well, of course I'd want to try it
It's
on.
more
If
Grumble's size.
if that's the thing that people did this time, they tried on dresses, I would like to put it on.
It
First.
did.
Okay.
I was just joking.
Okay.
I'm not going to force you guys to go through do my clothes fit simulator.
Fittings.
Except for Grimble.
When is this dinner?
In about 3 hours.
Okay.
3 to 4 hours.
Let's go kill some time.
Do they have any black dresses?
They do. There's actually a section in the back labeled like burial ceremony.
Oh my god. Alright, Lydia.
Yeah, there are many black dresses here that are made of very high quality fabrics.
Okay, I'm interested in getting a black dress.
She wants 500 gold for one of them.
I want the
Why'd
prettiest
she
one
get a
that they
cheap
have.
one?
It's a burial dress.
I'm looking for a prettiest one that they have. I want that one. Do they have any jewelry?
No,
Jewelry.
I'll take the dress.
500 gold.
Okay.
Why'd she get such a cheap dress?
Can I have
So
that, please? First?
those are
Oh, never mind.
that's what you're meant to be like buried in.
Oh, okay, cool.
Seems perfect to me.
Did she already leave?
Yes.
I
I'm gonna
did
take it
leave
outside and
this
show her the dress and say, and I'll ask you and Celestial, what do you think of this dress?
Do I think it looks good, or do
Yeah. I mean, compared to your standards, it's pretty but it's nice.
But it would do for a dinner party at least.
I'll ask if I need anything else to go with it.
Is there any kind
She
of
needs
jewelry
shoes
or shoes?
and-
Okay.
She can get away without jewelry, but she needs shoes.
I tell her that shoes would greatly benefit her for
Barefoot.
tonight. And then I tell her it's acceptable and go and find shoes.
Wait, try it again.
Go find a collar.
What about you? What do you have? Because so far you're just
I'm gonna-
Grimble Golden Hair.
I'm gonna disguise self. I'm gonna
No.
put on the outfit that I just looked at and thought was really nice.
Oh no, this is gonna be bad. The middle of dinner, you're gonna start turning back to yourself.
I have an hour that it lasts. As long
God
as it
dang
be
it,
over an
dinner's
hour.
gonna be longer
I'll
than
excuse
an
Nice
hour.
dinner parties are usually like 3 hours.
I'll excuse myself to the
Dinner's gonna be
bathroom.
so much
Excuse
longer
me, I
than
have to
an
poop.
hour.
That's fine.
For 2 hours, you have to shit tonight at my dinner party. Get some clothes.
No, I'm not gonna
Oh
waste my money on
my
stupid
God.
clothes when I can
Get
just.
And also,
download
they know
some
what
clothes.
each of us looks like. They're expecting you
No,
to show up
wouldn't-
as
I'm
we're-
only, I'm only
dress.
disguising like what I'm wearing. I'm not
Okay.
disguising like my looks.
Oh my
You
god.
go in as a pair of pants.
I'm going nude. I'm going nude.
Did they
just
have
so I
any
have
in his
clothes
size
on.
in the store
Don't
anyway?
hug me.
You didn't
No.
even look.
We tried.
What would we
but
have seen?
I'm not sure
You
if
didn't
they
really look.
have any
I don't
English
want to go back in, but I wish some of you would look for something in his size.
All they
Well,
have
you
is
can go
children's
in and look
clothes.
for your
Children's
size.
clothes would be.
I'm not wearing
good.
children's clothes.
You do not.
Go in and
you
see if they have
don't
anything in your
tell
size.
Mm-mm.
Don't even tell him.
I'm
you're-
trying
no.
this experiment.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get murdered anyways.
At
Why
a
does it
fancy
matter?
dinner party. We're not gonna
They're
get
gonna try to
murdered
murder
at my
us.
family's dinner party.
It's not your family's dinner party. They probably already killed your family.
Okay, no, my family's gonna be there. My father's gonna be there.
Probably
at this
his
dinner
corpse.
Party. No.
We do need to go to your family's house before and like make sure this is actually
Yeah.
like true.
Oh.
Watch.
Are you smelly?
No, I'm sure. I feel
Come
certain. of it.
on.
I feel certain that my father's gonna be there.
You at least need to discuss like this money issue with
He
him
confirmed to me
in
that my father's
private.
going to be there. No, the way that I feel, I genuinely feel like my family has enough to pay this. It's not really sinking in that we might actually be bankrupt. So I
But you
really
need to go,
feel
like,
they
alert
just
him
have enough
immediately
to
in
pay for
private.
it, but
They're
they
going
just
to like
haven't yet.
Scott Tedderman your family. They're gonna feed you your parents.
No, they won't. They would never.
Yeah,
do
they're
that.
gonna be there as the meal.
No.
What if your parents have been dead for a long time?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Your whole family?
No.
You haven't
Like
talked
you-
to them since you left.
What time
And they
is
have-
it
they
right
stopped
now? Our
paying their
dinner is at
debts?
6, but what time is it?
They owe
You got about
everyone
4 hours.
All dead. And now you're the last one they need to kill, so they said, yeah, your whole family's gonna be here.
I'm gonna
There's
go
a piece
check
of your
into.
dad over there.
They-
Before I
They
do that,
stuff
I'm
them
going to
all.
alert everyone that they
Like
must
wild
be
animals.
ready, and
They're
I'll
walking
tell them
around
that
like
we will
Bernie.
meet up at 5 p.m.
Here's your
So,
We're gonna meet up
Dad.
at like an inn or something.
yeah,
Some-
let's meet up at an inn. Then I'm going to go to a fancy inn where I can.
I'm going to
shower
ask where you
or
buy
where I can
shoes.
bathe and clean up.
There's actually a
Some of those
bathhouse
chew
here in
Yes.
the Nova
rappers.
District that you know about that you could go to.
I'm gonna
Where
go
do you
to
buy
the bathhouse.
shoes?
Guess I'll be heading to that.
Can you not buy shoes in this tailor shop?
Can you buy shoes in the tailor
You
shop?
need to go to a cobbler.
Okay.
Yes.
Cobbler.
Why do we have to do all this?
Do I need fancy
Ooh,
shoes?
girl, you about to get
Yes.
cobbled.
We're going
Can
to
I
a
not
place
just wear some of my
they
fancy
hired
shoes
an
that go with like my
assassin to kill
costume?
us
You have,
and
like,
we're
They're
gonna
not
dinner.
Dinner. that are
actually
dirty.
fancy shoes.
But nobody can see my shoes. I'm wearing a dress.
You could if you want.
I don't
No.
have to buy more shoes.
No, I assure you need shoes for this.
But
No,
expensive.
you don't. You don't need shoes.
Expensive, yes, but a
Don't
very
need
nice
shoes.
dinner party.
No, you're good.
Barefoot. Paint
Ignore
some shoes
Grimble.
on.
I can't understand what Grimble says.
Disguise foot.
This guy.
I'm gonna cast tongues and
Ooh, yeah.
tell you
Oh.
how to feel good.
Have a thrift.
Yeah. No, just these people have already tried to kill us twice, and we're like, we're going to dinner party. Better look nice. Like
Yes,
it's
we
kind of
better
silly.
do Nice.
It would be
At
really
least
weird
he's
to show up.
fine.
Well, as
Gross.
far
I'm
as
not
I
saying we show
know,
up in
I think I have to
t-shirts
go
and
to a
stuff.
cobbler,
We're
so I'm
not
going to
gonna
find a
go spend
cobbler
money on these
now.
people.
You're able to
Can
buy
you
shoes that go
imagine
well
that
with
if
it.
you showed
For
up
how
in
much?
nice clothes
Sure.
with some ugly ass,
No! I'm
dirty,
not gonna spend
stanky
200 gold on
shoes? That would look
shoes.
That's
so
the kind of
weird.
shoes
They've
you're
tried to
expected
murder
to buy
us
anyway.
twice.
No.
I'm
But
gonna
we're
go to
still
somewhere
going to the
less
thing. You
nice
might as
than
well
that.
buy some.
There's actually
fucking
only
shoes.
one cobbler in the noble.
Get
It doesn't make
murdered in
sense to
nice
be
shoes.
dressed
I'm
up
getting
and
murdered in
have
the shoes
ugly
that I know how to
shoes.
battle in.
No.
You
My
need to have them
fighting
on.
shoes.
They're also high heels.
I'm gonna go find
Which
some
you've never
corpses to
walked in
resurrect.
before.
I'm bringing them with me. to
Yeah,
dinner.
like
Test it out.
I'm just gonna wear
Walk
my
this.
shoes, like
No.
I
a
got a
shoes,
couple spells
a pair of
left.
shoes that go with
Nice.
one of my nice
I know way
costumes.
too much about her family.
Are you gonna
This
have-
is not good?
I can give two other of you like skeleton butlers if you want one.
No.
Yeah, I know you
Absolutely.
want a skeleton.
Yeah, I'm just
butler.
gonna wear the shoes that go with my fancy
about you?
costume,
You're
so
gonna
that
be
hopefully
vampire
nobody looks at
costume,
my
huh?
feet up close.
Yep, I look fantastic.
I'll just not
Okay,
lift
you're
up
a
my
vampire.
dress.
Are you wearing the vampire clothes?
Fancy vamp.
They're not that
I'm going to
fancy.
the bathhouse
They're really
to get very
fancy.
clean
Not
and
that
I'll go
And
to the
they're bloody.
bathhouse with
It's
her
noted.
tonight.
So you guys go to the
They're really
bathhouse.
fancy.
And as you walk in,
They've been cleaned.
you see that the bathhouse is set up in basically segregated halves, one for men and one for women. So the three of you go into the women's section.
How much
She's
is this,
coming
by the
too.
way?
She needs a bath.
Oh.
Goodness.
How much is this, by the
I gotta
way?
help.
Oh, it's
Will they cut her hair?
5 gold. No,
Okay.
not here.
5 gold.
5 gold
I'm
each.
just gonna tie it
To take
up.
a
It'll
bath.
be fine.
5 gold's worth it. You go
You
in
what?
there. You
I'm
get in
just
the
gonna tie my
man's
hair up when it's
bathhouse.
done. It'll be fine.
Yes,
I'm gonna
Women.
scrunch it.
Are they gonna
No.
like bathe us in perfumes and stuff?
No, actually, so the way the bathhouses work is it's kind of like a hot tub, like a hot spring, and it's a very large pool, and everybody just kind of gets naked and sits around in it and does their bathing, very Roman style.
Damn, all my ink
Well, I
is
have
gonna come
perfume,
out,
so
isn't
it'll
it?
be okay.
Would it
Okay.
not have stained my
Did you want to
hair,
keep
kinda?
your ink?
I was trying to dye my hair black.
I mean, a lot of it's going to come out.
There's a squid in the tub.
Do not get this water dirty. I'm gonna
I don't have a
scold her.
choice.
Why do you get
I'm
water?
gonna stay on a very like. Are there different
I was
pools
trying to
they can be
disguise
in?
No, there's just
myself.
one big pool.
Also,
Can
I'm
the
gonna
one
have
woman
black hair.
Stay near
The
the
one
fresh
woman who
water
saw
that's
you?
pumping in,
And you guys,
like near the
I didn't
spring.
know if you're selling
And I'm gonna
me
ask
out.
her
I
to
just
stay
figured that you
over in
were.
the far corner.
I'm going to advise her not to get her head underwater.
My
at all.
head is what stinks.
I mean,
everything
her head is what stinks.
And she's got
That's
open
where the-
wounds.
No,
and
what we
stuff on
should
her head
do,
anyway.
just tell her
Also,
to
like,
stay
the ink
where
has
the.
run down.
Tell her to stay on the opposite side of the pool from us, and we'll stay near where the fresh water
I'm
is
not
coming
even
in.
concerned about anybody else's feelings about
Oh,
it whatsoever.
damn
I'm
it.
immediately just gonna get in the
I'm just
water
gonna.
and wash
I'm
my.
gonna get in and go
friggin'
furthest
body.
from her.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
So,
near where the fresh water is.
You guys
coming
walk
in.
in, and there's several like hooks and stuff and racks to put your clothes on and all that. And also, everything kind of goes quiet because the tub is very full, and it's been kind of like raucous and like loud. And as you walk in, it almost kind of looks like the whole crowd is centered around one person. You don't necessarily recognize this person, but this person seems to recognize you.
Can we do like a intelligence to figure out who this person is?
Well,
You can
what
do a
is
history.
it? Do they say
What if
something
it's the
to
real
us, or
Alicia?
can we see
The
them?
real
No,
Alicia.
I'm the real Alicia.
What a twist.
How do we know?
What is she? Our history to see who we know it is?
Is it the Jensen lady? Like the lady who tried to get us killed?
She wouldn't be here.
She might. It's the noble bathhouse.
So is this a history check? What would it be
Yes.
to see if I can tell who she is as well?
And you'll have advantage.
You're gonna need
Good
that
thing.
advantage.
God damn it! I'm sure gonna need it. 11.
Oh, yeah, you don't necessarily know who it is.
All right. So.
But
It's your mother.
I
everything
just-
I just ignore it and I just start getting in the
yeah,
bath.
she stares at you guys as you walk in, mainly you.
Yeah.
I just walk away from her. Does anybody even care?
No, look at you.
I'm gonna stop her and say, "Is there a problem here, ma'am?"
So this woman and
Ma'am,
by the way,
ma'am,
everybody
ma'am.
in the tub is naked.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
She appears to probably be in her early 40s, but she looks pretty good for
Put your
being
nipples away.
for being in her early 40s. Her hair's up, you know, and she looks very haughty. And as you walk in and you ask if there's a problem,
She's a hottie.
she
Body
says,
with the body.
She says, "No problem at all, dear. Please join us."
Indeed, we
They're
will.
laughing at your little titties.
Yeah.
I'm already like over near the
That's
spring, just ignoring
what it
everybody,
is.
just washing my hair.
You don't really
I got
have
those
Your little
nice
mosquito
boobies.
all you
bites.
have is like areolas.
No.
Oh,
damn.
It's just like kind of raised areolas.
Like just like skeleton
No.
thin, like
God.
12-year-old boy.
How
No,
old are you?
You
You're
call
young
that a
like I was.
vagina?
I'm not. I'm probably 17 now. I got those boobies. Come on, you guys.
Your budding bosoms.
Are we gonna have to roll for boob size?
Yep.
Well,
Sure.
they're already
Yeah.
nice.
How do we do
Absolutely.
No, I will allow you to choose your own
Yeah.
boob.
No,
And they're
okay, my
really
wiener is
nice.
as big as they come.
No, it is not. The guys do not get to choose their
Big as
wiener
they come.
size.
Honestly, it's fair. Let's roll it.
All right.
So how do
what
we
roll
do
for
this
it?
with like
All right,
a D4 to be like A
roll
through D?
roll a
A through D.
D6.
D6 through like
Yeah.
A through
A through like triple D.
Okay.
Whoa, mosquito bite.
You gotta get. You gotta
Yeah,
get.
4.
Fine.
I got a
Mosquito
two.
bite through double D.
I got 2.
So that's
So I've
like,
got like a B.
Well,
That's
no,
like an
it
A.
can't be through double. It's got to be bigger than that.
All right.
Only nips.
Okay, 6 is like G.
6 is gonna have to be through bigger than double D.
Yeah, I say it goes A through triple D. Would be more.
all right,
4.
fine. A through triple D.
Then what
So
if
I've
I
got
got
a
a
B.
12-year-old
Two.
boy? 12-year-old boy to double D.
That's something you have to choose as a character flaw.
I'm gonna say that mine are like a low B.
All right,
We'll
I
call
got
it
D.
that.
I have D breasts,
All
so
right.
she's not scoffing at
D.
those. I do. I rolled it.
Cody's like, just D.
Rude.
Whoa! What are you
Same.
doing?
I got a 4 too.
Yeah, come on.
I've got lower end Bs.
So,
But you gotta like also roll for perkiness. Like.
Oh, do
I
we?
feel,
Mine are
I feel like
so
we got
perky.
ripped
no,
off.
I didn't make the guys roll for ball size.
We had to roll.
Yeah.
You
we
made
wanted to.
Roll for
We had
length
to
and
roll
girth.
a D6 too. We either had a 1-inch wiener or a 6-inch
No,
wiener.
you did not. That was not true. It was like 2 times that. It was like you rolled a D6, but it was times 2.
It
So
was D6
roll
plus
a-
3 is what it was.
Times
Oh.
2.
We
Plus
have rolled
3.
on the beef chart though. Well,
That's
actually,
true.
this character is not rolled on the
Oh
beef chart.
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's a beef chart?
Beef chart.
B flaps.
What's a beef chart?
The
Flippity
How
the
big
vagina
your dick
chart.
is?
No, the
Your
vagina
labia.
chart.
Oh.
Yeah,
How
remember
big
that
beef
the
chart.
ball is.
roll through
Yeah.
18
How could you
or
roll
through
that?
30. Remember?
I do
Remember
remember
the
the
chart?
chart. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Remember you rolled the 18.
I did.
Yeah.
I don't think this
remember
character is
what 18
rolled.
is. What 18 looks
Yeah,
like.
you got one
You
of
had
the
to roll
beefy
them
You
off
don't
on
remember
a-
what 18
roll them up
looks
on a
like? That
spool.
was the most famous of
One
all
of them
them.
was super weird. It was like
It was the super weird one.
incredible
Yeah, it
flaps
was
that
that
you
one.
could have blown in the wind.
That was the 18.
Oh,
That's
okay.
weird.
That's what I remember in my head. It's the 18. Like, that's
Okay.
what I call that now.
Yeah, it was
I
on
thought
the
it was
1
like
through
a
30.
4 or a 4.
Oh yeah, the
Flippy
18
flop.
was like fucking
I
weird.
talked to old solo travel blog dude.
I actually need to roll on this one.
All the gachapon?
Mm-hmm.
Get some lotion for my hair.
Wow.
He added me on Snapchat. Didn't message him.
Okay.
You gonna do it?
What?
You want me to go?
No, not
Where
yet.
does he live?
Japan right now.
Japan.
No, I just,
What is this?
it's the gachapon guy.
What's the gotcha?
What's a
guy?
gachapon guy?
Gachapon.
How,
You know,
how should we
like-
know this?
A buck wild bunny, you know that guy. He goes like to the bunny cafes and stuff.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I
I
know
got it
exactly
too.
what you're talking about
Yeah.
now. But what about it? You
I
talked to
him
this guy?
recently.
Gachapon.
What's the deal with it though? Like you
Nothing,
talked to
it
him?
was just,
and
it was just
fair
cool to be able to say I talked
That
to him.
works.
He's cool.
do you
Alright.
try to
I'm
convince
cool
you
by
to move
proxy.
to?
That's
okay.
a Brandon thing.
Okay.
I
Gotcha.
seek out people who are semi-famous on the internet.
Gotcha. And so he responded, and that's what you're glad about. Gotcha. No, it's
Gotcha.
gotcha. Fun.
I gave him
She's
advice.
got
and he
bees in a
followed it.
Muppet mouth.
Good.
What did
Cool.
he follow?
I told him to use Snapchat more, and he did.
He used it to reply to me.
No, he
That's
posted.
it.
He
That's
posted a
his reply.
story like right
No, we'll do
afterwards, and he's all like, "Yeah, I just been working on a video and stuff. I didn't like the last one I made, so I scrapped it all together and started over." That sucks, dude.
And thanks, Brandon, for giving me this advice.
Oh, yeah.
I love you, BP.
You're buck wild.
That's basically what he said. Did you read my conversation?
All right. So, this woman just kind of watches you as you get into the tub, and she begins striking up conversation. She
With
says,
me or
with you.
okay?
She says, "So,
With your boobies.
Nice
what
flaps.
brings you?
Nice flaps.
What brings you here?"
Oh, well, as I'm sure you recognize, I'm of the Iberia family, and
Yes,
we
of course.
Gotta stop doing
we're
that.
having a fancy dinner party on this evening.
You know, I am actually privy to that.
Yes,
I will be there.
yes, you will.
I will.
She's from the Jensen family.
She sits up a little bit. She says,
You should be like, and your
Actually-
name is?
"Actually, I'm hosting this party.
You are.
I am.
You are the
Hired the
madame
hitman
of
to
the
kill us.
Jensen family.
I
then.
am."
This
you
is so
know my
creepy.
name?
God, it was Serena
Turns
Jensen,
out
wasn't it?
that I do not.
Was
How
it
about
Serena
you tell
Jensen?
me now?
I think it'll be best if you don't know.
Well, you're right. Of course, you're right.
She says, "Well, tell us then about your adventures.
Oh,
We've all been so invested in
Tell her about
what
the one that she
happens
sent us.
Ooh,
in what
that
happens
smells good.
when you take noble blood and you just piss all in it."
Fucking
She went right to the
So
throat.
Savage!
my eyes light
That
on
was
fire.
savage. God damn, you just got
And
wrecked.
I tell her, well, it's not really something
Yeah,
one
well.
of your kind could
Wrecked.
understand, so it's really conversation best left for
You can't burn her
out
now.
of here.
you put an ICU.
Of course I
We
would
take you to the
understand.
burn unit.
Oh,
Yes, I'm very much looking forward to our dinner tonight. I truly hope to repair the relations between our two troubled families. I think it has been too long indeed.
then.
This smoke.
I mean, it's clear they don't like us, and they don't
Oh,
like you.
that was good.
That was good.
Let's see it.
I think it's fairly
20.
20. So you kind of get the impression that
What's
she
her real motive? for
strongly
tonight?
does not like you,
Yeah.
but you don't necessarily get any kind of ill will from it. You just kind of think that she's trying to play the part and failing and really just kind of being a sassy bitch.
Okay. Okay. I say, of course, we cannot wait.
Truly, I'm looking forward to it. Well, I must be going. After all, I have a dinner to prepare for
Yes.
tonight.
Yes.
The slaves won't do their own work, you see.
Oh,
God.
They never do.
Slave.
They never do.
She
Yeah,
rises, and with her, everybody except the three of you also gets out of the tub. And
But,
I'm so
like,
glad.
0 through
They all
10, how
pee.
does she rate?
They all piss in the tub as they get out.
Oh my god.
Like, is she hot?
given that she's probably like 42,
That's as on as it
she's
gets.
probably like a
You
7
see.
out of 10.
Okay,
I can't wear it. See if you can
Ow,
wear it
ow,
on
ow,
your
ow,
actual
ow. No
finger.
way, I wanna get
See if
stuck.
you can get married to Austin. Let's see.
That's a forever thing.
It's a forever
No,
thing.
let me
Let's
do
see.
it. I've got thick joints.
Get married to him. No,
No,
you
that's
can
dangerous.
Are you serious? You can't get
No,
on
I
your
could,
pinky?
but I want my able to get back off.
Wow.
Got these thick joints. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna try that.
So they all leave,
Not the butter.
and they're all kind of tittering amongst each other as they're leaving. Every now and again, they kind of look back towards you and laugh a little bit, and then keep walking away.
I smile as
They all
do.
piddled in the water in the bath.
So now it's the three of you alone in here, and you go about your bathing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
We're
what are the
not
three
just
of you
going to go
doing?
about our bathing. I'm going to explain to them in depth how to act the most precise tonight, how to be
I sit there
very
and just go,
noble.
You can't do that in like one
Okay.
bath.
Yes, I'm going to try my best
Okay.
to
One
teach
bath.
both of
Actually,
them.
I'm
I'm
going
just
Okay.
looking like
on
this.
the outside.
You have like a
No,
My
I'm
Fair
still
Lady.
trying. I'm still
I'm just
trying.
here going,
Solo,
okay.
though.
No.
You're trying to teach like proper etiquette and stuff
I'm trying to teach etiquette.
in like a
Pretty normal.
20-minute bath
Etiquette
session.
in a
Dudes kind of
20-minute
sitting as
bath
far away from
session.
each other as
Just silently
possible.
going
Are you
over the
explaining
spells
any
I
of
have
this
left
out of common?
God,
in
no.
case things go wrong?
I'm switching back and forth,
Okay.
common to her and then
So it's like
celestial
10
to
minutes.
you. So yeah, I'm teaching you both. Like, here's what you do when this, and I'm going through.
You should
crazily.
probably be teaching me English so I can say
I'm not doing
words.
that. I'm just telling you what to do.
I'm gonna
or
go
what
under the
to
water
do.
while you're talking.
Oh my god! I'm gonna sigh heavily at this.
So,
A brown cloud.
I'm gonna start
forms
doing
in
water
the
aerobics.
Black and brown. It's horrible.
Okay.
so
I'm
you
gonna
guys
put
get
perfumes
video.
on after.
you guys
Go
get
down.
clean, you
Video.
perfume
Oh, yeah.
yourselves up.
I don't let them have any of my
I'm
perfume.
gonna dress in
It's
my
too nice.
nicest noble clothing.
You guys want
clothing
to skip
I have.
ahead to
Sure.
5 o'clock ish, 6 o'clock ish?
Till we meet up for dinner, yeah, unless anyone's gonna do anything crazy.
So you guys meet back up,
I'm gonna try to
and
teach Grimble how to whack it while we're in the bath.
No, you are not.
I'm not doing that with you.
You're taking a bath with me and Tavashus.
Ew.
I don't think that was discussed.
Did they have any
Did
sassy
they take a
goings
bath
on?
together?
Tavashus is the only one that said he went to take a bath.
Did any of you guys go?
I don't
to
need
bathe
to.
with them? Ew.
Let's
God,
take-
We've been
you
on the
were
road for like
fucking
months.
Stinking to my family's dinner party.
It's
Take a
5 gold.
bath.
Just breathe yourself.
Go.
Yeah, I
Get
went
your
in.
ass in there and take a bath.
If you're not gonna wear the clothing, at
Grimble,
least
oh my
take a
God,
bath.
Get your ass in there and bathe.
He's like, hold on, disguise smell.
God.
Hang on.
You need to wash your butthole.
You do need to
Do you at
wash
least
your
want to be
butthole.
clean whenever you get killed by the Jensen family?
I'm gonna
Come
look
on.
at these little Kool-Aid pouches that I stole.
Okay, I will have taken a bath too. Just
Yes.
Should be insight or
5 gold.
Say-
It depends.
say
Are you trying to
perception?
figure out
No,
what they do? Like, you can
stop.
taste them and try to
Don't
figure out
do
what they do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Alright, roll,
We're gonna go as
Roll
my
an
husband
Arcana.
to be. Am I gonna alert my family to the fact that you and I are getting
13.
married?
Yep.
No, I would never do that.
Hey, sweet.
Elisa, you would never
I'll
marry
do it.
you.
which doesn't taste like
Suddenly
anything
the
to you.
idea
You
has
will
come
not.
to
In
me
fact, it just
that
tastes
the
like
real true way to
sugar water.
win her.
So there's the Kool-Aid.
Because she would
Ask
never
her
lie.
father.
She would never lie to her
I'm just gonna
family.
drink
So
it.
just say it, and it'll have to be true.
No.
That's good.
No.
what did you just drink?
My Kool-Aid pouch.
How long does
Jammer?
tongues last?
What
I
jammer?
don't remember.
The jammers
Can you
I
look it up?
stole from that fucking store.
What store? What jammers?
The healing potions.
Those were not healing potions.
No, they're Kool-Aid jammers. It's just sugar water.
From which store? I don't think I missed
That one where I
Oh, no,
asked
you
for a
weren't here
healing
yet.
potion.
He wasn't
That
here
was
yet.
there.
Oh really?
No, he
Yeah.
came in whenever we
Came in when she got caught outside the store.
His dad to call her. Also to call his mom.
Yeah,
about his dad.
there was another shanty.
1 hour.
So you took some like
Place.
flavored water.
Well, this is what happened. There was
Right
a
before we
case,
go in, I'm
Case-
going to cast tongues
There's
on
a
myself.
case of healing potions with a bunch of them in there, and she done something and caused a fog cloud to come out of her body. So I swiped these real quick.
Maybe those were just display ones that weren't actually.
I know, because
'Cause
he done a noble thing, and he was like, "I'll take one of those healing potions." He's like, "Well, you don't want one of those."
Yeah, they were gonna give me one for free because I sucked up all the fog.
Ew. You said
I
He
used my
reversed
magic.
it.
you're the anti-vape,
Yep, I was the anti-vape. I said that.
but then you went and you like blew it over the city like.
The guy at the
I'm
show.
surprised you haven't vaped tonight. Are you quitting?
What do you mean? I've been vaping all
I
night.
said I didn't see it.
I've learned to be more.
How dare you not
discreet.
acknowledge his vape skills?
Sorry, dude.
Why
Dang
would you
Nathan.
acknowledge me? God dang.
I thought you might.
You
quit.
saying my clouds aren't big enough?
I
Remember
got
that guy at the concert, those flowing clouds
damn
that blew
it.
that dude's mind?
Yeah.
Hey,
So there's
you
a
know
fog
that?
machine.
What was that first guy's?
Oh yeah.
Who
Chris Farron.
played? It was so crazy because I just saw him on a commercial doing like this interview, and I was like, "Oh my god, I
He's a
hope he's
journalist.
super famous one day." Because I was like talking to him, I shook his hand and all that, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm practically famous."
Yeah, pretty much.
Who is this?
I
He's
don't
a
remember.
An
He's
his
opener.
name.
opener
singer.
for a band we saw.
He
He's
was
a
so
one-man
funny.
band, and he was a really good singer.
Yeah.
He was really funny too.
It was mostly his humor that got me.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
songs were okay. They were pretty
Is he
good.
that weird guy who plays the big pipe
You
thing?
chose that instead
No.
of the
Okay.
name.
No,
That
he,
guy's
he
pretty
just had a box.
Are you talking about Weird Al?
No,
An
that one
accordion?
guy.
No.
He's literally called that one guy.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought you were just saying like that one guy.
No, his name
That
is
shirt
literally
is
that one
really
guy.
soft.
His music was whatever, but his voice was like.
That's become my.
So who do you
shirt.
open for?
I love
trying to
his
think-
sense of humor so much.
AJJ. Andrew Jackson Jihad. Formerly.
Oh.
Did you sleep in a shirt?
Do you want to be caught in a house fire and have to run outside naked?
Okay, so everyone
Yes.
has
I
bathed.
don't. That's a.
All
That's,
of them as
that's the
well.
only legitimate time I could ever run out and naked.
She is thoroughly
Your wiener is always
perfect.
lit by your house fire.
So who is
In front of
not
everybody
dressed
in the
up?
entire neighborhood.
I'm
everyone
gonna
dressed?
cast
We all.
disguise self.
Do not do it right now. It's 5, and we gotta go to the dinner at 6.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do.
Can we just go buy you an outfit real
No.
quick on the way
As
there?
we're getting there, you're like, I gotta poop, I can't talk.
God.
No, I'll wait till we're
Do you
there.
want to? Oh no.
I don't have
I can't
Right
even
before we
use
go
posts.
in,
You're so
I'm gonna
tiny.
cast tongues
What's
on
the
myself so I can
nicest
at least
outfit
make
that
pleasant
you have?
conversation.
Do you have one
Wizard
that's
robes.
nicer? Just put those on.
That's what I'm
God
wearing.
dang.
That's what I
They're
was
dirty.
They're dirty, caked in blood,
God dang
like
it.
smell bad.
I have a sundress you could
else,
wear.
His
even
hair is
Fauna
matted.
managed
Oh, hang
to
on, hang
get
on.
I took a
some
shower.
Hang on,
decent-
hang on. I'll put on my robe of useful things.
Okay, you look tacky as fuck.
Useful items. Yeah. I look like a
Gross to
gypsy.
tacky.
What's that one
You
dude?
look like a gypsy with
Matthew
wings.
Lesko. That's what I
With all
look
the
like.
question marks.
Yeah, so I've got like a horse and like potions and stuff all over it. I'm like the D&D Matthew
Yeah,
Lesko.
you can say where you're from. That's considered fine clothes.
So no,
I'm gonna save you gold from.
Is he the question mark dude?
Yeah, it was the money. It actually, or was the,
remember in our hangout.
he had the dollar signs.
I forgot what brought him up.
I'm gonna
Oh,
ask
because he
everyone
could save
else
Michael
to
money.
be quiet
Oh,
and not
yeah.
speak unless I've given the command.
He did that
So
price document.
I'll
Did
tell
you
them
watch
that
that?
I will lead.
No, I still want.
Alicia
Yeah.
says, "Don't speak unless spoken to."
Yes.
Not gonna.
pretty much
And
what
when
I
I talk
tell you.
anyways.
I'm gonna lead though. I'm gonna literally get in front and try to
Grimble
lead us
speaks
there.
his mind. Yep.
So you guys make your way.
Is there a
Two.
way to hide a dagger on my
By
person?
Steven.
Yes. Roll
Like,
stuff.
really good.
Or actually, roll
prep-
sleight of hand.
Even
Prepping it up.
I got a Steven special. Ooh.
17.
I would like to keep
I mean,
like my
19,
pan
sorry,
flute on
19.
me.
That's like
Like I guess shoved in my bosom or something. I don't know.
sleight of hand.
Ugh, your bosom.
In
Not
your
like I
little
have
teacups?
many. Yeah.
You can sleight of hand it somewhere in your robes,
Okay.
like in your dress.
I don't care if they see that I have a flute on me. I mean, fine. I don't think that's weird. Would
I
that?
don't really
I'm
have
gonna
any
ask you.
weapons.
Would it be weird for me to take my flute in with me?
No,
I think if you
but
pulled
don't
it.
play it.
I think if you pulled a sweaty
Oh,
flute
but
out of your
what
like,
if they
need
chest, it
entertain
might be
then?
kind of weird.
No.
When did you ever
They will
take your
provide
mask
it.
off?
Oh, that's very true.
I did
She
take my
put
mask
that
off.
mask on again, and she never took it off. That I
Oh.
recall.
She took it off.
Okay. I rolled a 10 for stealthing that flute.
Yep.
Okay.
You strap it right to your inner thigh, where it visibly shows through
Okay.
as a long, skinny wiener.
No.
A pan flute's one of those that has like the different
Oh man, that's
sized
what I'm
reeds.
just gonna tie my dagger to my dick.
So I'm gonna survey the
You
group
gotta find
and see
someone-
who really
you gotta start thinking
who's
about
not
someone real
gonna fit
sexy.
in.
Well, clearly Tavashis is not
I'm
going
gonna
to. Sorry,
get you.
Grimble's not going to fit in.
Yeah,
Not yet.
but everyone else
what
is
are you
pretty
wearing?
good.
Royal
He has
clothes.
actual
Those are
royal
your
clothing.
clothes.
He'll be good.
She kind of doesn't fit in.
Just because you're wearing a burial
Because
dress.
she's wearing like a pitch black burial dress.
But it'll do.
It'll roll.
Yeah.
People might ask some questions.
So
but
do I look
it's-
beautiful?
I think people are gonna be too. They're not gonna want to come around me to ask me any questions. Or
So
whatever.
I'm gonna
Do I
try
look
and
downright
pull-
beautiful?
I'm gonna try and pull
Okay.
Grimble
Haven't seen
aside.
one.
Except for your shoes.
He actually has vampire clothes,
But, like,
which
does-
are
I'm gonna
very nice.
If you have a
Does he
nice
look
pair of
like
shoes, I
gothic
can
and
wear for the
weird?
He
night.
does, but they're
He looks
still
like a
very
count.
nice. He looks
Yeah.
like a count.
I'm gonna make the exact same outfit he's wearing. Me. I'm gonna wear the exact same thing as him.
Oh my
So you guys are little Twinkies.
I'm gonna
I'm
wear,
gonna ask
I'm gonna wear the same thing but gold.
It's just what?
I'm gonna wear the same outfit as you.
You're gonna look like a trophy.
Oh god, I love it.
I'm gonna ask Alicia if you have a pair
God
of shoes I
dang
could
it,
borrow
bro.
for the
What are
night.
those American?
Grimble does
nice
look
pair of
striking.
Shoes? You didn't get any.
No.
Of course I don't have extra shoes with me.
No, you're gonna paint them on, remember?
I'm frustrated that she would ask this.
I mean, so she's wearing shoes that look like noble shoes, but if you
Upon close inspection, they would
yeah,
not
they're
be.
costume shoes,
Who's
so
gonna
they're
be,
not.
who's gonna be
like-
inspecting her shoes?
I'll hope that
I'll
no
just
one
keep
will
my
inspect
dress
them.
down and
That's
try
what
to
people
not,
look
you
for
know,
the first
reveal
thing
my
in
shoes.
interviews.
I'm
and
gonna feel
stuff.
frustrated that everyone, and I'm gonna make sure this ragtag group is ready to
I'm
go.
not sure you-
But I
Your
smell
family
beautiful.
is poor as shit.
Yeah, we
My
all know
family
that your
is
family won't
not
pay for their
poor.
dresses.
They might steal
Whoa.
our clothes.
Yeah.
We knew this from the very beginning whenever she first came out, though. How the
Can I use a
instructor
disguise
said
kit
that
to try to
their
make them look
family
nicer?
spent
What?
every
Can I use a
dime.
disguise kit to try to
Right.
make my shoes look nicer?
Roll,
Hey,
roll a
why
second.
was
Thank
Rick?
you.
Excuse me.
That's why you
Oh,
wanted to
yeah,
kill
yeah.
your
Get out of my
family.
family. My family has plenty of cash.
You already wanted to
I
kill
love
them.
my
A little
papa.
bit.
This
Never
could
want to
be
kill
a
him.
zombie Morty.
All right,
Can I use a disguise kit to make
Season
myself
3
look
coming
better?
this
you
year.
look pretty good. You don't think you necessarily need.
Maybe.
Maybe.
To make myself look less Asian.
Yeah, you can try it.
Okay. So they'll accept me.
Oh,
rolled a
no.
one. I look more.
She paints
I look
herself
like a
up
geisha.
like a clown.
I look like
Yeah.
a freaking
She
geisha.
paints herself up like a geisha.
I immediately scold her and ask her to undo all the damages to
No, I say more like a
It's
mime.
fine.
No,
I think
assure her
I
that
look
it's
so
not at all
classy right
fine.
now.
I assure her that it is
Yes.
not at all fine and ask her to undo it. Or tell her that she
Wipe
won't
it
be
off.
Would
able
it be
to go
so
into it.
unacceptable
Rick and
You
for
think
me
it's
to walk in
fine.
looking
You're
like
like
that?
Rich and
I'm
Mordo.
letting you know that it's so unacceptable. It's my family.
All right,
I tell you.
can I try to tone it down a little bit?
Yeah, roll again.
God dang it!
That's
My
what I
family's
was
gonna
hoping
look at
these.
all
This
you
was
guys
totally
like you're
weird.
just.
Okay, that's better. 23.
Okay. You turn it into normal makeup and look a little less
You
Asian.
you blend the orange circles on your cheek.
Alright, so you guys make your way to the Jensen Manor. And apparently you're not the only people here for this dinner party. There are a few other people walking in as well.
I cast tongues before we get in the gate.
So it looks like this is actually a fairly sizable event. Lots of noble families are coming to this. And there's not a line, but people are kind of shuffling through the front gates. And at the front gates, you see two heavily armored men wielding like very nasty looking pole axes, kind of randomly inspecting people as they pass through. So
Poleaxes are covered in poop or something.
nasty as in like sharp and dangerous.
I'm sorry.
Slime.
We can move on.
Continue.
So you guys roll up to the gates, and sure enough, they cross their axes and stop you guys. So another guard comes out and approaches you guys. This guy's a little less heavily armored, but he is carrying a sword and a shield strapped to his back. He says, "Welcome. I was told to watch for you lot. I'll be searching you individually and taking your equipment."
Equipment. This is to be taken from us?
Yes, you will not walk in with weapons and armor.
She put
May
a
I
knife
keep my
inside of
flute?
her.
I don't have a knife inside of me.
We
I
will
think you're
search,
crazy.
of course.
May I keep my
You will
flute?
not search inside of me.
Look in her.
You don't think you took it that way.
He mage hands it in you.
Ooh.
What is this?
I tried to make a
Can you
joke, but
ask that?
apparently this is not a joking mood.
He says,
This is not a
Bomb.
"No."
Oh.
Was there like any bushes on the way in?
There are like right past the gate.
I'll
So-
lift up my dress very unnobly and take my flute
God
off
dang
of
it,
my
Jimmy.
thigh.
You flash everybody
Oh my
your
god.
leggings and underwear.
No.
And take my flute off.
There
of
are loud
So you
gasps.
reach under your dress and you go.
Oh
Flute.
no, G, you don't do this.
And you produce a pan flute.
No.
He says, "I will have to search you more thoroughly."
Oh, God.
Dang.
He wants some.
How much more does he think she could fit?
It was on my thigh.
Good Jesus.
So they do kind of a pat search on you guys. Nobody else is hiding anything but Devashis, right?
You think?
I'm very offended by this patting down. I'll make it known.
So they pat you guys down, take all your stuff except for your clothes. That includes your like component pouches and stuff for your magic,
Dang.
holy symbols and all that.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Hopefully I can still
just
get.
wear mine
I
as a
do-
necklace.
Listen,
Huh?
Alicia feels very
Can I put
assured
mine on a
about
piece
this.
Okay,
of string? so
Brandon
carry
does
it?
I
not
can still
feel
cast
that's a
my
good
spells by
idea.
dancing, though, right?
Grimble feels
Yes.
like this is a real
Because
bad
I'm-
idea.
Yeah.
Have two
Grimble
different
can't cast any
qualifications.
spells right now.
This is dumb.
So now they're
Before-
searching you.
Well, right before they start taking everything, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I think I'm gonna wait for you guys after the dinner, and then start the turn.
Wait. You must come to the dinner with us. This is not negotiable.
Now, this is not my family.
They're expecting all of us, though.
But they are expecting us as a group
But they're expecting us.
They're expecting
I'm gonna
us.
start
to
to walk off.
praise our.
One of the poleaxe guards actually stops you and says, "They are expecting the entire
Yes.
gray hand."
Of course.
The
they
gray
are.
finger bangers.
Come along. Don't worry. Hand your weapons over. Gladly.
He says, "Even your friend Kriv will be there."
Oh, snap. The dragon will be there.
The Dargan.
The Dargan will be
Did
there.
Criv bring any friends? I
better
hope not.
have.
I hope he
Criv
didn't
doesn't
bring
have any
in the
friends.
dinosaur. His maiden.
Criv has no
Sorry.
friends.
I'm gonna. Jeez. Okay. I'll turn back around.
So they search you.
Is there a way before I get back up there that I can put a bead of force into my mouth? Just one of my balls.
Sleight of hand.
Your balls.
One of my balls.
No.
They probably won't
Oh,
notice.
man. That's not good. 14.
You're like holding
It's
it
gonna
between-
explode in your mouth.
You're holding it between your teeth and smiling.
The Hagsu don't seem to notice.
Okay.
They also search you and do not find your dagger,
Okay.
so you're able to keep it hidden.
I'm alright then.
Because it was on your wiener. It's a good plan.
Alright, so you guys enter. There's actually music playing. Not your usual like tavern bardic music. This is like orchestral music. There's a section playing like string instruments.
I'm gonna
and-
dance so hard to
I'm
it.
gonna cast
I find it
fire.
very refreshing because it's been many months since I've been away from this.
And the other thing to note is that there are guards fucking everywhere. Like every 10 feet is a pair of guards just watching.
Do you see your family actually here? Like,
I'm
are
gonna
they
go
for
and
real here?
immediately search for more
Yeah,
of
so
my family.
you kind of look around for your family. So there's a lot of people here. Like there's
Other
got to
families
be.
I
Why are they
recognize.
stuck
Yes.
like
I
that?
don't know.
There's probably over 100 people here. A lot of them are out in the courtyard right now, just kind of intermingling. The guy that came out to meet you guys actually is escorting you. He says, "Please follow me. We will be seating soon for dinner, and you have a special place at the table."
Are we not allowed to mingle first?
Wait, you can't ask that.
I cast
Come
tongues on
on.
myself.
Oh, okay.
I would not encourage it. As I said, we have a special place for you at the table. It is customary that our honored guests are seated first.
But where is my family? The
They have already
Iberia
been seated.
family. Yes, take us to them, please.
Yes.
Do I need to roll to keep keen eye or something?
You have your passive
I'm
protection.
not even
But
gonna
I wanted to
think
go
anything's
dance.
up. I'm gonna just go for it.
What kind of party is this where you're not allowed to dance?
What's everyone's passive
You
perception?
may not dance.
Wait.
I
4.
tell her.
11.
What are we rolling?
They're talking about their passive perceptions.
Mine's 12.
Mine's 14.
That's what I have.
It's the lowest.
15.
Mine's the highest.
Yours is the highest at 16.
16.
Boom.
Okay.
So, you guys, you're led into the manor, and you've briefly seen in here before, but you've never actually been in. It is very large, very luxurious. As you walk in, you're immediately led into sort of an antechamber where there is a huge lit crystalline chandelier hanging over what appears to be kind of a almost half antechamber, half ballroom. Like the floor is very like smooth and clean and kind of flat. And then in the back are 2 double doors, which he leads you into. There's other doors in here as well, but you're kind of being rushed through.
Crib asks, where's the bathroom in this labyrinth?
Kriv actually isn't with you guys right now. So you're led back to the big double doors, and that leads into a dining room. And it's one massive table. Looks to be made of the finest wood, well treated, polished, smooth, with a massive, very elaborate tablecloth.
Is it large enough for everybody at this party to
Yes.
sit at?
Yes, it is very, very large. And you are seated towards the front, actually. Thing you notice immediately is your family is not here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have human
What?
is
What a
one
shock.
of my favorite enemies.
Do
So-
you
Advantage on wisdom checks to track. Intelligence checks to recall information. Advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. So just gonna keep that in mind.
Yes, look at all that you got and you didn't drink.
That'll give you a +2 on your passive for stuff involving humans.
Okay.
So
I'm
You guys are
immediately
seated.
concerned about this, that my family's not here yet. But I'm
Oh,
going to give
we're
it a
just
few
now
minutes.
concerned.
I'm going to give it a few minutes to see
Do
if
you
they
ask about it?
shuffle in. Not yet. First, I assume we have a little while before the dinner starts, so
Yeah.
I'm going to just
They
see
did
if
say
they
your
shuffle
family
in.
already been
And then
seated,
if they're not in, maybe 5 to 10 minutes after, I'll ask.
I'm gonna ask
about
you
it.
because they said that your family's already here. I'm gonna be like, which ones are your family?
well, you guys are the only people seated at the table right now.
Oh, go. I explained to them, I don't see them yet. I'm going to mingle around to see if I'm going to stand up from the table
Okay.
and try to mingle around to see if I can spot anyone from my family.
So as you're getting up, actually, the man himself, Arden Jensen, comes out from the door in the back
He's
of
a bad
the
man. He's a
room.
bad man.
He comes out and he doesn't pretty armed or anything. He's actually well dressed in basically like a tuxedo.
Was it him that tried to have us killed, or his wife?
It was his daughter, I
His
think.
daughter.
But
I
he was
think
Orlando.
her name was Serena
He was
Jensen. It was like a
Landlord,
young
the
girl.
original
Yeah, it was
guy.
a young
I'm gonna
daughter.
assume it was like the sister of the guy we killed.
The sister of the girl that probably talked to you.
Yeah.
Well, I figure the lady that we talked to in the bath
Well,
was the
she may have been
mom,
the wife. Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
wife of
and
this
then
man.
the lady who tried to have us killed is the sister of the guy we killed.
Yeah,
I think.
I think you could be right about that. It may have
And
been
the
his
youngest
wife.
boy.
Is the
is
one
another
we.
brother.
Yeah, the youngest boy is the one that we saw today earlier in the shop. So
So,
he comes out and he stops us from standing up.
well, as you're standing up, this is what happens. Hold on 1 second.
Go. You guys, you gotta get out there. You gotta spread your seed around. No, don't spread your seed around. This is noble society.
Saren is going to spread his seed all over the table.
No.
Spread your seed all over the nobles.
So,
Yep.
the Arden Jensen himself kind of joins. He kind of comes out and he says, "Ah,
He kind of comes out. He doesn't all the way come out. He just kind of comes out.
really?" He fully comes out.
He's
Okay.
fully out right now.
He says,
Don't tell my parents.
He said, "Ah, welcome. Has been quite a long time since I've seen you."
I've actually never met this guy. I have no idea who he is.
He doesn't acknowledge you either. So he says,
It's rude.
"Yes, it has been a rough road for us. Also a rough road with our families, Alicia."
It has.
He says, "Please take your seat."
But no one else here is seated. I am waiting for my father.
They will be here soon.
The other guests are mingling.
Pieces
They
of
will
them
be
have
here
already
soon.
started to arrive.
You know the customs, Alicia.
Yeah.
Surely it is
My
no
guests of
problem.
honor will be seated first.
Right you are, Mr. Jensen. Forgive me, my
Lord Jensen.
Lord Jensen. Forgive me.
Your time away from the district has made you soft.
You are right.
But I understand. A life of adventure tends to roughen the edges a bit.
You're right. I
My-
hang my head.
My son
We're to be
was a
married.
man rough around the edges.
Was.
Regrettable, indeed, what happened with that.
Yes. We'll have our seats
Saren's going
now.
to ask if that's the one we killed.
So I'm gonna have my seat, and I'm
Is
gonna
that the
look
one I
to all
stabbed?
of you guys like have your seat. So
I'm already
gonna have my
sitting.
seat.
I'll
So-
sit in mine and then.
Are there
bag,
like
just like
are there butlers that will like seat us?
I am going to say, I believe we
Scooter
haven't
chairs
met.
in?
Well, yeah, you guys have been seated.
Do they put an
I'm going to
napkin
say to
in
him
our lap?
directly, I believe we
Hate
haven't
that.
met.
Oh no!
Indeed,
don't talk
I
to
am
me.
Arden Jensen.
I am Shiwang.
She
Good
wa-
to meet you.
Didn't you tell her not to
Anyway.
talk to people?
Yes. Why are we talking to people?
He says,
Talking to everybody.
"As I said, your family will be out soon, and we will seat the other guests shortly. Until then, please, you are welcome to request anything you wish from...
"Oh no! No! He's done it.
You are
He's done
welcome
it.
to request
Was it
anything
a 1
you
or a
wish...
20?
It was a Stefan.
You're welcome to request anything you wish from my servants. Wines, ales, if you're into that sort of thing. fine whiskeys and spirits. I have them all. The food you will be having tonight, I believe you will find to be quite delicious. Until then, I will bid you farewell. I have other matters to attend to.
Yes, sir.
I'll
A
have my
wine
No.
for me and
do
my
not.
fiance.
Don't order it from him!
He doesn't even pay attention. He just walks away.
I say thank you.
He ignores you.
I'm gonna change
It
my
was
clothes
nice to
like
meet you.
him.
He continues walking
I'm
away.
gonna like.
Goodbye now.
So one of the servants walks up, and as the servant walks up, you suddenly realize what was meant by slave. The servant appears to be a dwarf, but the dwarf is gray-skinned.
God, it's like the centaur.
You're not sure you've ever seen a gray-skinned dwarf before. Maybe you have, but it's unlikely unless you're from Waterdeep.
What can I roll on? Like a history, nature?
Yeah, history or
Can it
nature.
be like a Durgar or something?
That's what it sounds like. A dwergar.
Would I have seen these at the
I don't think I
Zindel?
know anything
19.
about it, so I don't.
Possibly heard about them.
Have you seen these at the zoo?
So what?
19!
17 and 19, that's
At
good
the
enough to...
zoo!
17 and 19 are good enough to recognize that this is a Dwergar,
Oh, we're all 19ers.
a deep dwarf.
Is this a serving man
Yes.
who's serving the people?
Yeah,
I'm gonna-
he's, he's short and stocky, which you get the impression is good for a servant.
I look
And
into his eyes.
He looks broken.
I look at him and I go, hello, how are you this evening?
He does not speak, except to say...
Speak! We have tongues.
He knows.
Except to
Yeah.
say...
He can understand anything I'm saying.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
sometimes
I'm just saying he
he
doesn't
doesn't
speak.
better. He's broken.
Except to say...
I speak to him in Dwarven, though.
Hold on. He says,
Make him more comfortable.
he says, what would you like?
What is your name?
What would you like?
That is
I want a
his
whole
name.
bottle of wine.
What kind
God.
of wine?
The best kind.
Very well.
What would you
Darkest
recommend, good
kind.
sir?
The most expensive kind.
I do not have recommendations.
Well, what
You
do you
probably
offer?
want the darkest kind, though.
I have anything you can
Darkest of
imagine.
wines.
Wines aged 100 years. What would you like?
Do you need help, little man?
I'm gonna list some kind of drink from my homeland.
I will have to check.
We're gonna have to set these
Okay,
dudes
thank
free
you.
like the centaurs.
No, we are not
We didn't
going
even
to
set the
set
centaurs
anyone
free.
free.
Can we-
These men
maybe-
are serving
Never
the
set the
most
centaurs
people.
free, they died.
We might be able to set just this one free.
I need a
No.
bottle of wine with
What's
the
all that
thickest
vibing?
glass.
I don't know. I'm wondering.
Is
Next
that
to
you?
Oh,
the
yes, it
most
was.
best
Sorry.
seal.
Of course.
We all getting turned.
He departs.
No, I'm not
Bottles
getting
of
turned.
wine.
I'm specifically not getting turned at this.
He turns around and
Brandon.
comes back. What do you want?
Tevacious are getting turned.
Your finest wine for my fiance and I.
Your parents would be so embarrassed.
I know he's
Please,
not.
I'm sorry. Who?
I completely ignore him as if I'm speaking
I
to
see.
someone else at the table.
Like it's normal.
Very
You're
well.
used to it.
Yeah.
This is my fiance.
No, it's
Why
not.
are you weird?
No.
I will
Please.
retrieve.
I'm going to
Alert the
take
rest of
out
the staff.
5
No.
gold and
No.
give him.
I plan to
For
propose
us.
tonight.
He
Not
turns
say
away
that.
from
God
it and says,
damn you!
I cannot
guys,
take
this
it.
family meeting.
Oh, I'm sorry to offend
Please
you.
don't do this. Please.
He kind of
don't do
scuttles
this.
away.
Please don't do this.
I have to.
Please don't do this.
I have to. I
Okay.
rolled a
No,
20.
please.
So he disappears, and in short order comes back with 4 entire
Upon my
bottles of
proposal.
wine.
He will just assume that you've accepted.
Wait, 4 bottles of wine?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Did he come back with?
And
I did
also,
one.
he comes back with a very,
Soren punches one out of his hand and said, I said a glass! I don't do that.
he also comes back with what looks like a very old, stout bottle with some kind of weird symbol on it. You don't understand?
Do I
It's the
understand
wedding
it?
wine.
You do.
It's the
Okay.
wedding wine.
This appears to be some kind of eldritch whiskey.
Ooh.
What for, though? Can you tell anything about the reason?
Yeah, would I know
that
anything
this
about
would
it?
Be presented to us?
Well, it's what you ordered.
Oh,
Is that from
that's
the
what you
east?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically sake,
Okay, cool.
but they don't know that.
Okay.
Eldritch.
I'm going to go, oh, yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
he takes a traditional small serving glass and pours you some.
And he puts it on some sticks on a glass and lights it on fire.
And then he serves the rest of you wine. Grimble ordered nothing.
Grimble's not.
I drink
He's
whatever
being
water
sober
today.
tonight.
Is
Yeah,
it
someone's
good?
gotta fucking stay
Like, is it-
level-headed in this
It tastes like
situation.
home.
Do I see any drains
I love it.
on the floor anywhere?
Drains in the floor? No, the floor looks to just be marble.
I'm not going to drink,
We're in
but
a
I'm
place
gonna
everyone
look.
wants to
I'm gonna
kill us,
try
and
and
you
make
guys
it
are like-
seem as if I am drinking, but I'm not going to drink.
Pour it
because I'm
down your
still
shirt.
A
Like,
little,
to the
no,
side.
not down my shirt. But I'm still
Yum!
I'm a little bit skeptical,
Just,
but
like,
I do feel as
dripping in
if
the
my
floor.
family's going to come, and I hope for the best, but I'm a little bit.
Do
not
you guys
sure.
drink? I assume you
I do.
I'm chugging.
I drink
You do.
this.
I'm gonna
drink.
tell
Oh.
the servant we're all slaves in a way.
Oh no!
Slaves to the system, man.
He just walks away. So finally, after a few
I
minutes,
thank him for his hard work.
After a few minutes,
Chug.
the other. Okay, you just chug straight from the bottle. The other nobles begin to be seated. They leave a wide section, though, as they're seating them, for about. How many siblings do you have?
I have 2 older brothers, so I'm the only female. So,
So 1, 2, 3,
so it should be
4.
4 people that are going to be seated.
Well, what about like kids and cousins and?
Oh, I don't know
Is
about
there
cousins.
anyone else?
Let's just
I
say
have
like
2
10
older
people.
brothers.
Let's just
that
say
will
like
be-
10 total people.
Is there anyone else in the room right now?
Well, that's what I'm getting at. Other people begin shuffling in to be seated.
I want to do something before they showed up.
No.
Like right as the wine comes.
Okay, what?
I want to cast a spell.
Okay.
No.
What do you cast?
That's a really
It's a
bad
bad
idea.
And
Yeah.
I double checked it. Made sure the only components were verbal and some
Somatic
somatic
gestures.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have purify food and drink.
Okay.
That's a good one to cast, actually.
So you begin casting the spell. The servant that brought you the wine says, "No, please don't cast spells." Do you
Why?
continue?
I'll lean
I'm
forward
boring in
and
your
look at
soul.
you, and then whenever I lean back, I accidentally knock my bottle off and it breaks on the ground.
Okay. It shatters.
That's a good thing.
He says, "Oh, we will clean that up."
Aw.
I'm gonna slide a hand a piece of glass.
Okay, roll.
Oh, dang.
Oh, god damn it. This is already getting shady.
That's
Shady
smart.
dinner party.
I approve of that.
We all walk over and just like
28.
casually like,
God.
oh, we're just
Matt,
picking
no.
this up.
Sorry. 18 plus 9.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
God.
continue enjoying my beverage.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
a shady dinner party.
Mm-hmm.
I do finish. I'm gonna continue casting the spell though.
I'm just gonna keep it between my legs.
You have it hidden very well.
I hope so. With that.
Cut your wiener.
Whoops! It's gone. Okay, so
Solve it.
Bleed me out.
so they in very short order come out and begin cleaning the spill. In fact, they even kind of use some light magic to return it to normal, like the marble floor and everything, so it doesn't stain.
The glass shoots out of your possession through the magic.
Oh, there it went. No, it is not.
This spell
Uh,
is 5-foot radius,
Oh, man.
rendered free of poison and disease. 5-foot radius of my choosing, centered on a point of my choice.
I would assume yourself. 5-foot radius would get everybody. I
Yeah.
mean, you're at a table together.
Why don't we just switch around this stuff? Slide a hand like, Princess Bride, mix the cups up.
Yeah, except we're switching with each other. Like,
Well,
oh,
no.
now I got the
No,
poison.
we switch ours drinks with the.
Well, we're the only ones right now.
Well, right, but you wait.
So anyway, the stuff is purified. If it wasn't, you don't know.
What if they poisoned their own?
Ah, this isn't even alcoholic anymore.
I removed.
That's what I was thinking that you were doing was like so you could
Removing
drink
the
it without
alcohol.
getting drunk. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
No,
one.
we're just
Fauna
trying
already
Let's
drank
make some
all hers.
O'Doyle's.
Remove alcohol.
So Fauna's already getting
did it-
drunk.
did it
She's
purify
also the
inside
least
of her?
well-dressed
Even
person
before
at
you
my
cast
dinner
that, Fauna
party.
drank all
No,
hers.
he is.
Is he the? Which one's the least
He's the mini
well-dressed
vampire.
person at my dinner party?
I'm
Is it
dressed
him or her?
as good as he is.
I don't know. He's as good as him, so it should be you.
Least
So-
well dressed is probably Fauna.
Who's this
No,
next least well dressed?
Fauna.
I'm pleased with it.
Probably you, G.
I spent 1,000 gold on
But
that
you're wearing
dress.
flip flops with
You're,
it.
yeah, you're wearing.
You can't see my shoes though. I think since he got his off of a dead vampire, his might be slightly
Those,
less
those
good
are
quality
the
than mine.
highest quality clothes,
Yeah,
and
his
his
is
look like that.
probably- His are probably like maxed out.
Mine is a
'cause he's
beautiful
highest.
Super-
It is.
So I will act
but
as
in
though
that
I'm
next
going
order.
to marry him.
Super,
This is not
super
really him.
maxed.
So the other nobles begin shuffling in and having a seat at the table, but they leave about
Sarn assumes
5
you've
on each
accepted.
side of the table of space between you guys and the rest of the nobles. And then Arden comes down, and he
From a
sits
family.
at the head of the table, and then the rest of his family comes and joins as well.
I'm getting
Or
very
some of
skeptical
them.
that my family hasn't shuffled in yet.
Actually, so here's who comes out. Arden Jensen has a seat at the head of the table, and then past you guys is the seats for everybody else in his family. So the woman you saw at the spring comes out next, sits closest to him. A young man that you met earlier, the one that invited you here, he sits. And then a younger woman that you have never quite met before.
Does she scowl at us?
Oh yeah, they all scowl at you. Except Arden, actually.
Oh, because this
seems
is like an arranged marriage meeting. That's why they wanted you to come, so they could
No,
sell you off.
my family's not
To be
here, so
pounded into
something's
oblivion.
wrong.
That's us.
Yes, it is. That's what the fancy
No.
beauty
What is
clothes look like.
Oh god.
That's us.
Where is my family?
Mini-me. Dr. Evil Mini-me.
They've sold you to another
They have
family.
not.
You've been sold.
I'm looking for my family right now, and I don't find them. So I'm growing increasingly anxious, but I'm trying to hold them under my composure. My anxiety under my composure.
Another
You look up.
young woman, probably in her early teens, comes out very well dressed. Looks less like them. Like she doesn't have jet black hair. She has sort of
Oh, you look
darkish
just
brown
like
hair. she washed all that out along with the stink. And then
Oh, it all washed out.
mm,
None of it stuck.
I think
no.
it probably just looks like shit.
That lion.
Patches
that lion
of
dwarf.
Well, you can't even tell
Gray.
because she's wearing a wig.
She does
Oh, yeah,
have a wig
from
on right
That
now.
lion dwarf, man. We're gonna go back and raid the rest of his stuff.
Definitely. I'll
All
never
of his,
forget.
all of his Kool-Aid jammers and
Wait, what did he tell you what to do?
dirt.
He said it was the
And
highest
then
quality
a,
ink in the land.
For writing.
Another older
told him what I
man
wanted it for.
looks to be of similar age to Arden. Like he's probably in his late 50s, early 60s. He comes out and has a seat as well. And he's the least well-dressed of them all.
Okay.
So,
Everyone
and there's an empty seat
This
as
was one
well
of your
that
friends.
none of the Jensens sit at.
Oh.
So there's
It was for their
there's
son
all
that
the
we killed.
Jensens.
down.
There's all the Jensens, you guys, 10 empty seats, and then the rest of the nobles.
Okay.
And finally, everybody appears to have been seated except for those 10 open seats.
Yep, my family. So I'm growing increasingly nervous. I'm just trying to keep it under wraps.
So everybody's seated. Arden holds up his glass and kind of
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
How long has it been since we got here?
about 30 minutes.
Well,
And he
I'm
stands.
Sure, I could still understand.
He stands.
So 30 more minutes of your spell to work before you.
He
We
says-
need to take bathroom breaks in about 30 minutes.
He says,
Ooh, I gotta go.
"Welcome, gathered nobility of Neverwinter.
We okay?
The food will be served shortly.
God, they're
I
gonna-
trust each of you have come hungry.
They're gonna feed
My
you your
my feasts are always the most luxurious."
Yep.
He-
It's people.
Everybody laughs kind of awkwardly because
Okay.
that's just normal nobility
Sometimes.
laughing.
It's always
I mean,
awesome.
she's like Alicia's used to it. Noble people laugh at shitty jokes
Yeah.
because that's what you're supposed to do.
I never left.
You guys trail off awkwardly at the
God,
end of it.
no.
Soren.
She's sitting there
Soren
like,
doesn't
I'm
understand the
keeping up
cues.
with the nobility, the tone of the
You
nobility.
get it.
Soren doesn't understand the cues on when to stop laughing. So he's like,
he's still laughing like 15 minutes later.
Guys, whenever I take the first bite, I've eaten with people before, so I'll tell you if it's people.
No.
So he
You're a
he
connoisseur.
stands and he says,
people meat.
He says, "Now, I am very happy each of you were able to make it tonight. I know each of us has struggled as of late in business, in our endeavors, and in our relations with each other. As a gesture of goodwill, I have even invited Alicia, Iberia. Everybody kind of goes quiet. As each of you know, as captains of industry in this fine city, the Iberia family is tarnished. Everything kind of takes a dark turn real quick.
My head starts spinning as he says this.
You're still smiling.
She's like,
I'm still trying
Yeah.
to keep my composure, but a million different thoughts are going through my head.
Says, they have taken their good name and ran it through the mud all across our city.
Stop. You're not marrying me.
I totaled up the debts of the Iberia family and found it in excess of 50,000 gold pieces.
God, people are going to gasp.
They do.
Soren's one of them.
He says,
Still keeping my
He says-
composure the best I can.
and in fact, they owed me a great deal of coin. This led to many distresses between our families. He looks right at you. And sometimes altercations, as they seemed to believe that they were waiting for a return on some kind of long-term investment. It is expensive, of course, to live as nobility in Neverwinter. And I believe even the Lord Protector himself would honor that. Everyone kind of chuckles lightly, awkwardly.
No, everyone's awkward by this. Now that he's called my family out as being
says-
poor.
He says,
They were
But-
a poor family.
Poor.
but they, the Iberias, still have their noble spirit. Even to the end, even one as roughened by the travels of an adventurer as Alicia. There's a bit of tittering.
God, I'm so angry right now. My character's so
Adventurer.
angry right now.
Even she has her noble spirit still, and despite the altercations between us, I would like to formally introduce the Iberia family. So the Dwergar begin carting out silver platters from the back.
Yes.
And they bring the platters and lay them down. They're covered, like covered platters, and lay them down on the
It's gonna
tables.
be a head.
No.
He says-
Fucking
no.
he says-
it's gonna be
It's
all
gonna
out
be
Yes.
war
awesome.
if it is you guys.
Let us finally introduce them. And
this is
the
some Game of
dwarves,
Thrones shit.
the dwarves take the lids off of the silver platters, and you see the severed,
No.
frightened
Oh my
faces,
God. Nope.
the heads.
Stand
Are there 10 of them?
right
Every
now.
single
Nope.
one
Soren is thinking
of
rich
the
people are
dwarves.
so
Are there
goddamn
10 of
weird.
them?
No. This hatred was
I got
seething
a report
inside
for
me. It is over. I will stand up and prepare to cast a fireball at
There
the
is
lead.
uproarious laughter.
You
You
don't have
stand
spell
up in
component.
rage.
No,
And,
most of them you don't have to have an actual component.
I'm roaring right now.
Oh
The-
my god, that's
As you
crazy.
begin to stand up, the young man of the family draws his sword and puts it up to
I
you
don't
and
even
says,
care. It's all of you. I'm expecting you to get up with me. This is. It's
Are there
over
10
for us.
platters? Like, is it
You
all
did
of
not
them?
there's
just eat
actually
off my
8
daddy's
platters.
head. I know you didn't just have
Did
it
they at
by
least
my
keep, like, the
daddy's
children
head.
alive? You think?
That's some
So-
cheek.
Yeah, you see the head of your father, the head of your mother. They're all there, and they're very dead.
Nope.
And there's uproarious laughter.
Nope.
And
From
there's
the
a-
rest of the nobles,
Oh,
did
yeah.
none of them seem like perturbed by this?
Kind of
Happens like
not
every
no.
Thursday.
Huh.
So we bring in
Okay.
someone and show them
Okay.
their
Probably
dead
owed them
family.
money,
One guy
too.
is in the very back. That one's been in my freezer for 3
Tell them
weeks.
they better go tell everyone they're not getting their money now.
Nope.
So are you actually going to start casting spells? Because you're kind of surrounded right now.
No, I'm gonna stand up and begin casting a fireball
What if they
just
try to kill you?
immediately. I'm
Alright, roll
taking
initiative.
over. I'm taking over my hatred for Arden Jensen.
Oh damn.
You thought this was gonna be a good experience?
Yeah, I kind of did. I thought my mom, my pa were going to come in and they were going to tell me it's okay. You went to adventure.
I told you we should have
We got
gone to
plenty of
see your
money,
family
it's
today.
okay.
It's all your fault too.
No, it's
I
not.
told you we
can't
should have
cast
gone
my
to your
good
family
spells
house
You went to
today.
the
Holy
adventure.
symbol.
See your family and see if they're
You
not
put him
there
in
or
jail, you
alive.
got killed for it.
I didn't think of it in time.
G.
Look over at you. That's
11.
I carved my holy symbol in my
Okay,
Vaughn.
you cannot. You can't do that.
8. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I add that number to it, right? And
Yes.
So 10.
Sebastius.
20.
Is there a bug in your drink? Like an
I
ant?
hope not.
I think there's an
Goddamn.
ant floating around in there.
Oh my
A suspended ant.
fucking God.
It's suspended there.
Holy crap, you are so right.
I
Look
wonder
at
how
that.
many of them you've drank.
Oh, yeah.
That is a
It's just
legit ant
suspended.
That's
floating
some-
in my drink.
that's some
How
extra
can that
protein.
happen?
Drink it.
They're probably crawling all over that bottle of sweet and
Good
sour
luck.
over
They
there.
better not be.
Oh yeah, they do
Wow.
love sweet
Holy
and sour.
shit, look at that. That's
No,
literally
it
an
is
ant in there.
suspended good.
Do you know how many times I've already taken a drink out of
We
this?
must
You know how
well
long
finish
Say
ago
what
it
half
was?
the drink.
Finish it
I'm
off.
just kidding.
Can you give me a
Don't
book?
say that.
As soon as you poured it, it's like, oh, come on, drink that in.
Finish it off.
No. God dang.
You're not-
looking for
Grumble.
ants.
Can't eat it. It's like
16.
the worm in the tequila.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The thing is
The
so...
ants in the sour. 21.
Alicia.
13 was mine.
Ants have a pretty neat smell to them. They might taste well, too.
I don't want to taste the ant.
I don't have burning incense. I don't have a short piece of fine copper wire. I don't have diamonds. I can cast remove curse.
As long as it's just a verbal and somatic...
Yeah, but
Oh,
most
thing.
of mine are not like that.
Sucks to
Do you need some blood?
No.
There's an ant in my drink.
I can cast mass.
By the way, it also looks like your family has been dead for a while.
Nope.
I cannot
I'm so
believe
unhappy.
I
I'm just
told them.
standing up
Crazy.
right now and
The
I'm
guy
so
in the back
angry.
wasn't lying.
We called it.
that. It's so crazy.
So, the commotion begins. Tavashis gets his surprise round. Do you
Yes,
produce a
no.
weapon?
I can't stealth and I can't attack, so
Alright, so now the real round begins. Somebody begins emerging from the back room. And
no. Actually, I'm still like sitting.
okay,
Like, I'm just.
chilling out.
Chewing.
I mean, do we get forks and stuff?
They're set on the table, yeah. But it does look like these heads have been rotting for about a month.
Ooh, you're gonna eat the heads?
No, you
Try
don't.
cheap.
You're getting sick.
Oh
with
my
stomach
god.
problems.
Yeah, I hope you do.
So, out of the back
Just
comes
likes people.
a pale man with sort of long flowing hair,
Do they look like
Dressed
the
in-
vampires?
kind of familiar looking clothes, similar to you guys', but even better.
Vampires. Oh my god.
Oh, they're gonna kill you now
I
too.
am-
They know you stole their clothes.
No, you always see that I'm actually naked.
Alicia, make a wisdom save at disadvantage.
Wisdom.
Because you
disadvantage.
love this man.
God damn, I don't love this
Oh,
man.
Hey,
no.
I
so is
love
Fauna.
this man.
Fauna
I
loves him
forgot
too.
about this guy.
I love him.
14.
That's a fail. So you cease casting spells.
I'm pretty sure all of us were enamored by
I do
this guy,
not
right?
love this man. You loved this man. You were head
Yeah,
over
Fauna
heels
was the
for
one
him.
who like got
Yeah, but
seriously.
she was
like-
also, like, swooning. So,
Yeah, I think you actually were under his control
I
at one
was.
point, and I almost was, and I convinced him to let us.
He's what
live.
broke me and turned me into what I am today.
so
So I don't know why she's the
Oh,
one who had to roll the
God.
wisdom.
He,
He
uh,
is.
well,
He
because
broke
he was
you
trying to
in.
stop her from casting spells.
He broke me out of my happiness.
So he emerges, and everybody kind of goes quiet. And he says, Now, let us not endure violence at this meeting.
Why weren't we doing insight checks on all these people? This should have been.
I was hoping.
He kind of turns to everybody and says, or actually he turns to Alicia and says, I'm truly sorry about your family.
This ain't gonna fly. Just like, I'm sorry, you're their dead heads.
She's like, yeah,
You
right,
love
it's
this
fine.
guy.
I mean,
He
it's
says,
no big
No,
deal.
It
it's
says,
a big deal.
Please, put the lids back on. They recap the plates.
So, I didn't even
I'm
like him
pretty
that much
drunk, so
anyway.
this is very upsetting to me to see him again after our breakup.
I'm gonna take another drink
I'm very upset.
He says,
because this is all very distressing.
It is.
He says, as you will know, I have made quite a progressive step into the politics and nobility of Neverwinter. He says, but perhaps we have not been formally introduced. He says, you, the nobility, know me, but perhaps the Grey Hand does not. He says, my name, well, I have many names, but
Can I see if I
fuck,
can remember
I
what
didn't
his
write
name
his
is?
name down. God damn it, hold on.
I don't think we've ever heard it before.
I have it somewhere.
My name
know vampire.
is...
Can we do an intelligence see if we
Hellbent.
remember?
Started with
Hold
a
on.
D.
He's never actually told you his name before.
Davy.
I don't know that we've
Rylard.
ever been told it either.
Rylar.
Was the dragon?
Barabbas.
He was the dragon.
Rylarth the Barabbas.
Damn it. I know
I have-
I wrote this down.
Who is
Neverwinter.
Kaleem? Does anybody remember who Kaleem was? I've written down
Kaleem?
Werewolf Man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the
Not this
werewolf.
man.
We were supposed to kill him. That
Oh
didn't
yeah,
work.
that's the werewolf man.
Thanks,
Kaleem
really
the werewolf
informative.
man? So he
Yeah,
is.
that's the werewolf man.
We fought him at the same time we found the first vampires. Well, we didn't fight him.
And what about Esmond? That was our secretary.
Our secretary? We had a
The one
secretary?
that the skeletons ate.
Oh, yeah.
No, the second one. Who
They
Like-
found him whacking it.
No, the one.
Clackers just started going crazy.
No, it was the second one who they ended up taking like a finger or something. Whenever we didn't come back and pay the rent.
Yeah, we've lost so many good men
Mm-hmm.
because of your stupid skeletons.
We lost one. I don't think we even lost a person with skeletons.
Who was it that was whacking it and Clackers found him and degloved his whole body
I don't think that
and
happened.
sent him on his way?
I don't think that happened.
Clacker said, I need that skin, boy, come on.
Crackers ever degloved anyone?
Clacker tore him apart. And then you raised him, his skeleton.
That is true. That does sound about right.
Dang it. I can cast Sacred Flame.
You guys were right. I should have went to see my family before we went here.
Should have done a lot of
listened to you.
things.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Mm-hmm.
Should have avoided this whole mess. Should have just burned down their house.
Oh, this is a cantrip that deals 2d8.
Seems like all the stuff I did earlier wasn't such a bad idea.
Cutting off your hair and dyeing your scalp?
First of all, I was already planning to dye my hair blank. Second of all, I
But
was
then
trying to
you
get
cut it
away
off.
from them guards. You guys sold me out. You're just like, yeah, it was her. She ran
We told the
right
guards
down
who
the
you were,
road.
and they were like, okay.
I was trying to change this lady into a toad so that way we could all get free clothes.
Not that we needed them.
We did.
So they could show her family's heads in fashion. Like, wow, at least you look good while we
Maybe
humiliate
they
you.
killed her family and they were like, look how she came to this. She doesn't even fucking care about her family. And then they just cut all their heads off. You know?
I care about my family.
No, he said they've been rotting for a month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
This was a setup.
They knew that's how it would go down.
You guys
so they
wasted
said,
your
"She doesn't
money
even
on
care
nice
about it. Let's kill
clothes
him right
and-
now.
Yeah, they were like, she's so poor. She's not even going to get a
I
nice
just
dress.
don't
Let's just kill her
understand.
whole family.
Because you wanted
They were
them
so
dead
wrong.
in the
We
very
got such
beginning
nice
of this.
dresses.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm very sad that my family's dead. Let's make that clear. I'm unhappy. Because that takes away my nobility, which
That's
is
why
kind
you
of what
didn't
I
go
hang
back.
But it sounds
on.
like you weren't even noble anymore anyways.
No, I was
It sounds like that's
very
been gone
noble.
for a long time.
Excuse me, sir. I'm very noble.
You guys were like credit card rich.
rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those cards are maxed out and debt collectors are calling.
We're rich.
Sounds like you owe everybody in the city.
No,
Yeah, you basically
I
inherited
kind
all their
of ride on
Yeah.
my name. That's what. That's
Oh
what gets
man,
me
that
through.
is what you inherited.
No,
You can't shop anymore.
I know.
Everyone's gonna want you to
I'm not
pay.
even speaking. You guys are. I just
Hey.
imagine you guys are telling me this at the dinner table as their bodies
Oh,
are right there from
We've
us.
already.
We're all like, we
Well,
told shopping
You're
anymore.
so poor now.
Listen how poor you are.
I do. You
You
smell
have to change your
poor.
background now. You can't be noble anymore.
Oh, no.
We've gone to like 2 or 3 different places already, and they said,
Ooh, sorry, your credit.
2 places, okay? And it was they didn't say that. They just said.
owes us so much.
Yeah, one place owed 15,000, one place
Come on,
owed 10.
15,000. That's no
Yeah.
biggie to me.
Better pay it up then.
Give me
Huh?
those.
I finally found his name.
Okay, what is it?
No, I don't want that. You done it
Alright.
to them all.
I can't believe you've eaten all of those.
So he says,
There's barely a spoonful in them.
we have not been properly introduced.
We know we've been waiting for you to tell
We
us.
have.
He says, my name is Von Mulish. Malik Von Mulish.
Let's write that down.
I don't remember that name from before.
You never heard the name before.
Didn't he tell us his name
No.
when he was on the caravan with
No,
us?
I don't ever remember hearing this.
He says, and I am a benefactor to all of Neverwinter. He says, you see,
He's not the one that took the adamantium shards from
Yes,
us,
he is.
is he?
He definitely
Wait,
is.
is this the guy that I wasn't sure about?
Oh.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well, he knows us then. Good God, thank God I gave away that other shard that I have that he let
So
me
he's
keep.
the one who carved shards out of his asshole to get them from.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
He knows him real well.
Sure, he knows him real well.
Just learned his name.
Yeah.
he's
Now, what was his name again? So I can write it down.
Malik von
Malik
Mulish.
von Milish.
Mulish.
Milish.
you have a hard time understanding his accent, but you're not gonna
Clawtooth Miata Nicktoon.
I can
Malik
understand his.
Von Milish.
Can
Malik
I understand his?
Von Murish.
Murish.
Malik?
Malik.
Oh.
Von Murish.
Can I understand his accent?
Well,
Murish.
no, it's common. It's
Ma-
heavily accented common.
But
Mally
I'm
Miller.
good with accents.
I feel like it'd be even harder for you.
It's good. I can understand English right
Malik
now.
von Murish.
He says, now, the reason we have all met here today is a political gathering. Alicia, you see, your family was a casualty in all of this. Your being here is merely an inconvenience for all of this. And because the Jensens have been so distraught at the loss of their son, I promised them vengeance.
I'm trying to
He
keep
did
it-
this
I'm
to
trying
your
keep it-
family.
Keep a composure.
But didn't we just kill that dude not too long ago?
I'm struggling to do it.
These
though.
heads have been severed much longer.
He says,
No.
he says, but
I want to say something, but would it be like? Would you have told us if it would be appropriate to interrupt a speech
I
like
wouldn't
this
I
at
mean,
a
interrupt.
dinner
I don't
party?
know. I just
I
gave
wouldn't
you
interrupt.
Everybody else is
instructions
quiet.
A vampire's monologue.
But there's something very
But
important
you
that
don't
needs to
want
be
to
said
follow the
about
crowd.
this.
You got something though. These heads have
Don't
been dead for
encourage
like
us.
months.
Yeah.
And we just killed
It
this
didn't
dude.
say months.
Yeah.
Brandon-
Heads
Brandon's the
decompose
red shirt
rapidly.
guy.
like a month.
Oh, okay.
Watch out.
I'm gonna say
I lost
I
my
and
list
see
of
how
all
he
the things that were
responds
on
to
it,
me
though.
even trying to
I
peep
wiped my
up.
phone. I think
He
I had it on
turns.
my
Does he
phone.
look
On
pers-
what?
like
my-
He doesn't
evil
seem
and accept words?
particularly like opposed.
Offended?
My,
I'm talking about the WoW guy.
which wild guy?
The red shirt guy.
Oh, I don't want to speak.
Leroy
I feel so
Jenkins?
weird.
That's who you
Is that Leroy Jenkins?
are. No.
Is that the face he gives me?
Just
The
Google him.
say
Red
words,
shirt guy.
little
WoW.
one.
Leroy
Oh, okay.
Jenkins.
Just give it a quick.
Then I will
just
speak.
Give it a quick search.
I just have to ask if this vengeance was being brought
No, it's not
upon her
Leroy
family
Jenkins.
in response to the unfortunate events with their son. Why have our heads also been sought after as well?
God dang it.
He stops for a second and says, well, you're asking why each of you is guilty for the murder of their son.
But if they're going to murder her family anyway to seek vengeance, isn't that a little overkill?
Oh, my dear.
They should
You
take
do
our
not-
heads instead.
asked-
You do not understand.
Yeah.
He says, you do not understand
Hole.
the complexities of politics. You see, there were two offenses at play. The family owed the Jensens many thousands of gold pieces. He instantly appears beside you and kind of runs his hand through your hair and says,
Make the wisdom save.
You like it. You like it.
I
You
really
know
don't
you
like it.
No, you
I'm
know you
so
do.
offended by this.
roll it.
We'll see if you're
I feel
offended
attacked
by it
right
or
now.
whether you
Oh
like
my god, I
this.
hope you hate it.
9.
No,
You
have
You
fun.
feel moist
Oh my
right
God.
now. You feel
Listen.
moist.
I feel so
now-
upset right now.
No, you love it.
You
Now,
love
like,
this.
I'm pregnant.
You
You're,
cream.
you're like a goddamn yellow
I'm
cake.
pregnant!
Hold on. Do you just yell that out?
Yes.
God,
No,
you
I'm
are
pregnant.
a child.
He laughs. He says, "Foolish girl, if you are pregnant, it is not mine.
You can't handle these
I
seams.
cannot reproduce."
That's what you thought.
That's what you thought. Now you can't
So now you gotta take care of this baby.
check out this belly.
He says, "Sweet, sweet G,
Oh, girl, you can't handle these seams.
Oh no. I'm gonna get out my sword.
the two offenses. Alicia's family owed many thousands of gold, and you killed their precious
We've
son."
killed for less.
He says,
We've killed for hundreds.
"But now the debt is paid."
I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna look right at Arden Jensen. I'm gonna say, no amount of debt or gold or glory will bring your son back. Forever he will rot.
Oh God!
Jensen
so angry
shoots
at this.
up out of his seat.
So angry.
He says,
That's what I
"Shut
thought.
your whore mouth!"
Because we're casting a spell. We're gonna start this.
Do I feel like I want to cast a spell right now?
You actually feel like you don't want to cast spells.
I really want to though. So which one
This
overrides?
is probably a pretty strong
Roll a wisdom
one
save again.
to cast. I think she should get another save against it.
Wisdom save.
No, she don't want to cast
woo!
it for sure.
Wait, hang on. Let's see if
She
I have
loves
another
him.
roll of Tides of Chaos. No, I don't. So 7. I don't want to I don't want to cast a spell.
No. You can be very angry, though.
I'm very angry. I'm shouting at him that his son will rot. I'm telling all the ways in which his son will rot.
He'll
so
rot
that
this
he will
way
really
and this
feel
way
that
and
his
this
son is
Stomps
dead.
over to you and just backhands you right across the
It
face.
slaps.
I backhand him.
You guys, this is
Do
our
you?
call to action.
So you stand up, and then Malik says, "Stop!" Everybody that wants to keep acting needs to make a wisdom save, or else you will.
I don't want to keep
Stop
acting.
Keep acting, please.
I'm ready
God
to get out my
damn
flame
it.
sword
No,
and
no,
hurt
no,
Malik.
No, I cannot do it.
Well, what's
I
that,
feel
wisdom?
kind of okay with, you know,
15?
the
A
reasons.
wisdom save.
13.
13's a
I
fail.
didn't get it, of course.
How about a 22?
22 succeeds.
Oh,
I
yes,
slowly-
you can save
I go.
me. Yes, in front of all the noble families.
A
This is
slow
worth
backhand.
it. This is worth it.
His face kind of cocks to the side, and he turns and
Does he give the
spits.
"you made me bleed my own blood" face?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, cool.
He turns, he spits, and he just glares.
Oh, yes.
Malik says, "You must understand, each of you."
Oh, I backhanded Jensen. Right?
Popcorn.
I backhanded Jensen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Jensen.
Not the
Arden.
vampire.
I just
want
pour another
vampire
cup of
Jensen. That
sake
is
and just
powerful.
keep drinking it.
About to break a leg off a chair and put it through him.
There's an ant in there, Brooke.
No, there is not. I
There's a-
cleared it out.
There's a brook in
the
there.
ant in the last
Cleared
one.
the ants out.
Brandon just watched for the entire drink because I drink it
I was
now.
hoping maybe you taste it.
So he says,
Lemony.
"You see, I will rule Neverwinter, and I will have you all at my side.
Who's saying this, Malik or Jensen? Okay.
I'm okay with this right now.
I will have no infighting among my nobility." He kind of crosses his arms. He says, "Now, I expect each of you to take your seats."
I'm already in my seat.
Do you and Jensen sit down?
I
he
do.
does.
I'm going to sit down.
Might as well.
Very.
How much longer has it been?
Are they stacked?
Frustrated
About
by
10
What's
minutes.
that?
Are we gonna get real food though?
Who did I?
How is that what you're worried about?
We dressed up for
Whether
this
you're gonna
thing.
eat my
Who did I back
family or
in?
whether you're gonna get
Arden
real
just-
I want to eat your
Arden.
family. I want
Okay.
real food.
I'm gonna look at Arden and say,
Davenport.
"Have a seat, Arden."
He's already said it.
Come here.
Good,
Oh,
good, Arden.
I was resisted.
So he says,
He says it back to you.
Soren,
You have a seat.
I'm gonna. I do.
You smacked him though. I'll never forget that. That was a true moment that I'm gonna marry
I
you.
said,
That you smacked him.
Why would you want to marry such poor trash now?
He smacked him.
That's
He
She's
just
coming
gonna
to
get
It's
terms.
these fancy
It's
vamp
just poor
clothes.
in front of
What
all
is your
of these
about to marry
nobles.
into?
In front
She
of
doesn't
all
have
these
anything to marry
nobles.
Yeah, do you want to marry white trash?
Soren's gonna have to talk about it later.
Listen, he's gonna have these.
He thinks
daddy
maybe
family
we should
issues.
slow things down a little bit.
No.
so Malik says, now, each of you, he's talking to the nobles now, each of you know that you have a role to play in this conquest. We will not take over by conquest of battle or subterfuge. That would be uncouth. And I am nothing if not couth.
I
You wanna
said,
play that? It would be a perfect time for Crib to join in on our dinner. We're having a royal dinner right now.
I took a
We
bite
just got
of it.
served her family's
We
heads
just
on
got
a
served
platters.
my family's heads on a platter.
We
literally.
need Criv in here.
We need Crib.
We have no weapons either.
Crib, we don't have any weapons.
Well,
They
Tabascus
lost
has a
things
shard
with
of
us.
glass that he's
And a
made.
dagger.
And
He
a
hit
dagger.
under his
Oh,
balls.
dang it.
And you had a flute, didn't you? Or you gave
No,
it
they
up?
made me give
Sorry,
away, but I can
managed to
still cast
slap the
anything by
guy,
dancing.
But that's
so
about
it's
as good as we got so far.
I have a ball of force. Shard of glass.
Do you still have that in your
okay.
mouth?
Is my flute technically like my
Expand,
material
blow your
component as a
jaw
bard?
That's one of the things.
You'd
yeah.
be like,
Do I need to have the actual materials
Just makes
listed
a
though?
bubble.
You still do. Yeah.
you want big bubble mouth?
So I still can't cast anything that requires my
What
component
kind
pouch.
of weapon is that then? Are you about to get bubbled?
Who used it?
He says,
What does it do?
The Pokeball.
Mm-hmm.
We
He
trapped
says-
their son in it.
Did we really?
And the hamster ball.
What?
Yeah.
Like
I
the
caught-
dead one?
I caught his son before we killed him.
In that,
Before I
like,
bathed in his blood.
in that magic bubble thing. And he was like in a hamster ball trying to get away.
You really have their dead son hanging out in
No,
your
no,
mouth.
no, 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 no,
No. it's
I
not
gave
the
it
dead
all
one.
away. I wanted to keep
He
it.
still has the ball though.
I have his hair too.
This is hair, but that's
Oh, I should give him some of that hair.
I wish you had their dead son's body in a little
You should
key
say,
of force.
you know what these heads need? And sprinkle some of their
Right
son's
now,
hair
I'm,
on there.
I'm just surviving on the fact that they will never see their son alive again. I'm just fuming and thinking of this.
so
At least
Malik
they have the rest of
says-
their family.
Malik says, now,
Except
I
he did say that there are only 8 platters out of the 10 people who were supposed to be here. So that means that 2 of your family's still alive. Somewhere.
He says, I will allow no more infighting among you. There are some who did not show up tonight. They are not part of our plan. And you are free to crush them as you wish.
Who are the ones who didn't show up? I'll scope around to see if I can see what spots are empty.
Well, no, he means families that didn't attend this.
Okay, who didn't attend this?
Well, there
then?
weren't spots for them.
Oh, okay. So just anyone other than who's here.
Right, right.
Okay.
He says, now,
Do we feel included in this?
well, he's about to address that. He says,
Okay.
and as for the Grey Hand, as I said earlier, it is regrettable that you had to be a part of this. But, as with all things political, it was part of a larger play. And now, the Jinsens, my greatest allies in Neverwinter, have been sated. Surely you see the political gains here.
Yes, of course.
He says, now
Sorry.
we all can work together. But of course, I would never expect the 6 of you to play along with my little game.
What is your plan?
I plan to rule Neverwinter.
Just Neverwinter?
Hope you
At
plan to
first.
take care of your son.
For a second, he seems to drop his facade, and then he recomposes himself. He says, "Please, do not do this."
He's embarrassed.
He's
for
gonna
it.
Too
like
late for that.
tear up your uterus.
Not here.
He says,
He's embarrassed for you. So.
he says, "Now, I would be a fool to allow the 6 of you to leave as it is right now. Surely you would come to claim vengeance for Alicia's family or against me. And these things would throw a wrench into the plans. So I will strike a deal with you. The Iberia family is deceased, except for one.
Just finish him off.
So are both of my brothers here too? Or their heads?
They
served
do not
up,
appear
or-
to be here.
Okay. So it's just
You
my
should bring
mom
up
and
one of
fa-
my
mother and
brothers.
father, right?
Where are my
They're
brothers?
extended
Oh,
family.
you've got brothers. We're
Mother
looking for them
family.
now.
Okay, so I have
Did you
two-
hear a scream in the
I have
back?
2 other brothers, but I don't see their heads here. Correct? Okay.
There's a faint glimmer of hope that they may have gone underground or something.
Buried.
So he says, I will make a deal with you. I will clear the debts of your family name so that once you die, your name will die with honor rather than dishonor.
You can buy more dresses.
If I do this and clear the 50,000 gold pieces that your family owes, all I ask in return is that you go and forget about this night. Forget about the night. Forget about the regrettable death of Carlisle Jensen. And go about your adventuring as you would have if none of this had come to pass.
You'll never forget about Carl Jensen.
Will you allow us to
Daydream about it
stay
all the time.
in Neverwinter
Wish you could kill him
and
again.
continue our business
Tell
as
him
we
you're
would?
gonna revive him
Of
just so you can kill him again.
I'll go
So
ahead and
long
his
as you
body
do not
and bring it back.
interfere in the plan.
Bring his skeleton back and then punch it to pieces.
He says,
Have
of
his-
course,
Have the skeleton son try to
even
like, his dad's D.
with this, I have no illusions that you will not someday seek me out. For this will not be the last time that I step on the Grey Hand.
Hope you want to get Gray Fanger back.
Seething inside right now, but I'm keeping it very.
We could be a very
Yeah.
useful
We'll
tool
wear a
within your
gray
plans
glove.
if you
I
saw
have
it
no
fit.
interest in utilizing you, except through perhaps the Adventurers Guild. But you will not know it as me. After all, your most recent adventure with Jar Brogar was through me.
And was no surprise.
Oh?
It was fairly
It was
obvious.
not. We knew that this was coming
We
from
totally
some other
knew.
hand.
Good.
Not the gray one. Sorry.
I am glad you are so perceptive. I would expect nothing less from some of the greatest adventurers in Neverwinter. He
His
says,
stomach growls.
You just want to know what you
I'm
can
about to
eat.
cast a spell
You're
to
just
make
like,
us
bring
food
out the
and water.
turkey.
Do I
He
still
says-
have my wine?
Yeah.
Sip it.
he says, now,
Start doing that thing around the rim.
Oh
he snaps his finger and the glass shatters.
Oh.
I look at you as it shatters.
I look at her glass and think about doing it.
He says,
I pour another glass of sake and just sip on it.
do we have a deal?
Sorry, grabs the bottle.
Of course.
I speak for our party. And indeed, we do.
What? Why would any of us care, for one?
Listen.
We will tell him that we have a deal.
He's
but
gonna
we
cast
do
some
not
spell
have
of
a
like
deal.
deal making.
He says,
She
In
does
fact,
not
I
wanna
feel
hurt
very much like we
this
do
person
not
at
have
all.
a deal, but at the same time, I'm recognizing the emotions of everyone else, understanding they're okay with this, and I'm trying to just keep my composure and give him the response that he wants right
She
now.
is so okay with this.
That's why
you
I
get
told
a
him that.
very distinct impression that he reads you like a book, but he rolls with it. He says, "Very well. Then you are free. I trust you will not want to stay for actual dinner."
Huh?
Our
Rumble here has
appetites
quite a
are
rumbling
spoiled.
stomach.
Can I have
We
mine
could
to
stay.
go?
He'll be fine. And
I will
I-
not eat here with these people.
I scoot him out.
Give
and
me
I say,
my
"He'll
food to
be
go."
I will
fine."
have a to-go box,
No.
please.
He will not. I'm scooting
I've
them
never
all
had
as
a
they're
fine
begging
dinner
for
before.
to-go.
I'm gonna pick up the sake and I'm going to look directly
Leave the
at Art and
head.
Jensen, and I will say, I would like to thank you very much for this fine drink from my homeland. I
He's
appreciate
rubbing
it very
his
much.
face.
And I'm
Yeah,
sorry
she
for the
started
rudeness of
smacking
my of
Try
my
to
friends.
smack him too
I
on the
would
other
ser-
side.
I would
God.
like to thank you very
You're the
much
best-
for
you're
As
the
I'm
best
leaving, I
part of
look
this
at
that
him
you
and I go,
smacked
for being
him.
a honorable host. And I'll
He-
curtsy.
Swallows
This is
and
the best
says,
part that you smacked
"Yes,
him.
very well.
Do you mind if I take it with me as a memento?
That might make Alicia
I would
marry
never
you.
drink from it
All the
again.
things that wouldn't before.
I'm gonna lean forward and look over at that lady and say,
You suggest that I never drink it again?
I'm saying I would never lower myself to drink from it again."
Let us go, friends. I'll call out to you.
Okay. I take it
if I
with
get
me.
another assassin my way, I will kill him too.
She
I gather
she
everyone.
chuckles like, "That wasn't me."
We have his dinosaur too.
backhander.
Please backhand the back.
I look at her.
She
I do look at her and I say, we have his dinosaur too.
she,
like 30
she
feet to crawl.
smirks. She smirks wide.
Hey, as I leave, I am gonna do that. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna look at old dude, and I'm just gonna
He doesn't flinch, but
walk out.
he does seem to be
Oh, God,
seething
that's
with
the
anger.
best.
I'm gonna wink at
That's
Mr. Vampire Man as we leave.
Oh, I'm gonna look
No.
at Malik and say, "You might be used to this bachelor, ragtag, loose goose kind of life, but you better get ready for what's coming. You
better
got
get your wallet
responsibilities now, and I will not forget. This baby will have a father."
Oh my
That was that bottle of
God.
wine you had, by the way.
We're talking about you.
I say to him, I'll see you again.
He says, as you're walking out, he
I
says,
don't have any feelings for Malik at all.
as you guys are walking out, he says, "One more thing before you leave.
Yes.
I'm sure you have already figured this out. But if you ever feel the need to come settle the score with me, if you so wish, if you so desire, you know you are always welcome at my castle."
Where will we find him?
He actually produces a map, kind of out of thin air, and points to it. And you kind of remember hearing about this strange, what the fuck are you doing?
Claiming my coin.
Ketchup.
Oh.
So where does he live?
You kind of remember hearing people talk about this strange castle to the east of the wood, like to the east of the Neverwinter Wood. And you don't necessarily even remember that castle having been there much too long ago.
Is there ever anything else that I can tell from this thing that he showed me? Perhaps how you might summon it into being, or
Someone wanting to be.
the castle.
Oh, you
I
suspect
feel
it's
like
always
I've
there.
traveled there and I haven't seen it. Is that correct? That we've traveled through that area?
You guys have never been that far
Okay.
east.
All right. So I just assume that it is there, the east of the Neverwinter Wood, and I write that. I make a note of that.
Justin was just taken aback by what I could be doing.
Because to me, it looked like you were just squeezing ketchup
Yeah.
onto the sink.
It did.
I was casting a spell.
How clean is it now?
Masked ketchup.
So do you guys leave?
I
What?
do.
Soaking.
It's soaking.
All right.
Regretfully,
I'm fuming
I
on the
leave.
As I walk down the
Just like
hallway,
your
I
mom.
produce my
Putting Coke
dagger
in
and
there?
go like,
Okay.
On all their tapestries and stuff.
Okay.
I will
You do.
never forget this.
The guards kind of glare at you, but they don't stop.
Did they give us our stuff back?
Oh yeah.
Do they give us
That's
food?
outside. You'll get that when you go
Sweet.
outside.
I'm very upset with Fiji.
It's my flaw. It really is.
It's my
I'm
fault
sorry.
too.
Do we have
So
the same
you guys
flaw?
get outside and you get all your stuff back. Nothing's
my
missing,
flaw
as
is
you
that-
can tell.
So as I gather everyone
I literally have a
outside,
flaw written down on
Auto
here.
20 if anything's
Oh,
missing.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I have to.
That is missing.
Dang it.
I tell
I
everyone
tend
rather
to unfailingly
strange
look for
that
the positive
he
in all
wouldn't have
creatures. and
killed
I'm a
all
us.
sucker
interesting.
for a pretty face.
he
I'm
must
sorry.
have known we would come back for him at
We're
some
both
point. in
You
Right.
just
time.
can't help it.
I think
He
you
did. He said that.
I know, but something is off.
Whenever we leave, are we
think
still
he's not-
controlled
I know it's
by
off.
like?
I know it's off.
Alright.
Your parents' heads.
Oh my god.
I apologize to you
Sick
intensely
burn.
Seething.
after we leave once
Maybe
we're
you're
no
left
longer
in
under
the
his
will, though.
influence.
Is there a will?
And I say I don't know
Is
what
there
came
a
over
will?
me.
No, I don't have any money. They would have
Oh.
paid it back
Yeah.
already.
Their
It
last will and
happens.
testament, you got all the debt.
Yeah.
I promise I will not step in your
Um,
way again.
They left
I'm
all of their
sorry.
debt
Thank
to
you.
No, he cleared the debt. That's what he just was talking about.
What about
You can
the
have your weird
shops?
vampire.
Do you have a
debt.
house? Do you have a castle? A mansion?
Let's go
So-
shopping.
I feel stronger.
As
He's
you're
not
leaving
here.
the-
We can
Yeah.
start lines of credit everywhere now.
As you're leaving, the guard that escorted you into the building meets you again, gives you all your stuff back, and also says, "I'm sorry about what happened in there."
Did you know?
I'm going to pull him aside.
It's his
and
job.
I'm going to say,
We've got
you're
him in.
loyal to the Iberia family, aren't you? I feel like I've seen you around at times.
Haven't you served me dinner?
That wasn't my family.
I think I made you wipe my shit up.
He says, "No, but I'm not a monster, and I recognize that what happened in there is monstrous."
Know this, that
Get
we
his
will
name.
rise
Get
again,
his name.
and you will want to be
Tell
on
him.
our
Tell
side
him that the
when we
South will
do.
rise again.
And I'll hand him 500 gold as I say this.
What?
Telling him that he wants to be
This
on
one
our
measly
side
guard?
as we rise
Hey.
again.
He says,
As the South rises again.
Yes.
And I'll assure him to just keep quiet about it.
"Yes, of course." He says, "One thing you should know:
Get his name.
there are no assets left to your name.
Yes.
Your manor has been liquidated and resold to another family."
Damn, this guard's overstepping his bounds.
No, he's telling me the truth. I need to hear it.
Also, that means like clearing the debt didn't
There's
really
no,
help that
there's
much.
no,
if
no
they, like,
assets. I need to hear what he's saying.
He didn't clear the debt. He sold it.
I'm going to ask if he's heard of my brothers, which I'll whisper this very quietly. Quietly.
No, I would keep that to yourself. Farewell, and may brighter days await you in the future.
Yes, sir. Goodbye to you.
Nowhere to go but up.
Get his name.
I make a show of it, and then I leave with
You're
my
not.
friends.
You're not gonna get his name.
It's Tony.
Did
No,
you say it
I
was Tony?
recall what he
No.
looks like.
No, Tony. I got Tony Perry.
You know how Tony.
So you guys
Tony,
leave.
Tony was Carlisle.
Tony.
Was there a Tony? Really?
Yeah.
Poor Tony.
I got Tony
He was a
Perry.
good
He's
guy.
Carlisle's bodyguard.
We should probably go turn in our quest now
Remember,
that we
he
didn't
was
die.
They were
We were supposed to do that
Tony
before.
Baloney.
I'm gonna let you guys
Tony
do this. Alicia's gonna be
Cheesy
somber for a few
macaroni.
weeks, just really not feeling well, because her family was served to her for dinner. You know, naturally.
You didn't eat them, though.
She's not feeling well. 'Cause
Yeah, you
she's
didn't have to
probably
eat them.
hungry.
No.
Yeah, we're all fucking hungry.
It's not
Anytime
one.
anyone comes out with a tray of food,
I just start heading
That's like
straight towards.
PTSD.
I start heading straight towards the Adventurers Guild.
So you guys go to the Adventurers Guild. Your spells run off or run out in the meantime.
I still have 20 minutes left.
About 15, and it takes longer than that to walk there.
Damn it! I wanted to be able to talk for
Mine
once.
wears off.
It's that
Put
bitchy
the
woman at
clothes
the
on.
Adventurers Guild.
I'm just crawling around naked.
God.
So you guys get to the Adventurers Guild, and it's probably like
Midnight.
8 p.m. now. Like it's dark,
I'm gonna switch back into regular adventuring clothes.
just
Clothing.
in the street.
Yeah. Well, I'll try to kind of use my friends as a shield to not to be.
Do you
I wanna
guys
keep wearing my
shield her
dress.
while she
I
stretches?
shield her with my body.
I'll count him
I
as
don't
a shield.
intentionally.
Yeah.
Okay. You change in the middle of the streets.
Yeah.
You're obscured slightly, but
Yeah.
people are like,
Yeah.
especially me.
I don't even care what he thinks.
So you guys get to the Adventurers Guild, and You walk in, and the usual woman that you meet here is not here today, for whatever reason. Instead, there is a younger man, probably a half-elf, given the point on his ears and his features in general. And there's always 3 lines, but since it's so late, there's only one, and it's him in the middle. He says, hello.
Hey.
Greyhand, right?
Yes.
Yes.
We'd like to change our name.
How are you?
Yes.
Bluefoot.
Good. So,
I'm good.
I didn't ask. So, now I've lost my train of thought. Says, so, you must be here to turn in your latest contract, yes?
Yes.
Contract.
Oh, you
What did we do last?
Good. There are many more available. Your status with the guild has been reinstated due to the success of your latest contract. Word has traveled faster than you. He chuckles a little.
Gold one?
It's
says-
an expensive one, but I can't remember. It's one the vampire set us up for.
Yeah.
He says,
It was the 20,000 gold. or whatever.
allow me to produce
cool.
your reward.
Yeah.
So, one
Who
second.
has the
Which
contract?
contract was this one?
Who has the
I
contract?
think I actually do. So
We-
hang on,
we
let me
made-
confirm it.
Brooke, write it down.
But what did we do
I
though?
believe I do have it.
What was
We
the
asked
quest?
for-
Okay, is this contract for the
quest?
quest?
Escort.
Yes, I do have this
Which
quest.
escort?
What's the quest?
That's scored a
Escorted
couple
dude.
times.
We escorted dude to the mountain.
Joe Broger.
Oh, okay,
I have
right,
the
right,
contract
right,
for. I have the contract for the quest.
right.
You produce it?
Crazy dude.
Yes.
Okay. So, he looks over the contract. He does a little minor incantation
Oh,
to
we're just
ensure
gonna get
that
another
it's
one.
real.
That's all you wrote? You wrote
That's what I wrote. Contract
for quest.
Because when she told us, we didn't know what the quest was. She
We're
has
about
to
to get
tell us
another
what
one,
it is
so
before
now you
we
gotta
can learn
rewrite
what
it.
it
No,
is.
we gotta get paid first.
So he pulls out a huge sack
Yeah,
of gold.
Sack.
They couldn't
It
break
makes
it
a
down into
loud noise as it
platinum
hits
or
the.
something.
As it hits the.
Platinum?
Would you
I
like him to? He will.
Walking around with platinum? No, thank you.
That's
He
just
says.
big
he says-
for a dragon.
He says.
Yep.
Yes, of course. I should put it in platinum.
No, God
No,
dang it.
I'm sorry.
He instead produces a much smaller sack of platinum.
See?
How many?
Smaller
Like, how much
sack.
is
Break
the
it down.
award?
It's
Now
worth the
dragons
same.
are gonna
I
rob
want
us. Are you ready
gold.
for this? Do dragons
You
gonna
think-
Go
rob
to
us?
go to the next window with your platinum.
I'm pretty sure a
Your
dragon will
share
rob
just
us
for
if we have 1,000,000 gold. Just as
No,
likely
the
as they would
dragon's
if we
gonna
had.
rob us if we have
They
How
platinum.
much
smell
gold
it?
was this?
Yes, they do.
2,000 platinum.
Absolutely.
Which is
20,000 gold.
So what's that
20,000, I was
divided
right.
by 6?
Keep it as platinum. Make sure you write this fucking platinum on your character sheet.
7.
Okay.
We
What's
can
that
convert
divided
it.
by 6? So.
No, you'll keep your platinum because
That's
you're the
fine.
only one that wanted it.
Well,
Yeah, nobody else
Now,
wanted the
20,000
If
platinum.
I dropped
platinum.
1 gold on the ground, it was no big deal. I drop 1 platinum, that's so much gold.
All right, we each get
Don't
333
drop the gold on the
platinum,
ground.
and then
Don't
3
drop
people get
anything.
an extra one. I'll take 333.
I'll take the smaller amount. 332 platinum?
333.
333 platinum.
Well, it's times 7.
We're doing 6.
Yeah, we're doing 6.
Only people who are here
Yeah,
get
here.
the reward. Except for Ruby. We've been giving you shares, and I don't.
We have.
Was anybody writing down how much you got?
I don't know. I
I did
have
somewhere.
2,439.
Last one was 15,000 gold divided by 6.
Let me see.
I don't know.
Okay,
I've-
I'm going.
Yeah.
How much? 333 platinum?
Yeah, 330.
I'm gonna ask him if I can exchange my platinum for gold.
Nope. I'm not a bank.
Okay. 1,144 is what I have written down for her. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's
Make sure to
normal.
erase it.
I have
1,439.
2,439.
That would be right.
Yeah,
would
that'd be
figure
about right.
The amount that I
Because I haven't really
Before I
bought
bought the
anything.
dress, I was at like 1,000 something. Or 3,000 and something.
44.
Yeah, I bought
Yeah.
the dress. and stuff.
1144
So how much is that worth in gold?
This is how much
is
I
gold
already have.
of that
We
amount
will
that you have.
Yeah, but I think you need to add 1,400 to it.
Oh.
It's all right.
1 platinum, 100 gold,
1144 gold. You have.
10 gold.
Yeah, okay, so it's just 3,000.
1 silver is 10 copper. 1 gold is 10 silver. 1 platinum is 10 gold.
We could go to a bank and get it turned into gold. If that's
Do you
what
know where-
want.
Oh, I'm gonna
Bank
keep
is-
mine in platinum actually. 333.
So the guy says, Now that you've been paid quite handsomely, I should say this reward was far beyond the task.
You say that.
You
It's
weren't
interesting.
there.
Interesting that such a large reward was placed on this. There are many more tasks. If you would be interested, you'll be happy to know, since I know the Grey Hand has made quite a statement before of calling this practice unfair and unreasonable. The Adventurers Guild has gone through some reforms. It says, we now give minor details about the contracts before you accept them. Details that have been approved by the contract creators. So it's whatever they would let anybody know. But at least you'll have some kind of idea what you're signing up for before you sign up for it. Now that we've done it this way, we don't know why we did it the old way before.
I'm gonna just hang my head and be thinking about other things. Let one of them handle it.
It says,
Handle this.
Oh, I'm so lost. I don't know what to do.
I'm so hungry.
You're lost. You're not
Do I
hungry.
put food in my mouth?
God, you're not hungry.
Do I eat this platinum?
he says, so, if you're interested, I can produce another contract for you if you're looking to get right back into it. Or you can come back anytime.
We probably need a quest so
Let's
we can
hear
get ahead.
Oh my god.
As he says that, I'm looking at Grimble like he's sick scum of the earth as he says that.
Grimble gets a basketball and swishes it in.
We all
says-
produced some burn
Grimble's
ointment
scum of the earth.
for
Yeah.
Alicia.
He says, would you like another quest?
Yes, let's hear it.
Great. I've got 3 ready to go. One of them,
3.
yes, 3. One of them,
I'm trying to learn my numbers.
he says, one of them is a limited contract. This is something else new we've introduced. So, in the past, single adventuring parties could be attached to contracts such as you were attached to your previous contract, right? Now, contractors can come in and request a certain level of party to take on these tasks. These tend to be more difficult because they only want the best and the brightest, or they tend to pay very well because it's very important to whoever is paying. So this first one, and I should say it's a doozy. It is a what is the guild approved way to say assassination? It is a
Assassination.
Taking outing.
I
It
call
is-
out
it
because I'm
says,
feeling very, very sour.
it is a mark and remove contract. Obviously, we are not allowed to issue contracts for anything illegal. So, don't think that you'll be killing any nobility or anything.
People who matter.
Give me that fiddler.
He says, but there is something that needs to be
Okay.
taken out.
Not as cool as these.
That's all the detail I can give you, is that you gotta kill something.
Okay, next.
The next one, this one is not a limited contract. It is just a standard contract. But I have been told it is a very well-paying contract. It is what I would call a find and retrieve sort of endeavor. You are looking for some kind of item in some kind of dangerous place, and you are to retrieve it and bring it back. The complications, of course, I cannot tell you until we actually create the deal, but I can tell you that this one is a 15,000 gold contract.
That's the one we want.
Well, the previous one, the mark and remove contract,
Too hard.
that was a 20,000 gold.
Yeah, that was a
Not
little
too
more
hard.
than this one. No,
Just
that
as
was
hard.
super
Just an
easy.
assassination, though?
We just carried Jarl Brogar back.
I'd rather just kill someone than have to do an escort thing or shit like that again.
Last time was
Escort was
super
good.
easy,
That's
but
yeah,
it was a
that's
setup,
gold.
so.
So what is this contract entailing?
Finding something and bringing it back.
That sounds scary, you guys.
Sounds boring.
I mean, I think finding something and bringing it back sounds a little difficult. Not.
Yeah, it might be somewhere
It could
crazy.
Killing someone might be some grand wizard or something.
No.
Or it might just be poisoning his drink and, like, anticlimactic.
Oh, I want to fucking murder them.
What? You?
Yeah, only if they're bad.
What if they're not?
They have to be bad if they're on here.
Third one?
Maybe.
The third one.
Third
This one. This one's a little bit more small fry. This one's something you could do over the holidays or something. You see, as the... Oh, sorry, I almost told you details. This one is a escort.
Ugh.
There are people that you will have to be near and protect as you go to a place.
So we'll be escorting people to some other place.
Yes.
Huh.
This one pays 5,000 gold pieces.
We can do better than that, crew.
So, you guys want to find something, or do you want to kill
Let's
someone?
find something.
Would love
I'm
to kill
on
somebody.
board with the assassination.
I've got a wand of disintegration I haven't got to use yet. And it's...
It doesn't have like one charge.
No, it has a charge every week. And it's burning a hole in my pocket. Disintegrating a
Literally.
hole in my pocket. So please.
Let's go.
I don't want to waste it on some guard.
Alicia's still too sad to make a decision about this, so you guys have to.
He says, "Come on, we close very soon."
What?
I think you have to stay open as long as we're in here, though, right?
No. He points to a little thing he can lower in front of the little gate.
Dang.
I just look at everybody and go, what?
You assassination,
Ooh,
please.
he doesn't smell
I mean,
right.
Mark
Can you
and
smell it?
I
remove.
know.
El
Reach
Assassinacion.
down, smell her out that
Mark and
way.
remove? Is that whatever?
Yeah, I'm the leader now.
Marco
It's
and
not too
remove.
No!
Maybe it's not.
I hope you're happy. Tavash is just
Going.
saying he's the leader
What?
now. He
Going.
Did
Fucking
assassination?
please.
Good. Very well.
Which one did you pick?
He produces the contract.
Escort.
Assassination.
Escort.
He says, "Please sign the contract. Whoever is the designated leader."
You signed it. I'm not gonna stand up for it.
Even read it. Why do we never read anything?
Read
Read it first, because last time they stuck in some shady shit in it, so you should know
He already
that.
signed it.
Fuck.
Well, let's read it now.
I'm
He
gonna try to
rolls it
read
up,
it now to see.
hands it to
oh,
you.
Shit.
It doesn't matter. It's a void contract. He's not the actual leader.
He says, "Let us go have a discussion then. Yes, in the back
First,
room.
let us read the contract.
It's standard verbiage."
Well, I'll check that.
I'll
I'm gonna
be
read
the
it.
judge of
I'm gonna
that.
read to see.
Point.
Read that you,
What are you reading for? Like, what are you reading
I'm
with?
just-
what skill did you roll?
Perception.
Okay.
Looking.
All the words are
print.
there.
Roll an investigation.
I'm
You
gonna
found a
roll
typo.
it.
16 plus 1. 17.
Okay, so you're looking over the contract.
What
it
should I
actually
roll for
does
this?
appear to be pretty standard verbiage.
Can I look over it with him?
Sure. You can give him advantage if you want.
Can I roll
For,
some?
Read it out loud, both of you.
Isn't that the same thing as giving him advantage on the
For
Start to line
perception.
rolls higher?
You're right.
How would you give it
Investigation.
advantage?
I like how we always go by the
17
sign
for
first, read later approach. So
I think we
awesome.
learn our lesson.
17.
17's mine as well.
It's signed. Looks standard. You're good.
I can't read it, so I can't investigate it.
Call it the mark and remove contract. Shall we go discuss?
Yes.
Good. He leads you to the back room.
Don't
So-
you notice any beady eyes?
No. So in this back room, the
There's some regular ones. None be here.
the place appears to be pretty empty, other than you guys. But the usual room with the big table that you make these discussions in is just as nice as ever. You guys sit down. He sits down. He says, "Now, this has mark and remove contract. As I said, is a limited contract. And what that means is it is probably one of the more difficult types of contracts we get. But the good thing is it does pay quite well. This one will actually be worth the 20,000 gold you're going to get." He says, "Okay. So here's the lowdown on this one. He produces a map. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull my own map up here. I can find the damn thing. He says, "Okay. So, have you ever been to Icewind Dale before?"
Yes.
Have we?
No.
I don't know.
I don't think in this campaign we have.
Haven't we in this one?
What do you remember us doing
I
there?
thought we passed through there.
Nah, that was old.
That's
old
like far
for-
north. You only go to Icewind Dale if you're going to Icewind Dale.
I don't know.
You don't just pass through it.
See,
No, I don't
Good,
believe
good.
so.
well, that'll be fine. Not a concern. I should warn you that Icewind Dale is a very cold, frigid, and hostile place, especially because it is now winter. Even getting into the Dale, trying to go through the spine of the World Mountains, that itself will be difficult.
How so? What will be required of us as we pass through these mountains?
You will endure the harshest winters ever seen in Faerun.
But aside from that, on the human side,
Oh, right. The human side. Bandits, savages, barbarians, people that need to eat because they're starving and freezing to death.
understood.
Yes. But that's not the real danger. The real danger is freezing to death because of the sub-freezing temperatures.
Yes.
Also, incredibly heavy blizzards, ice storms, earthquakes.
How does it compare to the
Poor
winters back
visibility.
home?
Do you even have very harsh winters back home?
I lived in the mountains.
Oh, nowhere near. They were nowhere near as bad as what he's describing for the Spine of the World Mountains.
Okay.
You just kind of got some snows and.
I think if you're going to use it for like real world terms, I think I lived in our world's, like this world's version of like the Himalayan mountains.
Okay.
Like basically in Tibet.
But he's describing Antarctica.
He's describing like goddamn like Game of Thrones, like north of the Wall.
Like
Okay.
Trident.
So Tibet is not as bad as north of the wall.
Yeah.
Got it.
So he says, now, once you've braved the Spine of the World Mountains in the worst part of the Faerun winter in Icewind Dale, then you will get to travel to the the uncharted east of Icewind Dale, into what they call the Snowlands. And in a land that's always covered in snow, if they call it the Snowlands, you can imagine there's a lot of snow. He kind of shows you his map. You see how up here it's just all white, and there's no towns or land or anything really marked?
They never finished the map.
Well, they never lived to finish the map up there. Very few people actually return from that expedition area. You know who's really good at surviving, though? Orcs. Yes, the Mini Arrows clan. They thrive in that part of Icewind Dale, and also on the far eastern side of the Spine of the World Mountains. You actually cannot gain access to the mountains from this side, like from the south side. On that side of the mountains, the eastern mountains are completely impassable from the south. There was a time that they were open, but then the spell plague happened, and all kinds of stuff went to the Nine Hells. So now you can only get at it from the north. Well, backing up, the tribal leaders of Icewind Dale, they meet in the Tin Towns around, well, they've actually already met by the gods, I've forgotten the name of the city. They all sound the same. Brunor Hall or something? I don't recall. Anyway, doesn't matter. What matters is 3 of them were killed because of an orc raid. The orcs don't typically attack the Tin Towns. They have typically had better luck attacking to the south. But like I said, spell plague kind of ruined all of that. There's no food. They've been attacking barbarian tribes for about 10 or 20 years now, which nobody apparently thought was a big enough deal. to, sign a contract for or actually take care of, because who cares about the barbarians, right? So now that they're actually attacking the Tin Towns, people with money are coming to us to have somebody take care of it. All of that to say, you have to go kill the leader of the orcs.
The president.
We know his name. If you will allow me to pull it up momentarily. He produces a small document that seems to have some notes about the journey on it.
Should have taken that escort.
Can I have that note?
I will give it to you in a moment.
Or the other one, or any of them. This one's like a long time. I thought it was
In the
like
cold is what
one
I'm
powerful
thinking.
guy you had to kill, and it wouldn't be that bad. But this is
Yeah, I thought we were gonna have to go to like the other side of town, kill some guy in his sleep, come back over.
Yeah,
Like a
no,
child,
they're going
maybe.
through the mountains in the cold.
All right.
It's gonna be a
So-
sucky track.
Obold Mini Arrows is his name.
Old bowl,
Obold.
old
Old
bowl,
bold mini arrows.
old bowl, mini arrows.
Obold.
Obold.
Many arrows.
Like kobold,
Like that.
but without a C or a K. K.
Not old. Obold.
Old balls.
Look at the
mini
notes.
arrow.
Do we have a
Old
description
bold.
of what he looks like, or
Well, he's an orc.
He's old, bald.
that's racist?
Carries a lot of arrows.
Does he have any defining features besides his orcish traits?
Well, unfortunately, few people that have encountered him have lived to tell the tale.
No one done seen him.
He's actually
No one done
Obold
seen him.
the Seventh. The line of orcs named King Obold Mini Arrows has led the Mini Arrows tribes for well over 100 years now.
There are tribes of this orc.
We're gonna wipe out the
Well,
whole
he
family.
rules all of the orc tribes in this area. A rare unification of the barbaric orcs. He says, I learned this in the academy.
We went to an academy.
They didn't teach us.
It was the same academy, you nitwit!
Yeah, we don't recall you.
He's probably a different class.
Must not have
Continue on.
hung out with the populars.
He says, now, you will go kill King Obold Mini Arrows the Seventh and return with his head. Actually, to be fair, you don't have to return with his head. Even though it would definitely survive the cold temperatures, it might rot once you get down as far south as Luskin. It'd be annoying. So, instead, all you have to do is bring back the shoulder piece of his ceremonial plate armor.
We'll steal it.
See, the ceremonial plate armor, it is heavily spiked, adorned with the skulls of his foes, black, rigid, looks like her, kind of, except armor.
Oh, yeah.
If you were armor. Spotty hair,
Black,
scabby.
rigid.
Alternatively, you can also bring his crown. The crown is a black iron, spiky, nasty-looking thing with 4 large rubies beset in it.
4 large rubies. Don't forget to.
Any of these things will be satisfactory, but I suspect this journey will be a long, arduous task, and the orcs up there are well trained. And also vicious and murderous and very vindictive. I suppose what I'm saying is it'll be very dangerous, but it's going to pay you 20,000 gold.
We need smallpox blankets. We need some kind of
Do we?
situation
Is
like
he a full orc?
Yes, he is a full orc. He is the king of the orcs.
King full orc.
What's our timeline?
This one has no tight timetable.
Alright, let's just wait for winter to be over and we'll try this at summer.
He says,
What's this place called?
within reason, of course.
Icewind Dale.
Right. That sounds reasonable to me.
No, you see, if they attack the Tin Towns again, they'll revoke the contract.
Okay, so we need to hang out in the 10 towns till summer.
No.
Let them come to us.
No.
He says, now,
Did you put Germix on?
I did not yell any
Bryn Shander!
Definitely don't smell any
It's
Germix.
him who
Shander.
it's him who gets us sick, not the reverse.
You don't
He
think
gets us
there's anything
sick
on your
from his
hands that can
little
make him
poopy
sick,
snake
though?
butt. No. Not from the things I've read, at least.
he says, Bryn Shander is the name of the town you need to go to.
Hmm.
That is where the council met, and that is where 3 of the council members died.
Bryn Shander.
Bryn
We say
Shander.
that together. But I don't look at him because I'm disgusted that we said it together.
Shinbrander.
Shinbrander.
Brandon Shin.
He says,
Shin.
now, there is one more minor complication with this. As I said, the orc tribes are united behind the king Obold Many Arrows the 7th. And unfortunately, they also believe him to be an avatar of Grumpsh. Grumpsh is the orc deity of war and chaos. And if he truly is an avatar of Grumpsh, then you are very likely to die trying to kill him directly. Whether that's true or not is purely rumor. It is said that every king of the orcs is an avatar of Grumpsh. Whether that's true or not, I could not tell you because I am not an orc, nor do I give a damn about orc religion.
It's really religion if it doesn't matter. I don't
Can you-
actually say that.
He says,
Lightning strikes you.
he says, are we on the same page? Are we good?
Same page.
I believe
Whoever's
so.
speaking for us.
Probably an avatar, probably gonna kill us.
Who cares?
Good.
But every orc deity, or every orc leader is supposed to be a
Every orc has to
avatar
die.
of this deity, so.
He says, good.
Orcs must die.
Well, you are, you're welcome to set out whenever you wish.
Making
It will probably take you over a month
Wilmington.
just to get to Icewind Dale. So I hope to see you within 3 months. The winter in the Dale will last at least 5 months, so.
The winter
You can
in
pray
the
to the other orc deity. The other full, the other full orc
Monk.
deity. Frog.
Oh, yeah. Could pray to Krog. He's not a deity, though.
Krog is no. We would
He's better
not
than
pray
a
to
deity.
Krog. We would not even know of Krog's meagle existence.
But we know he's a
Meagle
full
or
orc.
Meager. Meagle.
He's very meagle.
Smeagol existence.
No, he's a
Not
full
no
orc,
Krog's
that's
meagle
right.
existence.
So maybe they do worship him now. He's like the Jesus of orcs. I hope he poops. Big old snake poops on you.
He will not do that.
I didn't know you that.
Don't you have to feed him now?
Just
Today?
sling
He
him
was
around.
fed 2 days ago, so he's
What the
full.
F?
He's full. He ate a big old fat rat.
So,
He's not
He
tonguing.
got his days
He's
off.
not tonguing anymore.
He just wants to smell things.
He's not the.
he shoos you guys out of the guild because he has to close it up.
Yeah, let's get out.
So,
When you're done with him, just put
are
him
we
out there.
wrapping up here? Cody looks really tired. Ruby looks really tired.
It's up to you guys.
I'm fairly tired. I feel like this is probably a good spot, but
I think we're about to start getting into the stuff. It is. I don't know,
Hello.
Do you guys need to do any shopping before we wrap up?
Can we level?
Where are we at? To
Never
be
winter.
shopping? Oh, no.
let's all donate our
Yeah,
platinum.
we're gonna need to find winter supplies for sure.
Can we level?
No.
Did we level?
No.
But we did.
Could we just
things.
level
Can we
anyway?
just go ahead and level?
There was a dinosaur.
There was a dinosaur,
I
and
had
then
track
her
of
her family died, and then we got a new quest, and we got a bunch of gold. So we should.
I have
level
track of your stuff. Don't worry.
now. We should level now, though.
You just leveled like a session ago.
No, we didn't.
It was lame level.
It was
Okay.
a lame level, Justin.
We will wrap up here.
Alright, goodbye, guys. See
Good
you
night,
later.
Strim.
Good night, Strim. The snack saying goodbye.
Sorry we couldn't give you the late night stream.
Thanksgiving weekend.
Sorry, we
just
couldn't
took
give you
so
the late
much
night
out of it.
dickings.